What's the word? It's your boy Rashad back at it again with another episode of Things of That Nature, episode 134. Fists in the air for y'all showing up real. Memphis, CJ Lito, Ronan is the magician. Let me see. Stop touching niggas with your hands. Hey man, Lance alive. Fists in the air for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. 5 in the A9s. Gots to get to it. Gots to get to it. A lot of shit on the timeline per usual, man. But before we get to it, the Patreon is in the jumbo free tier, $5 tier. Whatever tier you decide to subscribe, I definitely would appreciate y'all doing that. Lots of exclusive content. Know what I mean? Working through these storage issues. Patreon trying to hold a nigga back, but it ain't gonna work. Fists in the air for y'all, man. Definitely would appreciate y'all doing that. Got to get to a lot of shit today, man. A lot of shit on the timeline. But listen, that's what comes with it. That's definitely what comes with it, man. What we seen. Let me go to the topics. Y'all know I have my my bookmarks. I just want to say, before we get to it, all bots are welcomed. Whether in the A9s or the bots can also come up here on the on the stage and be the listeners. All bots are welcome. Bot lives matter. Seen something very egregious, didn't understand it, but folks got to get their shit off, and I appreciate them getting their shit off. It's funny how these things work, man. Definitely funny how these things work. At first, niggas was laughing and said that what I was doing was bullshit. Now they sit in the A9s recording for 10 minutes. Listen, things work in mysterious ways, but I appreciate the promo. Clap it up for those guys. Hope everything goes well with y'all. Yeah, but that's all the energy I got for it. Let's get Rail up here, see what Rail got to talk about. Rail, what's the word? How you feeling? Rail? Yeah, Rail don't want to talk to y'all today. Hey, listen, I did want to. Oh, what's up, Rail?
Nothing, man. You be always calling me out, shout. I just be up here showing love, man. I don't want to say nothing, man. I'm just here to listen,
Oh,
man.
okay. Listen, got to make sure everybody feels comfortable up here. Fists in the air for real. Know what I mean? Pop
Appreciate you.
into conversation. Definitely appreciate you pulling up. Know what I mean? To these joints, man. Definitely appreciate it. OG, what's the word? How you feeling, Joe name?
What's a guan, Rashad? What you got going on, my
Hey,
brother?
man. Another day in
Yes,
these
yes,
spaced
yes.
streets.
Yo, listen, God is good. That's all you gotta say, right?
All
That's
the
all.
time.
All the time he's good.
All,
Tell you.
listen, we on the right side of the dirt.
Hello.
You know what I mean? So
Lis-
I definitely appreciate it.
Yes,
What you
yes,
got
yes.
going?
Man, listen, first off, salute, because I didn't excuse me, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't really recognize I was sick last week. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I had Kari calling me out like, bitch, you was on this damn thing doing too much. I was under the weather. So much so now I have good energy. So now I'm like, all right, let me get back to it. Let me get back to it. So I'm good. I'm feeling real good.
Yeah, you definitely was talking low. Voice was raspy.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real good. It's
Almost had you
Tuesday.
down and out.
Yo, listen, devil thought he had me. You know what I mean? I ain't
Almost
gonna hold
had
you, but I ain't gonna lie. I have been getting my energy back up with this Clips album. I know you already covered it, but I'm late as hell. I was sitting here listening to Beyonce for 2 weeks because I was going to the concert. Man, let me tell you, that shit fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, Malice
I know
did his
Bray,
big
so
one.
Bray hate Pusha right now, but I know she gonna be like, get that nigga. I'm telling you, that album is good as a bitch.
Malice definitely did his big
Man,
one.
Malice did his big
I
one.
wanted to have a conversation though. I'm glad that you brought that up. You know,
Hmm.
I got the handy dandy bookmarks. So let me put this in here. I seen this early this week. Um, when they talked about bundles and selling
Okay.
albums, right? And so I just put a tweet in there in the jumbo, because they said the Clips had 57 thousand equivalent streams, and then they had like 56 in bundles, right? And so what people, and they
Mm-hmm.
did the same shit with Travis Scott, and where they, basically they were saying they're not necessarily selling albums like that, they're selling bundles. I put this tweet in the jumbo. It says dismissing album sales that come from DC2 bundles is misguided. A fan spending $30 plus on a vinyl, CD, hat, or a hoodie is more invested than someone who just streams.
I couldn't
The,
agree more.
yeah, the more and more I started thinking about that, I agreed.
Couldn't agree more. Now, I'm gonna say this. That's not the same as what Cardi ass doing. That ain't the same thing. Putting 6-year-old hits on an album, no,
Yeah, I
that's not
think,
the same thing. But if
well,
you got like when you got fans that want to lean into the pre-sale, when you got fans that want to get the vinyl and they want to get access to something earlier, we've seen Nicki do it. We've seen Drake do it with sexy songs for you, for us, whatever. We've seen Kendrick do it. That bundle shit is for the real fans. And if you've been a real fan, especially when you used to buy CDs in the store, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the same shit. Like I don't like this. Oh, streamers are the only thing. No, people that sit there and go and buy three. For example, right when we was up here, when y'all was doing the whole when the Barbs came through, right? And what's his name? Thursday was saying how he bought Nicki album 6 times.
yeah.
That's what real fans do. I don't know if y'all don't remember how the shit used to go. Niggas used to be in the fucking store buying 6 CDs of their fave. Like that's real fandom.
Yeah, and that's why I hold it in high regard. So I think like the trying to differentiate the value of a streamer versus people who are buying bundles and kind of downplaying the people who are spending money as opposed to listening to this motherfucker for free. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I think that it's a smart idea. I think selling one of anything, especially in this climate, is difficult to do. And so niggas selling,
Exactly.
56,000 of something, or Travis Scott, I forgot how much they said he sold, like 70,000.
56,000. And mind you, I'm not a Travis Scott fan. I don't know. Right. But selling 56,000 of a physical item, that's like that's real shit.
Yeah, I think that's more quality. I think that this narrative gotta die. Um, Especially when we talking about, just great bodies of work. When we go to the clips and the things that they did, the being proactive with the rollout and the aftercare as well. Gina Views and DJ Head, I forgot what their show is called, but they just put out an interview and where the clips is still working after the fact, right? I'm pretty
Right.
sure a video is coming. So like to
Hmm.
try to downplay that in any type of way because of the Stan Wars, I think is weird as hell.
Well, I mean,
I
I think it comes with the territory, right? But I think like, so for me, I feel like we've had these conversations about numbers, right? So when we talk about, I think, and then those conversations get conflated. Oh, y'all said numbers don't matter. Well, numbers don't matter when we talking about talent, great type shit, right? But numbers do matter when it comes to success. You get what I'm saying? Like that is a metric. You get what I'm saying? So if something
yeah.
get and even nowadays, let's be very for real. Anybody buying anything when everything is free is success. Simple.
Yes.
Very simple,
I know when
straightforward to
I
me.
when I look at my TuneCore and a nigga buy my music as opposed to streaming it, I definitely value the person who is actually buying the single or buying the album in totality. I think when I put out the song about J1, there was one woman that came and bought all of my songs, right? I think Breeze did it too. My one of my latest projects, he bought all of the songs, right? Instead of streaming it. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but when I look at that on the statement, that is much appreciated because you ain't getting paid off no goddamn streams unless you running it up like, to the levels that they are. But I would much rather a nigga purchasing it. And if I had something to sell, like a shirt or something like that, that would be more valuable to the artist's eyes, in my opinion, and
Hmm.
more valuable to the label.
Right.
And so like these weird narratives in the Stan Wars, I get it. right? But then I don't, because back in the day, niggas, like you said, went and bought an album, right,
Yeah,
from
for
the
sure.
store.
We
And no
went in
matter
the
how
store, we
many
sat on lines,
albums,
like it was a thing. Yeah.
yeah, no matter how many albums that was paid for, it still only counted as one.
Mm.
Right. And so with this streaming shit, you can, do this forever. There's streaming farms and shit like that. And so I get it, but then I don't. Kyra, what's the word? How you feeling?
I'm good. I just came up because, one, I'm so happy Jonay don't sound like, Rick anymore. That
You know, I'm
was,
sick of your ass, girl. Leave me
that was
alone.
scary. It's kind of scary. Didn't like that. But nah, but nah, yeah, I think the reason why the Clips are doing so great with this album is because they took it back to what we used to know. Like, we all are in our, 30s or whatever. So like you just said, like we used to go to the stores and we used to buy the posters with the, with the CD and everything like that. And also it's been 16, 15 years for them. Like this is a win. So when I see other stand cultures say, "Oh, this album is a flop," like, cause which I've been seeing people say, and it's like, no, it's not a flop. After like, you haven't heard from Malice. Well, he's been rapping, but you haven't heard from both of them at the same time in 16 years. That's not a flop. This is actually really good. And the album debuting at number 4 on Billboard, that's a really good accomplishment, seeing as if they had really good merch and their merch was going to be good because Pusha don't play that shit. They, the creative process of the vinyl itself, that vinyl is fire. Like it's a
Mhm.
pink, it's a pink vinyl. Like that shit is fire. Like I'm ordering mine this weekend. And just so much about everything that they're doing with them going on tour in a couple of weeks. It's a lot that goes into it. And it's just that some of these people are just lazy. And like Rashad said, a lot of these people just depend on streams instead of understanding, like, you don't get nothing off these streams. You really have to go out here and do the work. And these niggas are 47 and 51 years old and they're out here actually doing the work. Like you have to go out
Yeah.
there and do what you got to do to make,
But
to
but
go
I
ahead.
think
Sorry.
Kyra too. No, it's okay. You're fine. But I think the point that where people have pushback is a fair point, and the fair point is we say that now, but I wasn't always the person, but there were a lot of people, like let's say with a Travis Scott or with another artist, that they'll have bundles that we would start poking holes in. Oh, it's cool for them, but it wasn't cool then. You get what I'm saying? And then they say, oh, you didn't. Oh, those bundles weren't bought by fans. Those bundles were bought by the label, and then they were giving them away. And it's like, no, that's not really what that's for. Those are really for actual fans. And the reason, the reality is, right, which is why the title is just funny. We really think that music is now this. It's because it's digital and there's so much fan base narrative that everything is now bot related. Like, that's not really the case. There are some fans that do have, there's certain fan bases that will go out. Like, and it's been proven when you see the shows. You get what I'm saying? When you see, Nikki been in her shit recently, but that Pink Friday 2 tour was packed. Every city. You get what I'm saying? So whether or not people want to say, oh, well, Nikki did it, whatever, she had a full ass concert with Kendrick. People can say K-Bot all day, which is funny, it's par for the course because that was what was happening during the battle. But them motherfucking stadiums, even if it was him and SZA, them shits was packed. So it's like, with Travis Scott, they want to talk about his numbers or whatever, or, talk about his bundles. But when the nigga get a show, the show is packed. So it's like, we could talk about numbers and things like that all day, but when the fans want to hear the music, whether they're black or white, they still show up. So I feel
Yeah,
like
that's why
Yeah.
that's
that's
my
why I
thing.
was glad that Billboard brought the bundles back, right? When they tried to modify it. I'm glad they brought it back. And it goes back to Kanye when he was selling the stem player, right? Didn't the music come with the stem player or something like that? Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
Yeah, it
it
did.
was
Yeah.
Donda. Donda was on it, right?
yeah, there's a lot of artists out
Yeah, it
here
was
trying to
Donda, and then I
figure
think it
out.
was Vultures and Ye too, because Vultures, because Vultures was when he was like actually having that fight, and he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just make this website, and y'all can just buy it from here."
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
all artists would love to have a direct to consumer type of situation, right? It's just having the infrastructure, the fan base, and having the fans go outside what is the norm, right? Go outside of Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you use, and go to this website. There's a few of them for independent artists. My homeboy uses one. I forgot what it's called, but you can go straight to the website
TuneCore?
and buy it. Huh?
Is it
No, not
TuneCore?
no, TuneCore is what you use to it's like a middleman service and what you use to upload all your music onto the DSPs. But
Oh,
there's
okay.
another direct to consumer site for musicians, and where people can go to that site instead of going to Apple Music and Spotify, and then they can
Gotcha.
buy
Okay.
your product from there. And so I think direct to consumer is ideal if you ask every musician, right? And so to have that mindset and then
Yeah.
downplay it
But
when it's actually
and that's why
happening.
everybody put Nipsey where they put him, because remember he had that $100 shit that he was,
Yeah.
and niggas did it. It may not have been a whole bunch, but people bought it. So, there is validity to it. And I just think sometimes you do have some label shenanigans and shady business, but not always. It's not oh, if it's a bundle, that's the label trying to. No, sometimes this is just that we're getting back to how the shit used to be a little bit.
Yeah, because we so far removed that niggas forgot that you actually had to purchase music before.
Right.
Like now that we are in the streaming era, like
Mhm.
niggas actually
Cuz I'm going to
purchasing
be honest,
music ticket by
I'm going to be
ticket.
honest with you. Like for me, like anybody that knows me, right? And I know some of the artists that I love are conflicting, right? I love Kendrick. I love Nicki. I love Beyonce. Those are the three that anything they put out, I'm buying and streaming. So for me, I go on to actual like iTunes and actually buy their shit every time. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't do that no more. But it's like when I have a fave, I know like, and I even do it for J. Cole too. So I ain't gonna say not that, because I paid for the little shit that he did when he had the podcast. Like I go in and I'm streaming them and I'm downloading them bitches. Cause it's like, I want my fave to get my coin. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just is a part of when you really fuck with an artist, but the fan bases be so fickle that they think, I don't care. Well, I can love them. I'm just going to stream it. And that's why they bounce around so much. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't feel no investment because they ain't put no money into it. A lot of times you don't really feel as invested into your favorite if you're not buying a ticket. That's why I will buy to go see Beyonce. I'll buy to go see Kendrick. It was the timing. I couldn't see Nicki, but I bought to see J. Cole. I paid to go to Dreamville. Like when you're a real fan and you love somebody's artistry, that's when you feel connected the most, when you've invested your own money. And this like you said, direct to consumer shit is investing in the artist.
Yeah, and I wanted to give a shout out. Tyler, I forgot about Tyler. He bought all the songs too. Tyler also subscribed to the Patreon. Fist in the air for direct to consumer. We
That
need
was
it out
a
here.
nasty. Was that the
We need
that was
it.
that was your
Come
Patreon
on.
shout out? Salute
Yeah,
to Tyler, I
that
guess.
was gross, bro.
That was
Listen,
I
That
you
could
boy,
tell.
gotta
that boy
wake
That
gonna
up.
was
plug. That boy gonna plug.
nasty.
That was
That boy
gross.
gonna
Salute to
plug it.
you.
That was mad gross. But yeah, I think that we just got to get back to the old, like we got these young kids telling us how to get music and how to buy music when they don't know how to go get it, or they don't know how we had to go get it, I should say. Like cause music is now in our hands at all given times, like no matter what, like it's just there. So again, like Jonah just said, like when your fave is doing something, you're going to go out and support it regardless. Like that's what you're going to do. Like with me, yeah, I pay for I pay for the Renaissance tickets. I don't care.
Yep.
I pay for it,
And
and
then
when
twice.
and when Act 3 come out, guess what I'm gonna do? Pay for it again. When Kendrick drops something else, I'm gonna go pay for it again. When if the Clips already said that they're making another album, I'm gonna pay for it again. Like it's about the quality. Like the whole bot thing, I get where it's coming from, but people have to understand these record labels are going to do whatever it is they have to do to make sure that their artists are getting what they need to get, and they have to make the money back. If they're like, they have to make this money back. But I don't think a lot of these big time artists are using bots. I really don't. That's just me. Like it's more to fandom with big artists than just America. And I think that's a lot of times what people look at it as. It's like, no, like these people have fans in other countries on different continents. Like, y'all have to look at it that way. It's not just us listening to this music either.
I wanted to read this tweet by OTPG. He was talking about the bots. Sounds like we as in fans moving the goalposts. Do sales matter or not? There was a skit by RDC World, I think those boys, and where the dark skinned dude, he went and sat in the car, right? His homeboy was playing music and he was listening to the music and he was like, damn, this shit fire, like this one of the best songs I ever heard. And then he was like, how much he sell the first week? It was like 15,000. He's like, oh no, turn this shit off, this shit is trash, I don't want it. And I think like fans have that idea of they're placing quality of an album or a body of work based on how much it sells,
But
right?
that's not
Especially
real
the young
fandom, is
fans.
my point. That's not real
Yeah, I
fandom.
think like it's like especially the young folks. I don't understand the older folks having that mindset. I can kind of get it from the younger folks, but I think that as a fan, I guess if you get into like the Stan Wars, the fan wars, then sales matter. But I think that it shouldn't. I think sales should matter to the artist. Obviously, this is their craft, and to the label or whoever's investing. But when it comes to fans, I think that we should be focused on the quality of the project instead of waiting for what the sales are to then determine if it's good or not. Right. And I think that that
Right.
diminishes a lot of the artistry and where it becomes difficult. T-Pain was like, they asked, is he going to put out another album? And he said, I'm not going to put all this energy and effort into a project and then 3 hours after I put it out, people calling it trash. Right, just because they want to have this, oh well, he's old, or how much is he going to sell, or this is bullshit. Like the way that we digest music now is weird, in my opinion, and it shouldn't be. So to your question, OTBG, I don't think that it should matter to fans. I think we should be able to digest the music and have an appreciation for the quality in the art form, right, and just let it ride like that. Go ahead, Real.
Nah, I was just saying I agree with you. I agree that it should not matter about the sales, especially during the mixtape era before these niggas got rich. Like right now, these young kids, they don't get to see their favorite artists build their resume up with 3 mixtapes and then an album. They never seen their favorite rappers in a white tee. They don't remember this era because everybody rich now. So they put everything with money. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have money, you a broke ass nigga. You can't. It's like it's whack, nigga. Like when you know what I'm saying, it's like when Nicki first came out, she was just a feature mixtape, a feature artist on the mixtape. She got broke on Lil Wayne's Drought 3, the Can't Stop Won't Stop. A lot of artists got broke off mixtapes, so that really shouldn't matter. That's I think that's a new fan thing. Old fans, if you
It's not.
30
It's
plus,
not. It's not new. 50 did this a lot. 50 led with money. He led with money and BDS spins.
but he
And
was
nobody
nice
talks
though.
about.
But he was
Yeah,
nice though.
but that's where that generation got it from because he sold blank amount of records the first week, blank amount of records for the livelihood of the project. He got this many BDS spins and he bragged about that. Nobody even knew what BDS spins was until 50 Cent starts using that in his beef. He beefing with Cameron. He said, hey man, my worst song played 5 times more on the radio than your best song ever in your career. And now niggas is like, oh shit, BDS spins is crazy. You gotta check the sound scan. Like that shit happened way back when, and this is just the same thing in a different package with a different generation. It's not about the music quality to them, it's about the sales. The sales equate, hey, if your shit is good, people would buy it, people would listen to it, and you would get the spins. But that's not true because shit, I mean, we listened to fucking Chinky went 5 times platinum and that shit was buns, right?
In the
So
moment, I don't know if it was buns in the moment. Not gonna hold you.
I
It was
mean,
definitely buns.
it had a chokehold on a certain demographic, but it was really buns. I mean, we not going to the Holiday Inn.
Hold on, let's
That
get
shit was
KL in
fire
here.
though. That Holiday Inn was
KL,
hard
what?
for its time though.
Niggas
You tripping.
was
Listen, folks was breaking their neck doing the chicken wing or whatever it was called.
chicken head,
KL,
nigga.
what's the word? How you feeling?
Hey y'all, how's
Hey,
everybody?
Kay.
Hey girl. I just came up here to say I think a lot of times with the numbers problem, I guess, I think when it's the artist we love and the numbers are good, we celebrate it because you feel like as a fan the quality is there. But when it's an artist that we don't like and the fans bring up the numbers, if you feel like the quality isn't there, it's like them numbers bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like them bullshit ass, like we don't give a fuck about them numbers because that shit trash. That's kind of how it go. Like I feel like the numbers thing is kind of being conflated, but I feel like that's what we do as fans or when we're in deep in our standum bag. Maybe that will be more of like the
Right.
comparison. But yeah, people
I
like to
agree.
be
I
like,
agree, Kay.
yeah, people like to be like, oh, the numbers don't matter, but they matter when it's impressive because we feel like the quality is there because this is our fave. But when it's somebody we don't like, it's like, oh, we don't give a fuck about them numbers. That shit trash. So.
Yeah, like I do think when we have, because we all have our favorites and shit like that. So when it comes to debates and defending, your person, I think that the numbers conversation does hold a level of value, but it's just for that. I think that mindset has creeped into the quality of the music though, and like I said, I don't understand how, like, 30 plus could have that mindset, and we see that shit all the time, and where it's moving towards that, it's like, nigga, like, just listen to the motherfucking album. That's why, like, when the clip shit came out, like, I didn't want to hear nothing about no numbers. I wanted folks to be able to
Right.
just see
But
see
now
the quality in the
can I
shit.
be honest with you, Rashad? And I think what Kay said is valid, and that's true. Like, we've all done it, even if it is in jest or trying to throw digs, if there was like a moment of you being a big stan, but that is facts. When it's your fave, it's like, oh, he the GOAT, he the greatest because he got the numbers right. But I want to say this: if we really think back, if we're outside of people that maybe like fuck with Drake, because Drake is one of them ones that no matter what, he has had numbers to back up his career. You get what I'm saying? So he's kind of like the outlier for this particular statement I'm about to make. But a lot of our favorite albums, if you really, like, I was having a conversation, I was like, if you really think about it, some of them hits we thought were hits were more like cult classics, and they were not like chart selling, chart topping, super high up in terms of numerics. They weren't like that for some of the shit that we love, love, love. You get what I'm saying? Like, not no disrespect, because she is queen mother. But Beyonce don't be running around here with number one albums every time she dropped. That hasn't been the thing. She hasn't had this laundry list of top 10 hits that is like, but she's queen mother to us. You get what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't, we don't hinge ourselves on her Billboard hits, but she's still queen to us. But she ain't been number one
But and that's also
What?
because
every time she dropped.
What?
she looks at it's the fans that do it. You get what I'm saying? Like we
Right,
hype
right.
it, like we hype it up because we know the quality that we're gonna get from her.
Right.
Like
But
that's
I
why I
think
said,
it just highlights Kay's point is what I was
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. And
but when we really think about it, if we want to say numbers, 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 some of our, like, the people we put at the top of our list, we love them, but we got to be honest, like, the numbers don't support it all the time.
right,
Yeah, I learned that DMX never had a top 10 single.
yeah. Wait,
Just
hold
doing
on.
some.
He's had a number one album,
What?
and he
Yeah, he
had
had
Party
number one
Up.
No,
album,
because
I
but
thought
he
he had
never had a
Party
top
Up.
10 single.
Party Up should have been in the top 10.
Hey man, listen, look it
Was it
up.
was it top 10 Billboard
Yeah,
charts or
Billboard.
top 10
Yeah,
100?
Billboard.
Well, and
Yeah.
I just want to say this too. Like, I think we as fans, we just gotta start taking a step back and snap back into reality, touching grass, all the shit that people say, because ain't none of this shit going in your pockets, nigga. You don't, guess what? You still gotta go clock in. This ain't, like, this your favorite artist, but whether they sell 10,000 or 100,000, this money ain't coming to you. You can still enjoy the music regardless. So it's just like, it ain't that serious. It ain't.
Yeah, on the Billboard Hot 100, Party Up went 27. That was his peak.
Are you serious?
Right, but it probably was, but top one, top 10 in the
Yeah,
hip hop
in the
R&B chart.
R&B hip hop, yeah, but as far as the Billboard 100, he's never had a top 10
But
single.
remember,
Party Up is like
but
his
this is the thing,
Rest in
biggest
Rashad.
peace
But
to
album.
DMX.
but hold on. But this is another thing for us to understand, and this is why, again, context matters. In the early 2000s, we wasn't looking at Billboard 100 like that, because that was the pop charts at that time. Hip hop didn't run the Billboard 100 back then.
Yeah, I understand that. Tony, what's the word? How you feeling?
Good, good. I just wanted to say that, like, as black people, like, we got to understand, like, these, like, the only way you really going to get high up on these rankings or these lists are having white people listen to your music. So that's why I don't pay attention to these numbers, because it's like then you letting white people dictate the culture to a point. You letting white people tell you what's hot in the culture. And that's why I will never like sales or Billboard lists. Like those will never affect me or sway me about an artist in any type of way. Cause it's not black people making those decisions.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why, why you think Beyonce ain't like how she just said Beyonce, don't do those type of numbers. It's because, like a lot of white people don't listen to Beyonce like that overwhelmingly. You know what I mean? Like that's why if she
They
had
be at
if she
them
had a,
concerts.
huh?
I about to say they be at them
They be
concerts
at them
now.
concerts
Yeah,
though,
but and those are the
all the way
real
up to the
hardcore, and
rafters.
those are the real hardcore fans who
No,
Beyonce
no,
ain't
they
on their
don't,
playlist like that.
Tony.
What's that?
They don't, Tony. Tony, let me tell you, and I think Kay went to the show, Kyra went to the show. We could attest. Tony, we were in some of these shows standing next to people that wasn't singing not a
They
lyric.
only went to hear the old,
Depending on the
yep,
show
they
you
only
went
went
to,
to for the
they
old
went for
songs.
the like
Hold on, they only went for
Beyonce is
what? Hold
becoming
on,
an
hold on.
event.
I don't understand. They only went for
They
what?
only went to hear the old songs. Some of them, I went to the Renaissance tour and some people did not care for that album because they couldn't understand what she was trying to do. Well, not even trying, what she did do. Cause she pushed it so hard with Renaissance and it was just like, okay. And then with this Cowboy Carter album, it was the same thing. Like you had people recording themselves saying, oh, I don't know the words to these songs on Cowboy Carter. I just went to hear Say My Name
They
and
want to hear single
yeah, like that's what
ladies.
they want. Like, and you got single
hmm
ladies in your phone. Like,
Yeah,
what are we
like,
doing?
and that's like 10 years
Exactly. Like
ago.
you got single ladies in your phone.
And so they don't
They,
be some of our art, some of the major artists it becomes an event. You know what I'm saying? It's less about fans and it's like, oh, the Beyonce show, oh, this show, oh, that show. So then you go for the moment rather than the fandom, if that makes sense.
Or the latest album. You're going for the moment
The
rather than
latest
the
album.
latest out. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Exactly, Kay. Yes, that's better.
So when y'all went to the tour, y'all was waiting for like the latest album songs, or does she do like a compilation of all the
She
she
do
do
hits?
both. She
both.
do both.
She
Yeah,
does
Yeah.
all of
she
it.
does like
Yeah.
sections.
She
Yeah,
mixes
she
them
does like
in.
sections, like where, so for the Renaissance, she opened up with Dangerously in Love. She did all of her ballads first. And then it was Welcome to the Renaissance where everything was
Renaissance.
party songs. So that's why I tell people when you go to a Beyonce concert, you're going to a gigantic party. Cause that's what you're getting. Like you're getting her experience from what would you say, Johnny, 15 years ago to like till up until that latest album.
I would say whenever, so I've been to pretty much every Beyonce show since, Lemonade, when she had that concert. I've been to every one since, well, I went to On the Run tour too. So let me say On the Run, I've been going to the show since On the Run. What Beyonce does is she only goes about as far back as probably like 10 years. Cause Beyonce don't go super deep into no Destiny's Child bag at all. But she always gonna do Crazy in Love because that's her first hit, right? She's always going to do maybe a Jay-Z type song in case he comes out. But she merges in between her current album and just like some of the hits, maybe even some of the album cuts from some of her old albums. But that's how every artist do. Most artists do that. Just to keep all the entire fan base, engaged. But I'm just saying, my larger point was I remember sitting at a concert and they wasn't singing none of the songs. They were just there because it's a Beyonce show and they want the entertainment. Even when I went to see Usher, it was the same shit. Nobody knew no songs like that. It's just the entertainment.
Yeah, what's the last show? I forgot the last show that I've been to. My memory is trash. It must be the 40s. I'm not gonna
Have y'all
lie.
ever,
Well, you stop drinking that shit or what?
have y'all ever been to a Jay-Z concert?
Yeah, I've been to Watch the Throne.
Okay.
Most,
So,
most.
I went to the 444, tour, right? That was his last tour, I believe. So when I went, again, Jay-Z can put on a show by
Nah,
himself.
he did the Carter's tour.
Oh, okay. That after the four, okay. So
They did a Carter's
okay, I
tour.
remember that. Yeah. So after, like, during the 444 thing, right? He ran through all his hits, but the main focus was that album that came, like, the main focus was 444. So when he had like little time, he still had time left on his set. So what he did was he ran through his B-sides. And that's usually what most artists do. And I think that a lot of times that when people go to these shows and they only want to hear certain songs, it's like if you sit there for a while, they're going to do the songs. Like he did Big Pimpin'. He did the first verse, skipped all the way to Pimp C verse and had us, like he literally had the whole arena rap Pimp C's verse. So the people who didn't like, because there was some people sitting next to me who didn't like that album, they were only there to hear his old songs from 20 something years ago, which was stupid to me because 444 is a great album, but it's like, I get it. Like you're there for the experience. You're not there to hear exactly what he's putting out. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. I did want to just touch briefly. I don't want to make this part like a long drawn out segment because we did talk about it in length yesterday, but I did send the invite to Hotep. And Jonah, you was up here yesterday. The
Yeah,
police chief for Jacksonville, police department put out a statement about the video that we talked about yesterday and where the glass was broke and Buddy was beat up.
yeah.
Uh, Very, very nasty statement, not gonna lie.
Did you see the whole video, Rashad?
Did I see the whole video
You know, they put out like the whole thing, like all of the body cam footage. That's why I was asking.
of Cuz? No, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see
I
Yeah,
that.
will watch
maybe
that.
we should look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So, can you describe it for us, Kay? Because I
I
didn't
want
even
y'all to
look at, or
see it,
maybe
Jonah.
send a
I
link.
truly just want you to see it because
Okay.
the
Can you
reason
find it?
why I don't want to skew, because the thing is, if you watch it, what you take from it could be different from me. So I want both of you to, or everybody to watch it and just say if they feel the same or different. Because I ain't
Did you
knocking
see the
nobody.
link on Twitter?
Huh?
I think I saw it and I think it was
You saw
nasty.
the link on Twitter, friend?
Yeah, it was on Twitter. Hold on, let me see if I can get it back.
Okay.
How did you feel about it, Tony?
I felt like, I mean, like, obviously, like, the whole thing was BS because you told the man you're pulling him over because his lights are out, and nobody's lights are on. All the police are pulling up. Nobody has their lights on. There's cars driving by. Nobody has their lights on. So you're telling this man you're pulling him over because his headlights are out, which is just BS. And then you tell the man you're arresting him for resisting arrest. And it's like, what crime did I commit to actually be arrested if you're telling me that you're pulling me over because I don't have my lights on in increment weather? So it's like the whole
It's in the
thing from the
jumbo.
start was just BS.
Well, I want to add some context to it. Uh, so it's February 14th, 4 p.m. So it's
And this happened last year, right? Just
This
to make
year,
sure I'm
this year,
following
this
this
you.
year,
year,
Yeah.
this year.
4 p.m.
Oh, this year.
4
Okay, thank
p.m.
you.
in February. I don't think you need lights on depending on where you live at. It didn't look like you needed lights on, but he was refusing to give his insurance and registration over to the police. That's obstruction of justice. That's a charge.
No, he asked the cop what he was being pulled over for, and the cop told him because he didn't have his lights on, and then he closed his door and said, "Can I speak to your supervisor? Like, you're
Correct.
arresting me. You're telling me you're going to arrest me because I don't have my lights on. Let me speak to your supervisor."
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
that's
You're
not
right.
that's not really resisting arrest.
No,
That's not doing
no,
anything
no,
wrong.
no, 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 no. Refusing to give your license and registration to a police officer is obstruction. I got the charge. I can, I can. It's
Yeah,
not.
I think that
It's.
I don't
I don't think
necessarily.
it's right. I don't think it's right. But he refused to give it because he didn't agree with the reason why they pulled him over to begin with. The violation is when they broke the glass and punched him in the face. That's the violation. They yanked him out the car. It looked like he resisted a little bit on video. That's what they're going to lean on, that he resisted when they pulled him out the car and they tried to put him in cuffs. And then they punched him in the face some more and threw him on the ground. But they're leaning on, hey, this is just a standard stop, and the person that they stopped wasn't cooperating.
See, Rashad, watch the whole video.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. Thank you, Kay, because I probably was about to make a comment that was not within proper context of the full
That's what I'm
video.
saying. You could go either way. You
I
could go
don't.
either way with
Yeah,
it. I don't
I
know.
don't agree with
Yeah,
excessive
me either.
force. But I'm looking at this first whole
Hmm.
minute. That is obstruction of justice and resisting. Like you're doing. First off, you pop up. First off, let's be very clear. They pulled you over. The cop didn't even make it up to the door, and you popped open your door like that.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
That's
Dangerous.
dangerous.
Like
And
in
then
no
the
way am
cop
I
said, why
saying
the cop said, why did you open your door like that? He said the window's not working. So then there's a way to maybe crack the door open once the police is there and say, hey, my window's not working. Can I open my door? Like there's a way.
yeah, because
And then
what
he
they did
says
was
you're being pulled
crazy.
over because it's inclement weather. He says inclement weather, your lights are not on. He says it's not
That's
inclement
what I'm
weather. My
saying.
lights aren't on. And it
What
just
they
was
did
a
was
lot. And then
crazy,
he
but
slammed the
he's not in the
door.
clear either. That's just
Yeah.
and I don't
And,
want
and
to
he hit weed
sound
on him, so that's
crazy
not
for
going to help his
saying
case
that.
out any either.
I don't want to
You
sound crazy
know,
for saying that, but like I said, what they did was fucked up. I don't think it should have gotten to the levels that it got to, but it's just like when
mhm.
you watch the full thing, it's like there are some things that he could have also done differently. I'm just being honest.
Nah,
And
I
No?
ain't
he
jacking
told him no,
that.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
ain't
no, 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 no,
jacking
no,
that.
no, no, Rashad. The man said, show us, first off, any police, if you are pulled over and they ask you for your license and registration, you give it to them. The man said no and closed the door.
Yeah,
Like, can you hear Rashad? Are you trying to watch on the same phone
Or are
no,
or?
you
no,
watching the captions or
I
what?
watched it on double time.
Yo,
No, no, watch it on regular
I,
time
Rashad.
because you
I
missed
watched it
something.
on double
The
time.
man,
Yo, this
no,
nigga.
watch it on regular time, Rashad, because I'm just talking about that. Like, if a police asks you for your license and registration, no matter the stop, if you have nothing going on, he didn't say you're under arrest. Now you can say I'm under arrest for what? What is the charge? Like you can push back, but the man is being pushed back for being pulled over, and a officer said it's inclement weather and you don't have your lights on. Clearly, okay. Oh my God, it's barely even raining. He on some bullshit. Give him your, and you say no. The man says no and closes the door.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of not fighting on the side of the road. You're never going to win that fight. 9 times out of 10, 9.5, you're going to get your ass whooped.
I
But
get that
Just
part.
yeah,
go to court. Fight it in court.
I think that the statement.
That's what I feel, Scully. Like you definitely, if you got it on the body cam, I'm not saying that the unlawful or unreasonable pulling him over for something that's not real. I'm not saying that that's a thing, but you got your door wide open, talking something. It's not raining. My lights don't need to be on. Da 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 da. And he's saying it aggressively, and then the cop is like, "All right, license and registration." He says no and closes the door, slams the door.
Yeah,
Actually,
Now,
I still think that
nah,
there's a human element to what's going on.
100%, Rashad. I'm not,
Rashad,
and that's the thing.
please.
Saying
Look at
that
your
the
name.
thing
See,
is,
look,
saying, but
calm
wait,
down.
because I feel her, and the reason why I feel her is because two
Rashad,
things
like
could
we
be
gotta
true. Two
stop.
things could be true. They went to crazy levels with him. It was disgusting.
They
They went to
did.
crazy
They
levels with
did.
him. But acknowledging that he could have done some things differently is okay to say. Like, I don't get
It's
why.
okay to say that, and you don't have
Yeah.
to absolve him of how he handled himself in a moment that didn't require
Yeah,
that.
it's not to say he
It didn't
deserved
Yeah,
what
require
they
that.
I
gave
First off,
him.
did
that
you see how that man kicked that almost kicked that door? It's like, yo, the cop said, "Why did you open your
So
door
did
like that?"
he? So he lied about his window not working because what I'm watching is his window is rolled down.
no, that's the
nah,
passenger
they,
seat.
yeah, the
Even
past,
Yeah.
then, if you all you had to say was, "I have to roll down my passenger seat window because my driver's seat window doesn't work." I'm pretty. That's all you. That's all.
Yes. Or you can crack open the
Yeah,
door
you don't
once they are
swing your
there.
door open.
That
Yeah,
man swing your door open
yeah,
like that as a cop is
you
walking
don't
up
do
on
that
you.
because like again, all he had to say was, "Sir," he could have rolled down his passenger window and said, "Can you come on this side because my driver's side window doesn't work." That's what he should have done.
Literally.
And
I
I'm with
think
everybody else too on this. Like what the cops did was like they went to super
And that ain't
extremes.
black and white.
Yeah.
That's just pure
Yeah.
games.
They went to extreme, but he also could have done something different. Yeah.
you breaking up, Jonay, or is it me?
Nah, she breaking up.
Okay, you breaking up, Jonay. Let Rail get in here real quick. Rail, what's the word? How you feeling? The Rail with his hand up. Yeah,
What's good? Shout out to the host. Thanks for hosting the space.
appreciate it, fam.
I really like. I seen this whole situation this morning, and how I feel about it is the force was not justified. The young man could open his door when it's parked, and the cops is coming to him. There's nothing saying that that's against procedure. First of all, there is no procedure on how to react when you're stopped by the cops. That's number one. Number two, he didn't do anything. He said, "Why are you stopping me?" The cop said, "You don't have your headlights on. It's the daytime." Cop said, "You don't have your seatbelt on." He don't need to have his seatbelt on while it's in park. And two, we have to remember that he have a right to remain silent. He does not have to cooperate with them. If they want to take that man down to the precinct, then they take him down to the precinct. But
Just
they
look
don't
in the
beat people
jumbo.
for that. And that's all I wanted to say about that.
I say look in the jumbo at that first bullet under number
Yeah.
one, maybe.
The
And
right to
Yeah,
then
remain silent.
you have to, like, when the cops pull you over,
You have
you
to
should not open
comply.
up your door. They literally tell you that.
thank you,
Don't open
Memphis.
up your door. You have to comply. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm with the people who say, so even when you do comply, you still get murdered. I'm with those people. Cause I'm not for the whole, oh, cops murdering you for no reason. I'm not with none of that. He did everything wrong. He did everything wrong in that. Again, like I said before, he could have said, hey, can you come on this side? My window doesn't work on this side. That's all he had to do.
But
Hold on, wait.
can
I don't
y'all
because
When
I
still
No,
don't
we
hear
want
you're
to
me
can hear
or
you.
black,
am
rehash.
I still
when
muffled?
you're
Hold on, wait, wait, wait.
black,
I
you
don't
have
want
to
to
go
No,
rehash
back.
and when
like
you're
the
black, you have to
action.
have more caution too.
Hold on one second,
But
one second, one
can
second.
I
I don't want to rehash the ins and outs because I think we did this for an extensive period of time. I just want to speak towards the statement that was given, and could there be a level like when we talked about building trust in the neighborhood, right? So whether he did what was wrong or not, like I said yesterday, these cops are professionals and this is your job, and a part of your job is de-escalation, right? And so I think that there could be a level of empathy and or understanding, not empathy, or yeah, empathy for as far as the after the effects with the police chief and whatnot. But in that moment, de-escalation, understanding, and then all he did was ask for a supervisor with his arms closed. Right? They pulled up on him,
that's not all he did.
but
We got to stop saying stuff like
but
that.
I mean, kicking
That's
like
not all he did,
to real's
Rashad.
point.
The man, but hold on a second. But what's being said, and that is the problem that we have, and that is why so if someone like me or Kiel are saying, hey, look at the details, then it's being framed like we are victim blaming when that's not it. What we're saying is the cops are at, first off, that's why I'm saying don't watch this video in double time. Watch it because the details do impact the response. Not by them, but by the police chief, right? Because the police asked him, sir, open the door or come out or we're going to break your window. He said it like 3 or 4 times. And he says, no, what did I do? No, what did I do? No, what did I do? By that time, there has already been several instructions given. So when we say all he did was, that's not all he did. He didn't just say, I'm asking for a supervisor. That's one thing he did. After he swung his door open, failed to do what they said, push back, close the door, didn't comply. Like, can we not say that all he did was one small thing just to paint the picture?
Yeah,
And this is not a representation of how people police our neighborhoods. Like, it is a part of it. This is an example of maybe a larger point, but this is where I'm not trying to be funny, but this be where the Carly Russell's examples are used in something that is a larger point, but it is the wrong point to make right now,
I
to
forgot
me.
about that young woman, nasty individual.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like, oh, this is why we should have black women. No, it's like, yeah, but there's a little bit more to it. And I'm not saying this man deserved to get punched in the face like that. That was
yeah, that
disrespectful.
was
That was
overboard. It was
excessive.
overboard.
That was
Yeah,
excessive. But at the same time, that man was, come
yeah,
on
There
you
was
now.
no
cannot,
probable cause. He was
Don't,
not
don't,
committing a
don't
crime.
don't make us say,
huh?
There was no probable
He
cause. He
swung
was
his,
not
I
committing a
I
he
crime.
hate
He
when
was
swung
y'all
not
his,
do
doing a
this.
crime to be
is this
stopped in the
rail
first
talking?
place.
I don't know which
Yes,
rail it is because
this
it's
is
two of y'all
real
on
without the
this
stage.
the
suit.
real with the hot top.
This is real
Okay.
without the suit.
Okay. He swung his door open. Like mad aggressively too. He swung. You cannot swing your door open like that, or open up. They will literally tell you, do not open up your door because they don't know what you have in your car. You cannot swing your door open. If
But
you
once you see
continue,
my hands are folded from the passenger side because the window was down, I think that gives a level of all right, cool. This nigga ain't crazy, right?
but
And
if you
so
start screaming,
We
but if
don't
you
know
start
that.
screaming and asking for my supervisor after I ask you for your license and registration, and your passenger window works, you supposed to give them that you supposed to give them that information. That's what you're supposed to do. Not start screaming, oh, I want your supervisor. For what? All I did was say was your lights weren't on. It didn't have to call. You don't need my supervisor for me pulling you over saying your lights weren't on.
True. So
That's
I
not
understand.
probable
I
cause.
understand all of that.
Lights
I
not
think
on. It's not
that
probable
even
cause.
still, one, like I said,
But y'all
de-escalation with the
talking about
police.
probable cause for a
It's a
traffic stop.
traffic
Y'all,
stop.
can y'all stop
Yeah.
saying stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's
that?
not
I don't
probable
You
like I
like
said.
cause.
I
probable
don't want
cause
to
has to do
argue
with
like the
charges. Why do y'all keep
details.
saying
You
stuff
can't
like
just
that?
stop people for no reason.
Hold on, real.
Yes, they
Yes, you
Hold on.
can. Yes,
can.
they
You can stop.
One,
can.
Yes,
you
they
can.
can. It's a traffic
Hold on. I don't
stop.
want to argue like the
He
details,
did
right? Because
not break any traffic.
we gonna get in the weeds. I don't want to argue the details, but I do think that there is a level as far as mending in the community, right? When folks see this, and then all skin folk ain't kin folk, right? I think that Buddy up there understanding, one, this is Jacksonville and we hear about all the rapping and all these young niggas. I do think that there's a level of community building and where there could be something as simple as adding levels of empathy into that instead of, you know what, it's his fault and I don't know who wrong, I don't know who right, I'm not going to judge the police. I think that statement was kind of just like, I don't give a fuck, I'm riding with the niggas, and I understand that because those are your employees. But still, I don't think that helps when it comes to community, because 9 times out of 10 folks is going to see that shit and just be like, oh, see, they done beat up another nigga, fuck these niggas. And so when we get into those
No, but the
situations,
problem is when we can't have a dual conversation. That's the problem. We can't have the dual conversation is why people feel this way. It's because we can't say, yeah, they shouldn't have did that and this. Because right now, when people are saying and this, we're saying, well, there's no probable cause. It's like, what? But this is I'm confused.
go ahead, Memphis, how
It's
you feeling
called
today?
racial profiling.
Hey, good morning, good people. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off. Comply all the way and you fight the probable cause in court. You are never going to be able to fight that argument in the middle of a traffic stop. That's not how that works. That's not how it's going to happen. They're going to do and press whatever issue they're pressing, and you get through it and you fight that in court, baby. I really, really need y'all to do better about the way y'all view the law and how we should work in it. And I do think this is a dual conversation. And if we can't have it, it ain't worth having.
I'm glad you mentioned court because first of all, you need to have all that on the record that you was asking to speak to the supervisor and you already knew your rights prior to being stopped. So when you do go to court and you bring all of that up, it makes them even look worse.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there is a level of what CJ said, and hearing a lot of excuses for the police being made tells me a lot of people don't know or understand their rights. I do think that there is a level of understanding your rights. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I know what the fuck that actually means, because I get pulled over, I'm a comply. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get my ass whooped. But I do think that some people like a mushy, right, when he expressed yesterday how he would handle this situation. There are people out here who are going to give pushback, and I don't necessarily think that pushback should end up with a foot in your ass, right? I think in the police report they said that he reached for a knife, right? And so that is coming out. Benjamin Crump, stumbling, mumbling ass. He always got it to
Not
come
too
into
much.
figure
Not too
figure out a way to
much.
get into these type of cases. I do not like that nigga, but he did put that out, and so I think that when we're looking at these events in its totality, I didn't see a knife in the whole video, right? And so it is a level of cover up, right, that we already see. And then this video, this happened in February and it's not coming out until July, damn near August. And there's lies in the report. And then you got the chief up there and he don't give a fuck. He talking with no empathy and I don't care. I think there's a lot of things going on that side that we could look at, as opposed to he kicked the door open, he didn't give his ID, and he asked for a supervisor, right? And so I think that we can have a dual conversation, but we got to put the blame largely on who we need to be blaming, and I think it's them. That's all I'm saying.
Let me say this, because people, I mean, saying, oh, people don't know their rights. If the police can pull you, if you have to, when they turn them up lights on and you got to pull over, then that just tells you, right, like you're gonna have to pull over. So pulling over and then saying you're not gonna comply, or just do the basic bare minimum things like handing your license and registration. Like Memphis said, you fight the battle on the back end. But if they have the right to pull you over, this is a government official. We know how some of these things have happened. Like, what would be the point? Like, I feel like we don't choose our battles wisely when it comes to these sort of things. Like it just feels that way. Like I'm not trying to be an apologist for the police. Them niggas was out of line. I don't like what they did. I want to make that very clear. But the mere fact that they're able to turn on that blue light and pull you over tells you that they got some sort of authority. And I just don't get why the people aren't getting that. Like I'm lost. I'm lost.
I understand that. Go ahead, Scully.
I do think that this is a slight abuse of authority on the police's behalf, but that abuse of authority came after the broken window.
Exactly.
It came after the broken window when they broke the window and they punched my man in the face for good measure and then pulled him out the car. Like that's when the abuse of authority started. Cause you punched him in the face cause you was frustrated with the stop. He frustrated you with the stop and you couldn't get that out any other way but punching him in the face. And when they do the review, they're going to say, oh, he was trying to punch and get the rest of the glass out and he accidentally punched him in the face. Like, he punched him in the face. They yanked him out of the car. He had his hands out like he praying. He had his hands out and they pulled him out of the car, but then he jerked and moved a little bit. They tried to put cuffs on him. He's like, well, hold on. Now he wants to talk. That's where you fucked up. You wasn't trying to talk when you was in the car. We was trying to get your registration from you. So now to them, they're resisting. They don't know if you got a weapon on you. Like, if you ask the cops, and I want y'all to know I'm not flying that blue flag bullshit, but if you ask the cops, they'll tell you a car stop is the most dangerous part of their day. Cause they don't know what you got going on in that car. That's why my parents told me when you get pulled over, you roll all the windows down. I don't care if you got tinted windows or not. You roll all the windows down and you keep your hands up where they can see him and don't make any sudden movements. When they yanked him out the car, what'd he do? He's jerking, he's resisting. No, you're not gonna put cuffs on me. So yeah, they put hands and feet on you. Was that a little extra? Hell yeah, but they don't know what you got on you. And like I said earlier, having that weed on you hurts your
Stay
case
off
a
the
whole lot.
weed.
It hurts your
Now the
case a
weed, but
whole
wait,
lot.
hold on now. Now the weed that ain't got shit to do with nothing.
Come
Hold
on,
up.
Well,
man. You got your
well,
eyes
no,
on
cause
Hold
one.
up.
no, I'm saying
Shit.
Scully.
they're going to use the weed. They're going to use the weed to say that this is why he was
But
resisting. This is why he
yeah,
was
see.
acting the way he was
Now I gotta
acting
hop
because
off.
he had weed on him.
Yeah,
Hold on,
but now
wait.
he
Hold on,
right though.
wait, wait. What?
The weed is how they do everything else
Don't matter
because
if he had coke
that's
on him.
that's the point of the pullover. You know, like the point of the pullover ain't to write you a ticket for not having your lights on. They probably wouldn't even have wrote him the ticket. The point of the pullover is so that I can pull you over, get you out the car, go rummage through your car, and hopefully I find some drugs. Like that. That is the point of the pullover. The point of the pullover ain't to write the black man the ticket for his lights being out. It's hopefully we find something.
But
Hopefully we find the
less than
guns
an
and the
ounce is a
drugs.
ticket.
So it's
Less
like,
than an
so it's
ounce
like,
is a
so
ticket.
it's like y'all
So,
gotta understand, like I'm like what Rashad said. I get pulled over, I comply with the cops, but I understand that I'm basically being fucking raped on the side of the road. Because they are violating
Hold
my
on.
rights.
You
They
doing
are
what
doing
now?
shit that they're not supposed to be doing.
Hey,
No, when
man,
they
you heard
pull
that,
you out of
man.
the car, when
Oh.
I haven't committed a crime and they pull me out of my car and they be searching my car, because that's what these cops do. That's what they do to somebody like me, because they're looking for something. I'm not breaking no laws. I don't ride around with guns. The drugs that I have on me are legal. I'm not doing anything illegal, but they're gonna tell me, oh, you didn't have your blinker on, and that's why they pull you over. But the real reason to pull you over is so that they can actually search your car. They want to rummage through your car and like I said, violate your laws and your rights. That's what these cops do,
So
and
let
that
me
was the
ask you
point of that
something,
pullover.
real.
And
Let me
black
ask
men
you
are
something, Mr.
tired
Hold
of
on,
Real.
one second, cause let me get these pay some bills real quick. Hey, I appreciate y'all here. Another space, things of that nature. Fist in the air. Listen, all bots are welcome. I would appreciate folks in the Anons come out, man. They got some nasty allegations on me. So just come out and show your face. Make sure that you're a real person. Repost the space, repost the space, repost the space. Follow the host, follow the folks up here saying some good shit to you, man. Another conversation. I swear we about to pivot off this. But yeah, the Patreon is in the jumbo free tier, $5 tier. Whatever tier you decide to subscribe, I definitely would appreciate it. Come up here if you want to contribute to the conversation. I definitely appreciate that as well. Let's get Kay, and then we gotta pivot off this one.
Well, before I ask that, when are we gonna address the nasty allegations against you? Because I'm ready to.
Disgusting
Oh, okay.
allegations, but those
Hey,
young men,
Rashad.
those young men, it's like an
Rashad.
episode of Love and Hip Hop. They need a storyline.
Oh
I'm
my God.
okay with that.
Rashad, after Kay let me go, I'll close it
No,
out.
you can go ahead. Go ahead.
I just really quickly wanted to implore everyone to pay attention to your local elections where your councilmen and things will be passing ordinance as it relates to policing and what they can and cannot do due to the Tyree Nichols case. I know we passed a couple of ordinance about pretextual stops and what police can and can't do when it comes to pulling people over. So I would implore people to pay attention to those things so you know what's going on in your city and state. And we could pivot off of that now.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate that,
from New
Memphis.
York. I'm from New York. And when they ended stop and frisk, cops were still stopping and frisking. It didn't matter what the legislature said. Didn't matter what the Congress people said, or nothing.
And I've been getting stopped and frisked my whole life since before I was a teenager. I've been getting stopped and frisked walking down the street when I was a kid. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's normal to people, you know? So, like, we don't have a big blowback when we see a black man, executing his rights, just using what we see as his rights. Cause we see other people doing that. And it's, you know, uh, I don't know. I don't even know the word. We see other people able to do it. Is basically what I'm saying. And so when we see a black man doing it, because I don't do it, but when I see somebody doing it, a black man doing it, I don't knock him. Go ahead, word to me. Because if you don't, they're gonna do whatever you allow them to do.
Appreciate that, fellas. I wanted to pivot to another conversation, man. I was perusing the timeline as I usually do, timeline peruser, and I seen a video. It's a nice black couple. They have a nice house, looks like pretty quiet neighborhood. These guys pull up, contractors, to do some work for them. They pull up with a fat ass Confederate flag on the back of their trunk, uh, biggest flag I've ever seen. And the wife comes outside and she says, I know that you guys have driven a long way, but we no longer need your services because of this Confederate flag. And he said, I would take the flag down. And she said, no, I don't want you to stop believing what you believe. We just don't need your services. Have y'all ever been in a situation like that? And would y'all do the same?
I live in the South, nigga. That's a crazy question.
Contractors
Yo,
pulling up to
Rashad
your
lives in
house with,
Georgia. Like, really? Come on,
Yeah,
stop,
right.
stop,
ain't no
stop,
nigga
stop.
ever pulled up to my
Yeah.
house with no
But you've
fat
seen
ass
Confederate
Confederate
flags
flag.
bigger.
Right. And
Biggest flag I ever seen in my life. That was
I
unreal.
live in the
This nigga
Midwest.
drives down the street. Where is what is that? Department of Transportation? Where is
Listen,
DOT?
I live in the
This is
mid. I live in
obstruction.
the Midwest, and all they do, and I live in the suburban part of the Midwest. All they do is have Trump flags and Confederate flags just flying around. It's normal shit. Like, I mean, it shouldn't be normalized, but it's just normal shit to us. But yeah, if I'm that homeowner, she did the right thing. I don't want your service. Believe in what you believe in, but get off my property. Like, it's okay. Sorry for wasting your time, but we're not gonna do this. That's
yeah,
literally
when
it.
we see them down here, honey, the car usually dirty and
Mm-hmm.
old and, you
This
know,
Yeah.
did look like a
look
beater in
like
this
it's about
video.
to
I'm
They
not
flip
gonna
or
lie.
they
something.
literally have like the little Trump stickers on the back of their window with him giving you the finger. Like, it's
Child,
weird.
they,
Like, they're just
they
weird
look like
people.
they look like they live out their cars,
Mm-hmm.
you know. We see it,
They
child.
don't take baths and shit. Like,
the,
it's
Confed-
At
the
weird.
all.
Confederacy had a 4-year run. Like, when I see them people wear them flags and put them flags on their bumper stickers, I just laugh. Like, you riding for a gang that only could last 4 years, bro. You gotta find a better gang to run with. Jordan had a longer run than the Confederacy.
Yeah, I bet you think George the GOAT. Nasty individual.
Absolutely not.
But from what I see, I didn't. I don't know. I think that was very interesting that she refused the service. I get standing in what you believe. I don't necessarily know if I would do that though. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's not that it's not that big of a deal to me in that instance, in where somebody pulls up. Now, the flag was big, right? But I don't think that I would necessarily be like, nah, I mean, go ahead about your business. So I thought that was very interesting. Y'all saying that y'all would refuse the service and find another contractor, that just seems like a lot of work.
You seen Shorty that went out on a vacation and they got the big 13-bedroom Airbnb and they're there on the first day and they cancel within 30 minutes of being there And the reason why they canceled is because they're taking pictures and video of the backyard, and by the fence, it was a Trump sign.
Mm-hmm.
And they canceled that motherfucker right away. And the Airbnb host went to TikTok and was just like, well, I don't know why they canceled. This is a very nice Airbnb
And
establishment.
people in the comments was like, read the room.
You
Like, I
got, you
wouldn't stay
gotta,
there in there either. You have a big Trump flag. Just,
listen,
just chilling.
my grandparents told me don't talk about religion, don't talk about money, don't talk about politics in public places because you never know how other people was going to receive it. You got to live by that. Like if you got a Trump flag or a Trump sign on your fence and that house is a business house, you got to understand some people that feel the opposite way ain't going to want to do business with you following. It's not like you selling drugs. Like if my plug had a Trump sign on his bumper sticker, I'd probably have to find a new plug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think from the business owner's perspective, the contractor and that Airbnb, I think that's dumb as hell. Right? Keep your personal beliefs away from how you making your money. Don't shit where you eat. Right? But for me, even with the Airbnb, if I seen a Trump flag or something, I'd just be like, look at this motherfucker. And it just go on about my weekend. I don't necessarily think that I would cancel. Real, how you feeling about it? Real, what's the word? Lord
All right,
Jesus.
man. I'm
We
here.
go through this
Hey,
every
look,
time.
two
Yo,
things. What up, everybody?
Go ahead,
yo, I feel like
BB.
Jo-
Hold on, wait. Go ahead,
Jordan,
BB.
Jordan the
Hey,
GOAT.
BB.
First off, that's first and foremost.
DB gonna throw us off
So
every time.
I don't know what the fuck y'all was spewing. I had to come up for that one. Number two, uh, the flag shit is hell, man. I done seen some shit, especially in that South.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I don't know.
What are you talking
That's
about, DB?
Jesus Christ.
I lost
What? Okay,
I lost my point with
yo,
with the girl telling the business
thank you,
away,
BB.
My boy,
but
my
You
boy
so, you
hold
smoked,
so
on. Go
my
ahead,
boy
wonderful.
smoked
real.
the joint.
man, listen, man.
Thank you, BB.
Yeah, he hot.
He
He
high as
I'm
definitely
just
hell.
smoked.
saying, hey,
We
that
appreciate
Jordan
that
story really
Riverton
threw me
tape.
off. But
Thank you.
yeah, you gonna do what you gonna do with your own business. So yeah, I ain't tripping.
Go ahead, real.
Man,
Thank you,
she was
BB.
right. Why the fuck would I let a nigga with a big ass flag like that come to my crib and in my house? Is you crazy? Man, you gotta take your stupid ass out of here. Bye. I'm not letting you in my crib looking like that. Is you, man, you out of pocket. And you gonna come up here with this big nut ass flag in my yard. I'm black, you white. You gonna pull up like that? The caucasity. Man, don't ever come back here, man.
You
Mm-hmm.
Don't
said the
show up on my property no
caucasity?
more. And listen,
Never
man,
heard
Mm-hmm.
that.
especially me personally. Hey,
The
listen, man.
caucasity.
I got 4 daughters. Please do not come up here with none of that bullshit. I believe in everything Malcolm believed in, Khalid Muhammad. I'm with all that shit. So you pulling up like that,
Mm-hmm.
man, I feel you standing on your business. I'm standing on mine. I don't want you to change your flag. I don't want to change what you believe in. Just leave. If I have to tell you to leave one more time, it's going to be me and my buddy right next to me. And I'm licensed to carry my buddy. So please don't
Come
do
on now.
this. That's how I feel.
Is is that not what we don't like when it comes to us? We just had a situation where we talked about the video and Tony said that he was being profiled because he was black. Is that not necessarily the same thing in reverse?
It is. It exactly
Rashad,
is.
no,
But
prejudice is
hold on.
judging before
Hello.
the
Hold on, wait,
fact.
Hello.
one second. Hold on,
Hello.
let Memphis go real
Jesus
quick.
Christ. Yes, that is exactly what it is. And I appreciate that we are now comfortable enough to do so. Like, oh well, we are giving people back what they have given to us.
Yes,
And it may not be comfortable to them, but who gives a darn? Back at home, we got this club, and they got one of them hanging in their ceiling. And about for the last 5 years, they let black folks finally come in there and party. And then last year, they decided they didn't want them in there no more, and they stopped letting them in there. And I said, why were y'all partying in there with that flag up there? And everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. But they did you how they was going to do you anyway. So give them back what they give. They will be okay about it.
Go ahead,
yes.
real.
Rashad, prejudice is prejudging, right? Judging before the fact. I'm judging you after the fact, nigga. This is post judgment. I see what you're capable of. Why the fuck would I let you around me? This is retarded. This is not prejudice. I'm judging you after the fact. All right. So now this is just me observing. I'm observing and I seen you made your play. This is like checkers. You made your move. Now it's time for me to make mine. I'm not turning the other cheek and you're not separating us. We already seen that in the 60s. We turned the other cheek. We sat in, we did the sit-ins and all that. I'm not forcing myself to be around you, but I'm not going to let you separate me from my peoples either because we see what happens when you have to choose between one or the other, between Malcolm or Martin or a situation. It's a divide and conquer tactic. No, no, no. You're not bringing me on your side, and I'm not letting you come in my space either. So it's just we just agree to. I believe in separatism, right? Not segregation. I agree that you stay over there, I stay over here, but I don't want to have to hold you back or you hold me back from nothing. We just agree to do our own shit.
Let me read what J.R. Spliff said. He said, I'm assuming that he was talking about my comment. He said, "What? That's nowhere near the same. You can hide your politics. You can't hide your blackness. Your politics ain't got nothing to do with is you gonna fix my goddamn gutters though. That's what I'm necessarily getting to. I don't.
That's not necessarily true, Rashad, because he will sabotage you because you're black. I will sabotage you. They do this all the time. They'll come in and undermine you. Yes, I will. You're looking at it like he has to be honorable because of whatever his decision is or his race. They don't give a damn. You don't believe in what I believe in. I will sabotage you, sir. It happened to Marcus Garvey. It happens all the time. I will send an informant and find out information and act like I'm going to do something for you and then sabotage you. Yes, I will. For sure.
Yeah, that is possible. I think that a contractor doing you a service, like, because how you feel is how you feel, right? If inherently they feel that strongly about it to the point in where they're going to put their name and their business on the line to sabotage you because you are black, right? Whether they are waving a flag or not, that's what they're going to be on. That's what I'm saying. So you seeing the flag, if they feel strongly about that now and I pull up to a nigga house, I'm going to fuck his shit up no matter what. So I don't necessarily think that, okay, just them waving a flag is going to be any more incentive for them to do something that's already inherently in their heart. So that's why I just like, I don't.
Yeah, and I don't know what's in your heart today. I don't know if you want to do your job right or you want to do your job wrong. And I'm going to tell you to go ahead about your business so we ain't got to figure it out.
Yep, because you're not gonna sit up here and do something wrong, and then when it's time for you to fix it, you want to start spewing all of this racist ass hate towards me because you fucked something up or you fucked it up on purpose. No, just go ahead. I'll find somebody else to do it. Like, I spent money on you, I can spend money on a different one. It's okay. Like, and for him to say he would take the flag down, you knew the flag was a problem.
Yeah, when you pull up to black folks' house and she was very respectful in how she handled
She
it.
was. She was.
But I do think that obviously, like I said, the business owner should keep their politics or their, ideologies outside of their business. So I do think that whatever came to him, right? Because everybody ain't fucking with that shit. But I also think that judging ahead of time in this type of situation, I don't necessarily think that is applicable when it comes to just providing a service. I don't think a lot of folks will want to, fuck up their money. I don't think this is a Marcus Garvey situation and where I'm sending folks to infiltrate. Like, nigga, is you gonna fix this toilet or what? Right. And so I
Right.
think that in that situation, especially if we just come off a topic and where we're seeing, maybe a level of profiling. Tony talked about profiling and what happens to him. And we are saying how we don't like it and how it is something that, we wish that we didn't have to deal with. I think being the change that you want is important as well. Right. And so on
We
one
are
hand, it's cool. And
hypocrites.
then on one hand, it's not. And we having this same conversation 10 minutes apart. I think it's like where we at?
Is it really
We
profiling if those people have, cause like black people have never just come out and made an outright stance saying we hate white people or we hate cops, but those other organizations like the Confederacy or the Nazis, like they let you know they hate a certain group of people, a certain demographic of people that aren't them. And they do everything in their power to bring those other groups down and bring their group up. I think that's a little bit different than profiling. It's safety. Hey, I'm not going to let you work on the electricity in my crib because you got a Nazi tattoo on you, bro. And I can't trust if you're going to come and do the job correctly. If you're going to come in my house and get the layout of the land and come back and rob me or do some harm to me and my family because you don't like black people. Like if you don't like black people, the Nazi shouldn't want to work at my house as soon as he pull up. If you don't like black people because you part of the Confederacy, you should see me and not want to do the work. You should see me and say my money isn't even worth it because I have a belief in a cause that's stronger than the dollar bill that you're going to give me for my services.
Yeah, I think but you're kind of like speaking to my point because, you know, getting contractors and shit like that for work on your house, there is a level of conversation, a correspondence, back and forth. And so them agreeing on a job and a price, I'm pretty sure I listened to the lady. She sounds like a black woman, right? And so even with that agreeing, that's why I necessarily said it's not in them as, in my opinion, I don't know, like maybe call me naive, that, you know, something, we gonna get to this place and sabotage, we gonna drive all the way over. She said in the video, I know that you guys drove a far way. Like we not gonna get over here and drive a far way in the neighborhood that we don't live in and do something crazy to, like, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
But
but
he knew,
Rashad, you're thinking about them individually, but what about his friends? Now he might get over there and do the job. He might do everything he's supposed to do. But let's say she got a nice TV, a nice backyard. I got this big flat. Hey boys, we got one.
but
That's a
see,
Hey
lot of,
y'all,
listen,
we
I
that's
got
a
one.
don't
lot of
think
what if. Listen,
that's a lot of what
I
ifs.
bought 3 TVs and I made sure that I kept the bitches, the boxes in the garage, and I put one out every 2 weeks for the trash because I didn't want niggas to know I
But
had
he
3 TVs.
knew,
Like
but
that's just
he,
like common sense and where you have to protect yourself, right, in your neighborhood. But I don't necessarily think that, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I might be naive. I don't think that it's like an intricate plot on that type of level. A nigga, because like I don't know what the Confederacy like in their ideology. I know that, you know, they fought against the Union in 2025. Do some people have racist outlook on why they agree with the Confederacy? Of course. Is that everybody? I don't know. Maybe y'all can educate me on that shit, but I don't think so. I think there's a lot of dumbasses who don't know either, but they flying the flag. I
but
think
that
that
flag also represents more than just that. Like, you have to understand who we have in office right now. That's another thing too. Like, the person that we have in office is making that Confederate flag be more than what it needs to be. Like, nobody should be flying that flag. They lost. The Confederacy lost. They lost. So I don't understand. Like, you're flying that flag like they won. You didn't win, but the guy that's in office is making that flag have more power than what it needs to be. Another thing I want people to point out in that video is too, the contractor literally said, "Oh, I can take the flag down." So you know the flag is a problem. If you're literally saying I can take the flag down, you know that the flag is a fucking problem. And when you pulled up and saw that black woman, I'm pretty, take that back. I'm pretty sure he knew that was a black family before he pulled up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's a
Like,
I think it's a
like,
white husband and a black wife.
it don't, but that's still a black woman. I don't care about that white. I don't care that she has a white husband. That's still a black woman. So that black woman probably was in fear for her. Like, okay, I'm in fear for my life. If when I see that flag by myself and I'm by
No, that's a
myself,
black man next to her, Scully.
oh, okay. So, so back to my original point then, that's two black people and you rolling up and you gonna say, oh, I can put this up. You shouldn't have had it out anyway. If you have a business, that flag should not be on your truck.
In the South, a lot of them will tell you it's heritage and not hate. They'll
It's
tell you
not
that
heritage.
no, they will
I
tell
know
you
they
it's
But that's
will.
what I'm
I
saying. There's a
know.
lot of
they'll tell
dumbasses
you it's
out
Yeah,
here
they say
heritage,
that
who
not
all
are
the
trying to
hate,
time.
pervert it as
because I
well.
had an ancestor that was a part of the Confederacy that passed away or whatever. Like that's a lot of their selling point to make to soften it up for you when you see it, when you go to their crib and they got the big ass flag hanging behind the TV. Like that's what a lot of them will tell you. And
Cause they
my
think a lot of people are
grandfather.
stupid. They think a lot of people are stupid and don't know what the Confederate, what that flag means. We
But
know
for
what it
some
means.
people, some of the white people, it's actually true though.
Yeah,
For
it
some
is
of these whites, it's
because
actually true. It's
they're
heritage and not
ignorant.
hate.
Yeah, and that, but that's ignorance. That's called ignorance, and you're being ignorant on purpose. They know what it means. It's not your heritage, because again, they lost.
Hold
They
on, wait.
lost that war.
Go ahead, Jonah. What's the word? How you feel about it?
Um, I mean, do you want how I feel or what I think is realistic?
Both.
How I feel is, listen, I don't like crackers in my house regularly. I wouldn't want no crack up in there. Okay, that's how I feel. But realistically, do y'all really think that y'all are, especially you, Rashad, you live in the South, you think you ain't gonna have no racists doing work for you? Like, I get that we don't like it being put in our face, but I promise you, you cannot vet someone's belief just because they like. Again, I'm also from the North, right? And growing up, they don't. I don't know how to say this other than how I want to say it. You don't know niggas is racist until they do racist shit. And so, do you think that every white person that you come across that didn't have a swastika don't mean that they didn't call you nigger when they went home? Like, you wouldn't be doing business with nobody if you knew how they really felt about you. So, I think some of that stuff, I love y'all, but some of this should be performative at best when we be talking about this because contractor or not, like niggas live their lives and they have their beliefs and they go home and they do business with people that they hate all day. That's why I saw the comments and I like what Doko said. It's like, I personally I wouldn't want it at all if I had my way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you are going to do it, and it's like, for example, where I'm from, it's a lot of like, Italians that do things, right? They may not be like Southern whites, was a lot of Italians. Them Italians don't like blacks, but guess what they do? When if you need an oil tank fixed in your basement, they gonna get that cash in the nigga home. You get what I'm saying? Like, and they're not gonna go in there and twist the knob and make it so your house will blow up because they hate blacks. No, they're going to do their job because some of them care more about their work than you. So I'm not making an excuse for racism and all that other shit, but it's like, do y'all really think that you're going to be able to vet every person's belief system and their hatred before they perform a job for you?
Yeah, that was kind of like what I was
No,
saying as
I
far
don't
as
think
like
anybody's trying to
you
vet
don't
Especially
know.
you.
in the South, you don't know. And
Yeah.
just because, like I said, that's where we have this weird misconception because they got a Confederate flag. That is the type, that's, that's the most racist. That's the elite racist because they got a Confederate flag on the back of
No,
their
that's
truck.
not, I don't think
There
that's
be
what we're
some
saying.
niggas with I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I'm not judging either. I'm not, if you don't want that shit in your house, that's up to
Yeah.
you. I just don't know if it's as simple as that.
I think she saw the flag, she was uncomfortable, and she decided to go with somebody else. And I think she's totally within her right to do so.
She is. Everybody is, but I just think also, yeah, I don't know. I've had experience. I'll just say that. Okay.
go Tony Dungy,
I
what's the
think, yeah.
word?
Yeah, I just wanted to say Janet is right, but it's like it's a different thing when you're gonna flaunt it in my face, because like as black people, like when we're contractors and we go in people's houses to do business, you know, we have to get on code, because I know I do. I'm a contractor. I walk in people's houses, just me and them. Sometimes it's just me and a white woman sometimes, and I'm talking to her. I don't go in there, as the person that I am. I get on code to deal with this lady. Sometimes it's an old person. And I mean, I get on code to deal with these people, so it's like we don't walking around with some flag that says, who I am. We don't get to do that, and we're not going to do that is the thing, so it's different for black people. We already know if we're in the business, how we are going to handle ourselves, so it's something totally different from black people and white people. A black man would never do anything close to what that white man just did, especially pulling up to some white people house. Never, ever would you see that. It's not going to happen.
Go ahead, Vicky. How you feeling today? What's the word?
Hey y'all, good morning and happy
Charlie
Tuesday.
Mama.
Happy Tuesday.
Hey, I
Hey,
just
Charlie's
want,
mama.
hey, Charlie asleep, so don't say her name too loud. She's so nosy, child. Listen, I just want y'all to know like how fucking confused the neighbors would be outside of my home, seeing that flag. They look like they live in a very nice neighborhood, right? So I do not believe that he thought he was going to a black couple's home. I don't. I think his ignorance, I think he just, his beliefs, he was going to flaunt them. It is what it is. And then when they opened the door, he was slapped with something serious. But imagine them just letting him do the work on their home with that large ass flag. Like your neighbor, like what the fuck is that? You can't let that stand. You gotta send them on their way. You gotta get them on out.
Yeah, I agree with her. Doing what she felt best. If she was uncomfortable, I definitely understand that. Her husband came out there in solidarity. Fits in the air for good husbands. We gotta wake it up. But yeah, I don't like the judging, right? As far as if they have a Confederate flag, then they might have other beliefs. They might do something to my house. They might have somebody pull up after the fact. Like all of those narratives is just like,
Rashad, they would do it to you if you showed up with a Black Lives Matter with a fist in the air on the back of your truck ready to do work. They would do it to you.
yeah, and so like I said, I think that the contractors are idiots for having the flag, right? I think you should keep that separate. But I also don't think that because they have that flag, that means that they're up to something nefarious, right? And so I wouldn't like to
Oh,
be
I agree with
judged,
that. Yeah.
right? And so I would want
That's
to
my larger
be
point,
the
Rashad.
change that I
Yeah.
want, even if, folks say it's stupid or it's, pie in the sky, but that's kind of how I live my life. And so and then on top of that, like, I ain't about to go through all this shit to get another contractor. Like, so for me, I wouldn't like cancel the job because this nigga got a flag. If they say take it
You would
down,
let him
yeah,
sit
fam,
out
take it
there with
down.
his flag?
Huh?
You would let him sit out there even though he rolled up with that flag.
No, he said, he was like, do you want me to take it down? Yeah, nigga, take it down. Go ahead and fix this goddamn gutter, nigga. Take the flag down, get your money, go ahead about your business. Like, that would
Oh,
be
I
my
don't think I
attitude.
would let him
Yeah,
work
but don't
showing
you?
up with that
But
flag.
that's why I'm saying, like, don't you think by him saying, "Do you want me to take it down?" You don't you like he knows how insensitive and how ignorant that is, right? Like he realizes it. So he shouldn't have had it in the first place because he runs a business. If you run a business, you can have it inside your store. I don't walked in plenty of stores where they had their Confederate flags hanging up. That's fine. But don't roll up to my house as a contractor with that flag and say, "Oh, do you want me to take it down?"
Yeah,
No, I
I
want you to
think
get off
that
my
he a fake ass
property.
gangster, right? I think
Yeah,
if you
for
check a nigga
sure.
in the street for what colors he
Well,
wearing, and then you say take that shit off, and he take it off, like, you a fraud,
but
right?
but
He
can
Yeah,
but
probably
can
that's
I
telling the
be
true.
truth, but
honest
Yeah.
he talking
though?
about.
But can I be honest though? Like can we keep it for real, real, real? When I lived in Charlotte, do you know how many niggas had Trump flags and Trump shit all over their stuff too? And would you do the same thing if it said Trump 2025? Like you get, I'm just
Like, you
saying,
go to
like,
the dentist,
how do you
and they got a Trump
navigate?
pin on.
And that's what I'm saying. What I'm pushing back on is not pushing back
No,
to
my
hell
dentist
no.
can't have Trump hanging in the
Yeah.
damn
I'm just
window.
This
The
okay,
nigga's
fuck?
okay,
You
crazy.
about to be
okay,
in
Oh,
my
crazy.
mouth?
okay.
No.
All right.
My dentist,
I'm
Hell
just
no.
Wait,
saying.
my
wait,
dentist is an
wait.
But your dentist,
Asian woman.
Kyra,
Nah,
your
he damn
dentist
sure
at
voted
her
for
house.
Trump.
If you now, Kyra, if
So
you went to
wait, I
your
got a
dentist's
question.
house,
No,
hold on one
Kyra.
second. Hold on one second. If you went to your dentist's house, though, Kyra, she might,
So,
and that be my thing.
so then
We
why would I
don't
go to my
like.
dentist's house?
No, what I'm telling you is you don't know people's beliefs just
But if
because
I
they
went
don't
to her
trace it in
house,
front of
that's her
your
house.
face.
She gets to do that
Yeah,
at
that's her
her
house, not
house.
her place
You
of
don't get to roll
business.
up on my, yeah,
Yeah, that's not her
business is
place of
different.
business. Yeah, that's not her
I
place of
don't think
Exactly.
it's
business.
I
anything
think,
malicious for real, but I don't think
yeah.
like it's not a good business decision. It's not good
Do you think
business
that
wise.
like you guys like know what a target market is, right?
What's the word, mastermind?
Hey, yo, what's up, Shaw? How you feeling, young? How you feeling, young gun?
All good. Another day. This nigga said, young gun, I'm older than you. What's the word?
I'm just saying, number one, I'm a black man, so I might pull up with my Trump 2025 hat. You know what I mean? Big blood, you know what I mean?
This guy.
But like
Oh my
also,
God.
Oh, he's trolling, right? He gotta be.
I mean, I don't got the hat. I ain't vote for the nigga, but like, if I was a voting type of nigga, I might have.
Mm.
Anyway, Um, but like, yeah, so someone said you don't know what people's beliefs are, but also like target audience, right? So a lot of times, number one, most people, black people do business with hate you anyway. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, and it's not no Trump shit. Like, y'all be at them Asian beauty salons, them South Korean, them motherfuckers hate your fucking guts. So like, I don't know why y'all be so sensitive when they show you that they hate you. Like, black people are so weird in the fact that like, it's okay that you fucking despise me. I'll give you my money as long as you don't tell me about it, right? And then y'all bitches be acting like, excuse my French, but niggas and bitches, y'all peoples be acting like y'all care about getting cheated on. You don't care about getting cheated on. Y'all
We
care about
get
getting
back to the
cars.
bitches and the cheating.
Now we back to
Nah,
the gender war.
nah, I'm
We
just saying,
turned
Come
the
no,
hate
niggas do the
That's
same
conversation
thing.
another part of the
into.
segment.
on. Stop
Nah,
Oh
oh,
man,
my
you
it.
bad, my
missed
bad,
that.
my
That was
bad, my bad,
yesterday.
Putting the cart
my
before the
bad, my bad.
horse.
That comment was that conversation
Nah,
was
but
yesterday.
mastermind, but
In
mastermind is
reality
hitting
though,
on kind of what I'm saying. I mean,
black
I
people
hate it
like
when
to
you
be
agree.
lied to.
Business
Janae,
hey,
you're,
listen,
you're
I ain't gonna
correct.
lie. If y'all think when y'all go to the goddamn hair world and y'all think old girl behind the counter like you, she don't.
She
Swear to
don't.
God.
Just
This is
buy that
why girls is
motherfucking
losing.
synthetic
Listen,
wig and get your ass
Rashad,
up
this
out of
is
here.
why niggas is losing their edges right now because they putting chemicals in the braiding hair.
Swear
Listen,
to
They don't
God.
love us.
go buy
That shit
that
makes you,
goddamn wig that look crazy as hell upside your head. Can't even put it on there.
bro.
You ain't
Yeah.
got it
That they
fitted.
be thinking, you know what, bro?
Yeah,
A
them
lot of,
Niggas
folks
I'm
don't
don't
gonna be
like
love
your
honest,
us.
ass.
bro. A lot of our black women be thinking they have depression and anxiety, don't even know some products they be putting on themselves.
It's that
They,
perm.
it's that
The perm
perm.
got you
You feel me? That
depressed?
relaxer.
Wait,
Duh, got
what?
You
cancer
feel
from the
me?
perm.
Got a bitch
Hold on,
thinking she
wait,
got
hold
anxiety. She
on, hold on.
bipolar and 6 personalities. Like, you
But
feel me?
I do that.
The
There
It's
is
the
a
chemicals
hookah
listen.
too,
seeped
You
into
do
Rashad.
your head
understand?
is crazy.
The
The hookah
Italians
too,
in the
Rashad.
community. Yeah, listen. Every time I see a Italian person, I just automatically think they don't like black folks. I'm not gonna lie. The food is good. I love some chicken parmesan.
Bro, that's crazy because Italians probably
Yeah,
fuck with us
but you
more
know,
than like
but
any
but you
other
know what they
community.
will do, Rashad? Is they will know these motherfucking niggas, and they'll say that and still fry up some nice chicken parm, nice and fresh. Cause you want to know why? Some people have business above politics. Some. You get what I'm saying? So
But
that's why I'm like, Kyra, I'm not pushing back on your point of you have every right. Get that. I'm telling you right now. My great
especially if you
grandmother
don't feel
was
safe, is
get
like
them.
electricity. Yeah, you don't
My
feel
great
safe.
grandmother did not fuck with no crackers. She was like, get, and especially when my uncle started bringing white women home,
Why?
she got to go outside.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
don't let her in my house. That's how my grandma was.
So she was not playing them games. So I get it. If you don't want it, you don't want it. I'm just saying, let's not think that those are the only ways that people show their hate. And a lot of times they have done a great job of covering it up, and you still do business and thinking that they smile in your face and that they like you. That's not how that works
Smile
But
in
I
your
think that
face.
I think the
Hold on,
thing
wait,
is
Max.
like
all the time.
we
Mastermind.
care
Hold on,
more.
wait
I'm
quick.
gonna be
Real quick,
honest.
Mastermind. Let's
Oh my
get
bad.
Tex in here real quick because he had his hand up for a while. Tex, what's the word? How you feeling?
You heard what that nigga said real quick too, Tex. Hurry up.
Tex Will, what's the word? What's my man name that he got in his Avi? Billy
See what I'm
D.
saying? And now that just took
That's
too long.
what's his
Billy
name?
D.
Billy D. Williams.
You know Tex Will, old school. He got Billy D. Williams as the Avi.
Yeah, that nigga took too long.
Yeah, go
But
ahead,
like, I'm gonna be
Mastermind.
honest. Something that we need to address, especially as a black community,
Don't
is
say
really
nothing about no
understand.
bitches, please,
No, no,
please.
no, 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 no. I wasn't. It's really addressing our predisposition to being so emotional, to emotionality, because we really do put how we feel over results, over actions, over finished product.
He sound like
So in
OJ.
reality, like even with amongst each other, right? Like not, and this is not a bitches or man thing, right? You won't fuck with somebody. So you might know the person with the best set of skills to do the job you need them to do, and you know they'll do it. They'll get it done and get it done right. But I don't really fuck with that nigga. I don't like that nigga, so I'm not doing business with him, right? And in reality, I'm gonna be honest. In my perception, from what I've seen, only black people do that. Only black people will be like somebody like you don't like or whatever, regardless of how good theirs. You would take somebody mediocre of a different race than the best black person you know to do, like, for example, you need an electrician, right? You'll take, if you got your uncle who you don't really fuck with, you don't like that nigga be talking shit to you, right? He done like, he was mean to you growing up, he bullied you a little bit. You're not gonna fuck with your uncle because of however he made you feel. Even though you know he's the best at what he does. You're gonna take a mediocre white person, and we the only ones who do that. They were
Hold
saying,
on, wait 1 second. Listen, we got Dub back in the A9s. Hey, man, stop with this weird shit, man. You don't have to come over here and do weird shit. Just crank your own space, dog. I promise you it's alright. Just go ahead and crank your own space, fam. We don't want to see no more screen recorded videos of the fuck shit, man. Listen, stop it. Stop it. It's a farce. It's a ruse. It's not me. Go ahead, Mastermind.
nah, you a fucking loser for sitting in the A9s talking shit like you fucking dick sucker, nigga. But, nah, yeah, like we're gonna hire the mediocre white man over your supreme, your master electrician uncle. And you know what? That's why in the black community, there was a time where our dollars used to stay in our community for a year. Now, you know how long a dollar stays in a black community? 6 hours. 6 hours. Like, damn, bitch. Like, you didn't even make it to the end of the workday before that motherfucker left us. You didn't even make it through a day of work. And that's really problematic because it's really based on how we feel and how we think we should feel and how we think people should make us feel. Like we really we put off our emotions on other people. We really think like niggas should make you feel good or people should make you feel a type of way or no. If we here to get this motherfucking money, I don't never trust my money with my feelings.
I don't never trust my money with my
So let
feelings. You
me ask
heard
you
me?
something, Mastermind. When Buddy come up to the house with the Confederate flag, you letting him do the work or you telling him get the fuck on?
Is he the best?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I think that
So
that's where
like,
I'm at. Honestly, that's where I'm at. If does Cuz do good work, right? I don't necessarily care. I'm of the
no, does
belief
Cuz
that
do
I'm
phenomenal work?
walking around and doing things throughout the day, and there's going to be somebody who doesn't like me or like what I stand for or my ideology, and trying to vet that out, like Jonay said, every single person to see if we are aligned politically or aligned when it comes to race relations. That's pretty. Hey man, that's pretty
Yeah,
difficult.
nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a black supremacist. You see my name, God, right? Elohim. You know what the Elohim is? I am him. I am him. I don't know if y'all noticed, right?
This
Matter of
nigga
fact,
mastermind as hell,
I'm about to
man.
put y'all on
Oh
to
hell no,
I'm about to
Jesus
put y'all
Christ!
on
All
this.
right,
So
y'all
hold
enjoy the
on,
rest of your
Hold on, what
hold
you
on.
day.
said? A
No,
Scorpio?
so, yo, Kyra, you sit your ass right there. Just stay on
Hold
mute.
on, did you
Now
say
hold
he's
on,
a
hold on. I'm
Don't
about
Scorpio?
to
you
put
leave me
y'all
up
on. I'm
here.
about to put
We
y'all
roll
on.
Get your
together.
ass out of here, Johnny, right
Hold
now.
on. Let me put y'all on to something.
Mastermind, we
L.
gotta get it. Listen, stay on topic.
All right, my bad. In reality, when it comes to those things, you have to do phenomenal work because just like when you go to the workplace, just like when your black ass doing some nigga shit, you have to be supreme. You have to be phenomenal. You have to be the best. So yeah, one of them fucking racist, you know what I mean, Cucamonga cracker killing motherfucker, they come over this motherfucker. You better be the absolute best. I can't replace you. You better be irreplaceable. Your work has to be irreplaceable, right? Then I don't give a fuck. But if you like a nigga and I could call somebody else, nah, I'm calling somebody else, bro. Suck my dick. You know what I mean? Get out my face. But like, if you're the best of the best, I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna like, yeah, but you better be the best of the fucking best.
Yeah, I would prefer quality work, and that's just me. Y'all know I don't even cut the grass. Listen, got a hell of a smoker at my house. That does good work for $35 front and back. I will definitely outsource work very quickly. Not getting out
What
there.
type of work you talking about? Grass?
Yeah.
Oh, so you talking about the people that you wanted Ice to pick up the other day?
No, he's American. Born and bred. He's a black
Mm.
brother. Fits in the air for a black brother that's just down
And
on
he
his
cutting
luck.
grass.
You know what I
Salute.
mean? I
That's what
feel
I'm
like I'm
saying.
helping the community. Um,
I think, listen, my biggest thing is, of course, if you could keep the money in your community, amen, right? But I also know that that is not always the case. There are some times when you have to do business with people that ain't your skin folk, and you cannot vet if they have the same or if they love you.
They
You know,
probably
I'm
hate
just
you.
that's they
I'm gonna
they
be honest.
probably
They
do,
probably
and
hate
you
you.
gonna exchange that cash with them just like anybody else. I'm just saying that yes, if it is a blatant disrespect to you and you think you about to roll up to my house with a Confederate flag, no, I get it, and that's why I don't want to push back too much on that woman's reaction because I think it was valid. However, please understand that if you think you see a random white man with a swastika tattoo from back when he was in jail 10 years ago, and you think he ain't gonna fill up that oil tank, you got another thing coming. Okay? Because then sometimes then people understand, hey, it is what it is, but we got to do business. Like, do we not know that that's how things work?
yeah, I think so.
Bartering don't mean you got to be blood and brothers. Like, we don't got to barter because we like each other.
And if we be real honest, not all skin folk either. So that don't
And
matter
we
for real,
seen
for real
that with the
anyway.
Jacksonville chief of police, nasty individual. Rasheen, what's the word? How
Oh
you
my
feeling?
God.
What up? What up? Hope y'all having a good day today.
Hello? Is that
Yeah,
Rasheen?
Yeah, look at Rasheen trying to be
yes.
all. Come on, Rasheen.
What am
You
I
just
doing?
woke up.
Yeah, I hate y'all
What
so
type of
much.
voice is this?
I'm being discreet because I'm at work. That's probably why it sounds so chill.
Oh, okay.
That's probably
Oh,
it.
okay. 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 Yeah.
Not at the park
Rashim over
today.
there
Okay.
squeezing the juice box is crazy. Squeezing the juice
Oh
box is
Lord,
wild.
Mastermind, you shut your hoped up ass up. All right. So hold on. So I had a question. So
I
for
will
what
beat
y'all
you up. Don't
saying.
let that
Hold
voice
on. Wait,
fool
wait, wait,
you.
wait, wait.
All right, let it, you can fool them. Don't let it fool you
Go
now.
ahead, Rasheen.
Oh Lord. No, I see what y'all saying, right? But look, at the end of the day, the flag expresses hate, right? So I see what y'all saying as far as, look, you can't vet everybody. I agree with your name. Look, I was raised in a white neighborhood, damn near, and, I feel like whatever they thought about me and my family, they were mad covert about it. And friendships, I lost friendships over politics and their side on certain things when Trump became in office, right? So that's a link back to what Kyra was saying. Trump is just kind of more emboldening people to do things like this, but at the end of the day, the flag expresses hate, right? So I hear what y'all saying, like, okay, is he the best? right? But if someone comes up to you and is like, oh, like, I hate you and I hate your people, but he's really good at like contractor work, right? Like you still gonna let him do the work, or he comes down and, like spits in my yard or something because you know it's
Come
black or
on,
whatever.
Rasheem. See now we
I'm
getting
just
into
saying,
the crazy. We get into the
I'm just
crazy
saying,
area.
but the flag is hate. That's what I'm saying. So it's like I see what y'all saying, but those are extremes because I see what you're saying. Yes, but but the point I'm trying to make is if you're still expressing hate, right? And yes, those are extreme. Him not being vocal about it, or him not saying it is kind of opposite side of the spectrum. I get that to a certain extent, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm open enough to say, but also trying to make a point is if he's still expressing hate, I don't need to have you win just because
Right.
he may do great work. You know what I'm saying? I just look. I want to go back to the days where I didn't have to get people weren't so overt about it. Be more covert, right? Because I don't know if it's racist or not, but don't flash in my face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So you like the devils you can't see.
You
Okay.
want to be blindsided by the devil.
You want to buy
Cause listen,
hello? Okay.
cause listen,
Uh,
I say this all the time. If
on
you're
a
white,
sneak attack by the enemy. Hello?
I
Okay.
no, cause I'm all like you're guilty. You're non guilty until you're proven that you are. So I agree to some extent that most are right because I don't put any type of low key white people that they're not. But hey man, if I call you to do a job, you don't got to be so overt about it. But
Listen,
that's
I'm
just
telling
me.
you one thing, you're racist till you're not. And it ain't vice versa.
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm saying.
racist
Yeah,
until you
I
prove
agree with
you
that.
ain't.
Yeah,
And which is
I
why
agree
for
with that.
me it's like that's why I see it this way a little bit. It's like I think they all racist until they not. I just think I mean listen, I'm in my bag of it's in their blood. I don't know. And I'm not saying that every person is terrible. I just think that they have more of a propensity to lean into their white privilege in this systemic issue that, is what it is. So I think they'll lean into their shit way easier than, oh, let me, cause ain't nobody ever given up no white privilege to give me no access. Let's be very clear. I don't care how much they buddy buddy with me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. They're all until they're not. I agree.
You are
But
till you
still,
ain't. But
just
still, you
get
make
that
a
shit out
good
of my
point,
face.
Rasheem. Rasheem.
Tex, you there? Something wrong with Tex. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Come back with us. When you want to talk, big dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I wanted to. I seen this video. We don't have to spend too much time on it. But I seen a video. I think Levita posted it. Or she quote tweeted it. A nigga, right? He pulled up and he basically dropped his son off on the porch. Gave him the iPad. I'm assuming that it's his mom's house. Gave him the iPad, went back to the car, and was about to pull off, right? Do I agree with him leaving his son on the porch? No. But when I viewed it, I said that I could understand a world in where he could feel like he wanted to do that. I got a couple DMs that said I was crazy, but I think that the co-parenting situation is
Rashad County boy
is
motherfucking
crazy,
solo.
but I can see a
Nah.
world
You
in where
see
a
the
nigga would want to
time
do
on
that.
that video?
Carlos is crazy.
Hey, listen, I can see
Do you see the time on that video?
what's the time? No, what's the time?
Go look at it right now
11
before you start.
p.m.
I let
11
you
p.m.
leaving your baby on the front porch at 11 o'clock at
Would
night.
I leave my kid on the porch? No, but I went through a
Nah.
situation, right? This is why I said that. I first moved up here.
I thought I was with you, Rashad.
Listen, I first moved up here, right? Got a job. I was working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And so I told my daughter's mom, my daughter was like 2 at that age. I said, hey man, I need you to get her Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll have her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right? Easy peasy. Her birthday comes up, right? Her birthday was like on a Wednesday, right? She was supposed to pick her up on Sunday. She said, nah, I ain't picking her up. This is my birthday week. And then I never heard from her again for the whole week. Right? And so if I was less of a nigga, I could see a world that I'd be like, bitch, you ain't about to play with me. Go ahead and get this girl because I got to go to work. I didn't do it. That was when I first started talking to my girl. So my girl, if y'all know about Atlanta, she drove from Stone Mountain to McDonough 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to come get my daughter. Solid individual. Fits in the air for my boo. But I could see like those type of situations happening. So like when the video came out, obviously the optics are ridiculous. It's 11 o'clock. You leaving your little baby out on the street, basically in front of his mama's house. But I could see,
Well, he didn't drive off though. Okay,
yeah,
hold on. I
he
almost
didn't
had to
drive off,
spaz.
but I could
Okay,
see
good.
like a nigga just be. I'm telling you, when I say I was hot. Like fam, like what are you doing? Come pick her. I gotta go to work. Like this shit don't make no sense. Your birthday on Wednesday is Sunday. Like what are we doing? So like I said, I could see a world in where a nigga with less emotional regulation would be like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go take this kid over here. She better open the door. Am I tripping?
Yes.
But I feel like the fact that it can happen and don't make it right. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
I
I
don't
feel
I
like you're
don't get
saying
what's
that you're
going on. See,
justifying.
and this
Yeah.
is another video without the proper context, like Rashad tried to do earlier. Because the woman said, you gotta be kidding me. He's first off, I'm looking at it. He's setting up the iPad for the son, right? You give the iPad to. It looked like he FaceTiming the mama. I don't know. I just saw a video. I don't know what's going on. He didn't drive off. If that man would have drove off, it'd have been a wrap for this man. But he didn't drive off. He sat in his car with the kid, and then the son with his badass uh went all the way down off the steps and tried to go to the car.
Yeah, he didn't drive off. So there
Didn't
was a
drive off. So there
level
was
of
like, I'm not
empathy.
gonna let my baby sit out there without somebody coming to grab him.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was two. I need to know more. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I said that because I was trying to figure
Because
out how
this
to
this could have been a
word it.
woman that said, "You step on my porch, I'm calling the cops on your ass." You know how the baby mama thing be going with y'all.
Yeah, and the co-parenting dynamics is so crazy and ridiculous, right? And so, I think people who are living through it, thank God, the relationships with my kids' moms is better now. But in those moments, like a baby mama can make you more mad than anybody in the world. I've never experienced a level of anger that I had than with my baby mamas, especially when my kids
No,
were young.
nobody can take you off your access like your baby mama.
Nobody, dog. I remember getting off of work and I'm in the car and I'm yelling so crazy in the car, in the phone, and then I had to stop and like, bro, if somebody sees me, they would think that I was fucking crazy. Right? And so like I think that having the full context, because if you go down the comments, they saying niggas should be put in jail and all kind of shit. He said he didn't even drive off. But I do think that full context is necessary instead of just jumping to these conclusions like we do all the time. Because then, it gets to this further down in the comments. See, this is why you shouldn't be fucking with niggas. And it's like, what are we talking
Yeah, that's a
about?
little extreme. Now, I ain't gonna hold you, because I thought that the point of this was he was leaving him there and drove off. Because he leans in. It looks like he has an iPad. It's like he's setting them up. He's like, all right, now sit down, wait for your mama. We gonna call her, FaceTime her again, let her know you outside. Because clearly, mama, somebody ain't answering the door. That was a long time sitting out there with no door answer. But I don't know enough of the story. Was
Okay,
somebody
so
not home?
wait, hold on. That little boy started screaming for his daddy, asking him where he's going. He got off the porch and went to the
That don't
car.
mean shit. The
It
kid is
Got
don't,
something to
it
bad.
say.
don't mean nothing, but at the same time, take your kid and let him sit in the car with you until the mama answer the door.
That
No,
nigga
then she
dropped the
gonna
kid
think you
off like a
playing.
DoorDash order.
Like, yeah,
She gonna think you're playing if you put him in the car.
I'm sorry, that's funny. I'm sorry.
like
Oh Lord, this ain't funny. Somebody
you,
said he dropped him off like
you
DoorDash, took a
dropped,
picture and got back in the
like
car.
he literally, and that's what he
Damn.
did. He really dropped him off like he was an Amazon order and just like got back in the car. Like, what are you doing? That baby could have sat in the car with him. He literally said, "Dad, where are you going?"
Nah, the mama did that to the daddy before. That's the only reason why the daddy
No,
did
something,
that.
something, something more. It's something more than this. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
That's
stay
tit
out of
for
baby
tat.
mama, baby daddy business because I ain't.
Because he was too invested in the. So I'm just saying. I look at body language, right, Kyra? The daddy didn't. So first off, if he was dropping him off like DoorDash, he'd have been like, "All right, here." And then, no, he was sitting there. He was helping. He was doing something on that tablet. Which, when I looked at the video, I'm like, it looked like it's like a FaceTime. So maybe he was trying to FaceTime the mom. I don't know. I'm not trying to project anything, but I'm looking at the body language. The daddy didn't like he was. I don't know. It don't look like that. And that little boy, them like, I don't want to leave you. Like, boy, sit down. Did I
Let
not
me
tell you
tell
to
you
listen
what
to
happened.
mama?
Hold on, wait.
Damn.
As the nigga with kids,
Nothing like a
let me
kid to
tell you
fuck
what
up the
happened.
program, okay?
Sit down and wait for
She
your
was supposed
fucking
to
mama.
get
God
that
damn.
Sit
motherfucking
down. Like, oh,
baby.
damn, nigga. You know I
Nah,
can't stand her.
she was
Why
supposed
is
to get
you
that
bringing her down
baby,
here?
and she told
Now she
that
gonna think
nigga
I
that
did
she
something.
wasn't.
I had you all
That's
fucking
what
weekend.
happened.
Sit the fuck down.
Damn, sit down.
No, 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 no. She was supposed to get that motherfucking baby, and she ain't get the baby. And this nigga said, I see you and I raise you. And he pulled up to the goddamn house. Cause eventually she gotta come home. Eventually she gotta come
She was
home.
Oh,
in the
now
house.
hold
Outside of
on, hold
fucking
up,
She
her
was in
No,
the
Rashad.
she
house.
Now
don't.
She
She
was
ain't
in the
gotta come
house.
Rashad,
home.
if
She
that
was in
girl
the
was
house
not
drunk
home,
off
that's
cut
some
water.
bullshit.
She
You
was in the
dropping that
house.
kid off and she ain't home? That's nasty.
She was in the
No,
bedroom
see,
drunk
that's
off
the
cut
game.
water.
Listen,
That's all.
Jonah,
That's
let me tell
nasty.
you. That's the game that they play.
Don't be
See,
leaving your
y'all
child off
act
like
like
an
y'all don't know
Amazon
vindictive
package.
women. Y'all act like y'all don't know vindictive. She didn't park the car around the corner.
Baby
I didn't
mama
see
gonna
it
make
with my
you
own
leave the
eyes.
She
kids
done
on
turned all the lights out. She
I've
ain't.
seen
She
it with my
said
own eyes.
she done
I ain't
turned
gonna
the
lie.
phone off. Phone on D&D. She ain't picking
A
up.
story
So,
about my
but your child ain't no chess piece. You take your baby and say, you know what, bitch, you doing too much.
Don't
I'll
No,
raise,
we
I'll
don't
raise you,
you
no
I'll
because
raise
guess
you a
what?
court case.
don't you
No,
ever
the
tell her. Don't
reason
you
that
ever
they
tell a
keep
woman that
doing
baby
that
ain't a
shit,
chess piece.
hold on. The reason that they keep doing that shit is because they expect the nigga with the kind heart, the nigga who loves his kid, to be like, you know what?
No, I'm gonna tell
Fuck
you
it. All
what you
right,
raise
come
them.
on,
No,
little
no,
man,
I'm gonna
man.
tell you what you
That's
raise
what
them,
they
You
Rashad.
raise them
expect.
a
Rashad, no, I'm gonna tell you.
subpoena.
No, no, I'm gonna give y'all some. I'm gonna give y'all some game. You know what you raise them? Since she ain't
What?
answering, you say, "Don't worry, she at my new bitch house. He at my new bitch house. He gonna sleep sitting over there." That mama go there and pick up her kids so fast, knowing enough. No, he. Oh my god, y'all be trying to do the wrong thing. Y'all got to know what worked for the women.
Dropping,
That
Don't.
baby
yeah,
mom
dropping that
would
baby
jump
off.
out her body, be like, "Oh no, you got my baby at another bitch house." And she gonna be over there fast, quick, and hurry.
Don't ever take it.
Just
Don't
say,
ever take your
listen.
baby to another bitch house, please,
Oh
fellas.
no,
Don't
no, no.
ever.
Listen,
Please,
Don't
I
ever take your
sat,
slow
baby to
I ain't
another
gonna
down,
bitch
lie.
house.
slowly. What I'm saying is, if Rashad is saying between the new girl house and leaving the baby on the porch like an Amazon package, take it to another girl house. I promise you.
I'm an
Yeah,
Amazon
he,
package. I'm an
Especially if the
Amazon
new
package
girl got
that
a
baby.
nice little town home with a nice little situation, got the baby got their own room over there. Oh please, please.
that baby said, Daddy, where you going?
Listen,
Hmm.
I sat in the garage. I'm not in the garage. I sat in the driveway because my son mama said that she was out of town. I knew her ass wasn't out of town. I sat in the goddamn driveway all night and waited till she pulled up.
That is
So,
nasty, Rashad.
like, come on,
All
man.
night
All night. You're a liar.
Did you
with
have snacks?
with the baby there.
Did you have
Liar.
snacks?
We had
What'd you
snacks
tell
and
your
all that
kid?
shit.
What did you tell your kid that y'all was doing? What was y'all playing? What?
No, we about to go to mommy house. Listen, I set up the hotspot. Go ahead, get the iPad popping. You know what I mean? We can listen to music, nice and
Oh, they
cozy,
thought y'all
got
was
drinks
camping
and
out.
snacks.
You said y'all was camping
Yeah.
She,
Listen, we just wait. You
she,
know, mommy said she'd be
while
home
you sitting up there boiling because
you,
you your baby
steaming.
He
mom.
had
you
them
took,
kids listening to, he
Steaming.
had his son listening to his songs, his own rap
Listen, I
music.
was
Oh,
walking up and down the street in
that's
the neighborhood like
crazy.
it was mine. I was so high. When I get mad, I start pacing.
you had your baby in
Oh
the
my
garage like Will
god.
Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness,
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
dead
or the
ass
I
in
was
bathroom.
in the
that
driveway.
bathroom. Come
I was
on,
at
Rashad.
their house. Come on,
tell me you
fam. You
turned
can't
the,
lie to
please tell
me.
me you turned the car off. You don't want to get baby to get, carbon
Carbon
monoxide. Come
monoxide.
on now.
No, we wasn't in the garage. I was in the
He was
driveway
in the
because it was their
driveway.
Oh,
house. That wasn't my house.
okay. I was about to say, please tell me you turned
Like,
the
hey,
car
hey,
off.
lock the door and unlock
Nah,
it.
we
You know,
come
I'm
on,
gonna go
man. We
take a
gonna get
walk.
some
Unlock
straightening.
it when I come back. I already know where
What
Rashad
if the
at.
baby had, what if the
When
baby
I
had to
seen this
pee?
video, I said, yeah, I've been down this road. Nasty. Listen, y'all be acting like y'all don't know women vindictive,
I'm
man.
hungry. What'd you do, Rashad? We gonna DoorDash to the car.
No, we went to QT and got
Ah,
everything that
this
we
nigga
needed.
took his kid to a gas station. Yo,
We got everything
Rashad,
we need.
you are
Chips,
so.
soda,
That's
candy, all that.
crazy.
Come on, man. Nasty
That's nasty
individual.
work, Rashad. Listen, I understand that the baby moms be making y'all pay. I get it. I'm so sorry. Not all baby moms are like that, but I do know a lot of them. What I will say is this. I just gave y'all the math. Whether y'all apply it, I don't know what to tell you. You get you a new bitch, make sure she a good one. Your baby mom will not play that, not picking up her child again when she know that her child being taken care of by a better woman. Salute.
Hey man, listen, I had to get some get back. Cause see, for me,
But you sitting in the driveway staking out. Like, that's nasty.
I'm really like non-confrontational. And so I kind of like, all right, man, whatever. But I've done that so much throughout the years of my kids being alive that they just expect it. So they know, like, once they do something, like, once they reach a level of petty, then I just be like, man, fuck it. I just do it. Right. And so they count on that. And so they do that sometime. And then sometimes you just got to switch it up. Nah, we taking this shit all the way. Hell no. See, you got to throw a curveball in there sometime.
You play too
Know what I
many
mean?
games. That's the thing.
So,
And your
so that
curveball would have been door dashing your child. Okay.
Hey man, if I was less of a nigga, I would have ended up like cuz man. We would have drove over there. But I was just like, nah. I called my girl. I told her about the situation. She was like, oh no, don't worry, I'll be there. And I ain't gonna lie. Driving from Stone Mountain to McDonough at 5 o'clock in the morning, uh 3 days in a row, uh taking care of my daughter, taking her out to eat, shit like that. Yeah, we got a winner. We got a winner. I ain't gonna lie. She stepped up. Fist in the air. Definitely stepped up. Jonay, would you be door dashing your son or your daughter?
Why? Oh, that would not let me off mute. Do I look like a baby daddy? What the hell?
Listen,
What? Why would you ask
baby
me?
daddies
Like,
do
do
be
I look
playing
like a baby
games too.
daddy?
Baby daddies do be playing games
Okay,
too.
so let's be very clear. First off, I'm not doing none of that because I've made the decisions to where I don't have to. Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, period. Salute to me and then, my future baby daddy. But my point is this, right? Um, I don't think I would ever do nothing like that. I will be really like, to me, how I feel, I would want to make sure there's a scenario to where I'm never in that position. Like, you want your kid, come get them. If my child is comfortable where they at, I ain't gotta hurry up and rush you to know your mama house or your daddy house. Or I don't think like it's messy and it's not. I don't think there's one answer. I know a lot of men and a lot of women have gone through a lot of things with the parent of their children. So I really do pray for all involved because I hate when a kid is used as I'm gonna teach you. I don't like that at all. Like
Yeah, when kids are
do
used as a pawn, it
ah
just it's
I
nasty.
hate it. I hate it. Like that boy is 11 o'clock at night. First off, why are you dropping your kid off at 11 o'clock?
Cause she
Just
was
in
supposed to
them.
get him at
All right.
6.
Well, then once she didn't get him, just I honestly, for me, it'd be like you supposed to come get my kid at 6. Their bedtime is 9. You gonna get your kid in the morning. Like we're not playing these games. Or you're coming here. I'm not getting my kid up out the bed and bringing it. Hell no. No, 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 no. You ain't about to be playing these weird games with my kid. Me bringing my kid out at 11 o'clock at night. This is club hours. No, I
Yeah,
just
I would
wouldn't
have.
do that. But that I don't think that I'll ever be in that
The dad
situation
was trying
to
to go
have to do
shake
that.
his ass, and the baby was in the way.
No, that dad, no, that dad,
Nah,
no,
that's
that
a
dad looked
wholesome
like he
young
was about to
man.
go to work. That dad
Yeah,
was
that
like,
nigga
listen,
had to
I
go to
gotta go
work.
clock in. I got into 12 o'clock shift. Y'all know how
Yeah,
it is.
That baby would have been
that
in that
nigga was
warehouse
mad.
with me. You come get him.
Listen,
He ain't, he ain't
listen.
here moving his steel. Come get him.
That nigga had to go to work, man. Scully, you been in a situation where your baby mama just got on your nerves, you did some crazy shit?
100%. I mean, I
Wake it up.
talked about it on my pod. My baby mama got me jumped uh,
What?
Oh my
at the
God.
drop off at the drop off for the baby. She got me jumped. She didn't like a comment I made, so I had my baby for an extended period of
I mean,
time.
is it too much to know to comment? Like, how bad was it?
Well, it wasn't even like my normal like super sarcastic comment. It was so I had my baby for a long time, longer than my normal stint, and she said she was going to send a child support back. She didn't send it back. I hit her at like right before the drop off, and I was like, "Yo, you gonna send that bread?" She was just like, "Nah, I ain't got it." And I said, "All right, peace. That's peace." A couple months later, she hit me. She was like, "Yo, baby needs some taekwondo money," and I said, "Take it out of the child support money that you was supposed to give me." And she said, "That's a bet." And I said, "That's a bet." 2 months later, go pick up my kid, Maryland, at a McDonald's. 4 niggas from Brooklyn hop out the Astro van. I got duffed out.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
oh
lie,
my God.
this makes me think about, remember that Kevin Hart special when he said the dad got beat up in front of him and
Yes,
his dad
and
was
got
his
knocked off
dad
the
said
porch.
His dad said, "How many of them was it?" He was like, "There was only one person." Yeah, come on
No,
now.
it
I'm
was
not gonna
Damn,
lie.
Seeing
Scully.
your dad get
Either
whooped
it was literally four.
gotta be
either that
traumatizing.
baby would have
I'm not
seen
gonna
me no
lie.
more, or she wouldn't have seen that baby no more. I don't know which one it would have
Listen,
went.
Seeing your dad get
I
it
don't
was
know
whooped.
the
which one.
longest car ride home ever.
You
Scully
quiet
getting
as
beat up
hell.
because you wanted to be fun. Damn,
I
Scully.
wasn't.
Man,
I didn't.
How did y'all bounce back from that?
What do you mean? How we bounced back?
you got to
Getting
return the
your
favor,
ass
We
Scully.
whooped.
was good. We was
Got to
good when it
return the
happened.
favor.
We was good when it happened. I thought we was good when it happened.
You ain't got no sisters or no aunties or
Nah,
somebody.
nah, nah. I ain't gonna do that to that. That woman had my.
Nah, we gotta run
That
it
woman
back.
had my kid, man. She's got immunity.
We gotta run it. And you had the kid too. We gotta run it
She got
back.
immunity. But yeah, I mean, later we just decided we shouldn't argue over money. And I just decided that if she asks for money, she get the money, and I won't get jumped again.
Oh, so she taught your ass. That's what she
I
said.
learned.
See? I
She
told you,
learned me a
Charmaine.
lesson.
Oh,
She learned me a
my
lesson.
God. She,
I told you
yo,
they be trying to teach niggas.
She
Scully.
learned me a lesson.
Oh my God. She taught you.
She
Oh
learned me a
my
lesson.
God.
Listen, but that
She
young
put
lady.
you in the Scare Straight program.
She said, yeah. She said, yeah, nigga, ask me about child support again.
But listen,
She said they
uh,
was
Won't
waiting for you
happen
at the
again.
door.
my
That
baby
is
got a
Damn.
black
crazy.
belt in taekwondo though. My baby got a black belt in
What,
taekwondo.
so she gonna jump in next time?
Nah,
Why you saying that?
no, I'm just saying that.
Daddy, I got
That's how.
you.
That's how much she finished. I took care of the
Daddy,
rest
I
of that
got you.
taekwondo.
It's crazy. Kyra, you ain't
Scully.
shit for that. Daddy, I got
That
Hey,
was Rashad.
hey, Scully. How old was your baby?
said that. That
Uh,
is
she,
terrible.
she was younger than 10, but older than 8. So between 8 and 10. Between 8 and 10.
And you
That
said
only
this
leaves
Oh,
happened
I
on
would
nine.
have
the
jumped in. Y'all
pickup.
ain't
That
about to
only
be
leaves
jumping my
nine,
daddy.
Scully. I'm not gonna hold you.
Did this happen on the pickup, Scully?
On the drop off. So I was dropping her back off.
So your daughter was in the car while you getting duffed out.
Duffed out. No, she was in her mama's car. She
Oh
was in her
my
mama's
God.
car, and then
But
and then
she.
I had to
She gonna have a hell of a story
listen.
So
growing
Here's
what
up.
did wait? So what did her mom pull up in? Like an Astro van with a whole bunch of niggas in the back?
no, the
Like,
Astro van came. The Astro van came separate. She was in her own car.
oh
The
my
Astro van
God.
Special
came.
delivery ass
Listen,
Oh
whooping?
my
Oh, they had you a
God.
surprise
They
party.
DoorDash you ass
she
whooping. That's what they
she
did.
imported the ass whooping, bro. There was a
Nigga
tariff on
DoorDash
that. It was
your
a
ass.
tariff
I
on that
promise
ass
you.
whooping.
Hey, I would have
What?
did like
Damn. Salute to
Charlemagne,
Trump.
start running. Call the
Did you
police.
And
wait?
then
Did you
That's all
curl up
you
in a
hear.
ball?
no, I mean
You
I
fought
held my
back?
own in the beginning. I held my own in the beginning, but then after like the second nigga came, I was like, hold on, I'm fighting more than one nigga.
He said it's an
And,
octopus.
and then I seen the
Shit.
third and the fourth nigga exit the vehicle because I'm holding my own. So these other two niggas is like, oh, we got a
So
fucking
how many you get jumped by?
four. Four niggas
Ooh.
from Brooklyn with no health
So
insurance.
they beat you up in phases.
No, 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 no. They jumped
Wow.
me.
Because you said it was
The two.
okay.
I'm
Taking turns on
I'm
the
holding my
They
whooping?
was
own. I'm
taking
holding
turns
my
on your
own. One
ass.
on two, I'm holding my own. But when that third and fourth nigga came, I was shocked that it
Right.
was.
So they whooped your ass in phases. That's what I'm saying. So it was two. So it was one, then it was two, then it was three, then it was four, and then he was fucked up.
And then
Scully, I ain't gonna lie,
no.
dog. I would have had to return the favor,
Here's the worst.
man.
Yeah,
Here's the
hold on,
worst
hold on,
part
hold
of
on,
the
hold on,
story.
bro.
Here's the worst
Hold
part of
on,
the
bro.
story.
So
Hold on, wait. He about to tell us the
Here's
worst
the
part,
worst.
as if
hold
it
on.
gets
Here's the worst
worse.
part of the story. Because in true BM fashion, when I pick up my child, I gotta feed her, and when I drop her off, I also have to feed her when I drop her off. So after the duff out happens, I gotta go through the drive-through and order a Happy Meal, and then drop it off at the car to my kid with the ice cream.
What? With your nose bloody?
My nose wasn't bloody, but I did have a cut over my eye. But and then I had to drop off the ice cream, and she was like, "She don't want that damn ice cream." So now I'm driving,
Oh
a lactose
shit!
intolerant
With a
man, driving in silence,
cone.
eating ice cream after an asshole. It did cheer me up a little bit, but yeah, that was the
Scully,
worst
you
part.
are a good
I'm a
man.
good man.
You a
Kevin,
good
I'm a king.
man.
Kevin, you know what to do.
Men of the
We need that,
prize.
Hold on,
Kev.
bro,
So
bro,
Men of
bro,
the
I'll
bro,
We
beat
prize.
need
the
bro.
that,
cases on
Kev.
Hold
all
on,
them
bro. So,
bitches.
bro, your baby mother had your child in the car with her, watching you get jumped by four
Yep.
men.
I don't
Like,
think
Yep.
my child was watching, but she was definitely watching. She got to
She was
get that
there.
out.
Definitely
She
took
was
a
hold
a
on,
watch
why was the
glance.
camera.
child not watching? It was a fight
Definitely
right
took a
there.
glance.
Hold on, yeah, why was the child not watching? Oh, you think they closed their now he's like, because
No,
I don't
because there
like
was
my daddy give
there
me
was
that
other
look.
people in the car entertaining the child. Like
Also, the
I
mom had
asked,
the distraction set up,
I asked her. I
yo.
was like, "Yo,
Your baby mom is nothing but but listen, she is a
she's a menace.
RT.
She's a menace. I like her.
She's an
I
RT.
like
She
her.
tell me right
She's a
there.
great woman.
She set that shit up
She's
A1.
a great woman.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get his ass whooped, and then I'm gonna set up a decoy. Okay.
She's a great woman. Shout out to my BM.
Scully.
Piss
Shout
in the
out to
air for the
her.
BMs, man. They crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I
Piss in
never
the air
heard
for the
nothing like that
BMs is
though.
nasty. Scully, don't tell nobody else this story.
I told it on my
I
pod.
Whoever
never
I
heard
told
nothing
it on
like
my
that.
Oh
whoever
pod.
said
Yeah.
he
God.
fought an octopus is hell. Whoever said the octopus is
That
hell.
that was me. I'm sorry. Because he said he was fighting one and then another one came out of nowhere.
This
You were
nigga.
fighting the octopus. Bro, don't. Oh my God.
Nah, he
I
vibing.
would have put cases on all them bitches.
Said he
There's
said, he's
no
like, I would never
way.
fuck with you like that again, OG.
No,
That's
no.
what he told his baby mom.
But we've still had heated arguments and debates. You know, when I go up there, we have.
But you keep it cute though. I know
Nah,
that.
nah, we have it face to face, and I just know if she coming, I gotta bring that thing with me. If we having a drop off,
Oh,
I'll catch a body after drop
okay.
off now because I'm too
Okay.
old.
I
I'm
see
too
what's
old to
going
get
on.
jumped now. I'm about
I get it.
40s. Shit.
hmm
Yeah, that scoliosis
hmm
flare up. It's over with. I
Listen,
ain't gonna lie.
that's Golia. You are a sick nigga.
Can't be taking no whoopings like you used
Taking
to.
no L's when that
Shit.
back
It
crunched
take
up. You
months
know what I
to
mean?
recover from that shit now. It's like, hell no.
I am
I'm not
hollering.
finna look like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant because we got beef between each other.
Yeah, listen, hey man, that's nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard nothing like that. I've seen a lot of nasty baby mama, baby daddy situations in real life. That one takes the cake. Uh, yeah, Scully, I don't know how you did that. I would have had to call my cousins. One of my cousins is on like a SWAT team up here or some shit. Yeah, I would have had to phone her, and get some straightening, record it, all that shit. You are a better man than me. I ain't gonna hold it. Listen, another one that I seen. Oh yeah, I had a question. I'm glad some ladies up here. One and a half. Fish in the air for our good
Fuck
sis,
you.
Kyra.
Hmm.
But I did want to ask. I seen this uh interaction. There was another video that I seen earlier today. An old school player. He was giving out his number while he was sitting with his girlfriend. He just held the phone under the table and told old girl to take the number down. Brilliant move. But I seen this one, put it in a jumbo, where basically this girl, she was flirting with a nigga. They were vibing, XYZ. She gives the nigga her number. And then throughout the conversation, she says she has a boyfriend. I thought it was weird. It did happen to me before. And I didn't understand why. And so we have some ladies up here, Kyra. You can chime in too. I would definitely appreciate it. But is this like a regular thing? I think the term is entertaining. Is this what y'all got going on? I can understand, there were, situations in where women don't feel safe. And so they're giving out their number or giving out their Instagram, and they say they block it later. But giving out your number while you with a nigga, right? And then throughout that conversation, bringing up the fact that you have a boyfriend, is that, fair or foul in a relationship? A lot of y'all talk about having, friends, of the opposite sex. So I wanted to get y'all opinion on, what you thought this was. Texwell, are you with us? Well, you guys to get
I'm
up out of
sorry,
here
brother.
then.
My bad. I was in the basement moving stuff around. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, but Jonay, how did you feel about this?
All right. First off, let me clarify the details first. Hmm. You're saying she was with her man and gave another man her number in
No,
front of
no,
her
no, no,
man?
no. She has a boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
right? But he said that they was vibing, they was flirting, a little kiki, and then she gave the number. And so now that they're having a
Why she vibing
conversation,
and flirting with another man when she got a man? See,
hey
I'm not
man,
the right one
listen.
for this
I don't
conversation.
I don't know what the rules are. I know Kenya gonna come up here and say it's harmless. She here.
Now
So I
that
don't
No,
know
might be the
what the
better
no,
because
rules
that's
no.
are.
not my vibe. I don't do that.
She was just trying to set the play up to see if he was cool with cheating with her. She wanted to cheat. That's like what she wanted to do. She wanted to be a cheater. So letting you know I got a nigga. But I'm not saying we can't talk or nothing, but I'm just letting you know. So now it's like on him to like stop the interaction if he want to. She trying to cheat, but see if he cool with it.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was full stop because Buddy said she looked good. We flirted, gave me her number, and then gonna say this shit. I think it seemed like he thought that was a full stop.
No, it wasn't. That's because he got a brain and some sense, so it probably would have been a full stop for him. But she never said nothing about no full stop. She just said letting you know I got a nigga,
Mm-mm. That's what. Oh shit, I'm an old nigga. I was
letting
like,
you
like,
know,
I
letting
was
you know.
reading that shit
Just
like,
it's
I
just
got
a
a
by
nigga.
the
I swear to God.
way. Really, what she meant was by the way.
Hey, the acronyms kick my ass. I thought that shit said like.
Rashad,
Damn,
you
it's
not
okay
50,
spell.
man. What the fuck?
I'm an old nigga, man. God damn, I'm washed. Hey, man, Tim, is this a full stop for you?
I don't know. Nah, I'm old. I don't know a full stop. What you mean?
A
This
joint? Nah, I mean,
this a
she
full send my bitch to hell. Yeah, that's what this gonna be. The fuck? Get rid of this lady, man.
Nah, if you vibing with a joint at a spot, right, and she fuck around, give you the number, and throughout the conversation, she said, "Yeah, I just want to let you know that I got a nigga." Are you like, all right, cool, I ain't fucking with you, or is that an
Oh
invitation
yeah.
to cheat?
Oh, you saying if I'm single and she got a nigga? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
blocking and deleting this bitch. Niggas kill over they women, man.
Listen, fists in the air for wholesome niggas, man. Fists
Niggas
in
will,
the air, they got a lot. Black men get a bad rap, but listen, fists in the air. Yeah, I ain't doing it either.
yeah, niggas will kill you over their woman, man. She trying to set you niggas up.
Okay, what's the
You ain't gonna
context
want.
behind this again? I'm so lost because that's all I see is letting you know I got a nigga. Because I read that as like I got a nigga. Because I don't know.
Yeah, well, Buddy posted
Oh,
it, and
look
so
at the caption card. It says she looked good. We flirted. She gave me her number and then gonna say this shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
she letting him know that like, hey,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
letting you
fuck,
know
but I got a nigga.
I got a nigga. So
he was taking it as she probably was trying to send him off. That's what I
This
got
what
from
we
his
need to
caption.
start
I
snitching.
think
We need to
I think
start
she
We
snitching
need
on
to
these.
I
start.
think she was
We
trying
need
to.
to
I think
start.
she was just
Oh,
trying to
10,
tell
I'm
him
glad
like,
you
look,
said
whatever
that.
you go for is what you go for. But I got a nigga. So however you play the game is how you play the game.
10, I'm glad you said that, man, because
I
I
don't
seen
know.
something else on the timeline. I ain't gonna hold you. There is a Memphis. You up here? Hold on, wait. I want to get Memphis' opinion on this shit. She coming up here and putting stuff in the jumbo.
Uh,
Memphis, what's the word?
Hush, you know you let me do what I want to a little bit. Um, baby girl setting up the place. She letting you know I got a nigga. If you want to rumble, we can rumble. And that's just a little young girl, hot girl thing. That's a little, she she be alright, but
I don't like it.
I don't like
Tia
it.
said I
Y'all
don't
getting
like it.
more and more
I
She's a
freaked
don't
out.
like it.
whore.
Y'all getting more and more freaked out, man. By
it's
the
a young
day.
girl thing. I mean, listen, when y'all be hitting on bitches, knowing y'all got bitches,
I
what you
never
Now
did that
how
in
telling
my
now
life.
how
I
bitches
this
just want
that
that to be
now
clear.
how we get involved?
Yeah, I never did that.
y'all be telling the bitches I got a girl at home. And
Mm-mm.
what
This
you
what we need
telling
to
them
start
for? So
doing.
she can make her own choices.
When a
That's all,
woman
baby
when a
girl. What's
woman
the
got a nigga and she come up to you and you know she got a nigga, you need to go back to that nigga and say, "Excuse me, sir, your property is over
Yo
here.
ho off the leash. Yo ho
I'm
off the
ready
leash,
to
big
your
dog.
property, sir."
Go get this freakazoid. I ain't trying to die.
Not that bitch got a property sign on the back. Lord help it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I've been somebody put me on game. This is the nastiest thing that I've seen in the last 2 weeks, man. I put it in the jumbo. There is an app called the T app, and where there are women that are posting niggas pictures and giving up the tea on these um young men.
Excuse me.
Very,
Oh,
very disgusting.
they do that on Facebook all the time.
Never seen nothing like it.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Rashad, don't
Look, she
piss
can you
me
tell her
off,
cape on?
okay?
She got her cape.
Rashad,
You can tell
don't
she got
The
her
cape
cape.
piss
ready.
me off, for
Cape
The
real.
cape
ready.
is ready. Kenya,
Because
you can't defend this shit.
what are you talking about?
You
Okay,
can't defend this shit, Kenya.
first of all,
That's a
from
woman who
my
doing some wrong
understanding,
favorite
from my
line. No,
understanding, Rashad, from my
what are you
understanding,
talking about?
it was started. It was started as a way for women to communicate or to share people that were like abusers, They was beating on girls, sharing STDs, or was deadbeats. Like, it was to raise awareness of men that you should be wary of, okay?
And then,
And then it went somewhere
yeah,
Yeah,
else.
come on
that,
now.
that nigga
Right.
sound like that motherfucker off Dude,
And
Where's My
then
It
I don't
Car?
started
know.
with good intentions.
Yeah, yeah, all that good shit. Yeah, I know it was nice. It started cool. After school special, then what happened? Niggas got
It
messy.
got, first of all, Kenya, do you have it? We gotta
You
out
know
yourself
Kenya
right
got
now.
that
No,
motherfucker.
I literally just found out about it today. I've been trying to find it. I'm so happy he
She trying
posted
to
it
find
in the
it,
jumbo
Rashad.
time so I could go
That's
Hey,
download
it
it.
started.
disgusting that you're trying
I
to find it.
couldn't find it. I'm
Hey,
about to go find it.
it started in the DMV. One of my homegirls hit me up and asked me about the app.
That's
That's
why I
how I
wanted to
found
get
out.
The
it. Yeah, because I was
DMV.
Nasty,
like,
nasty. Yep, nasty work.
they,
And
I mean,
I heard that niggas got their own version too now.
thank God
See,
they
now
made
that's where
it
I draw the
because
line. Why niggas
apparently
got their
the
own
men are
version?
getting exposed. Like, very important things are being exposed. I mean, thank God they made it. Hopefully, the girls can be careful.
Can you imagine?
Shit going on that app.
Whoa,
It's a
whoa,
lot of
hold
hoes
on.
on there
This
that's
is some
mad
bullshit.
and lying.
Yeah.
Come on, man, wake it up. We gotta
You
wake
say
it
they
up.
lying,
Why would
Rashad?
you
They lying on
assume
the.
that? Would you
It's a
assume
lot
that
of
about
hoes
the
on there
men?
that's mad and
Would
they
you
lying.
assume that? Would you assume that about the men?
I'm assuming that because I
Yeah.
heard it from
Hey,
my
no, can you
homegirl.
imagine
It
it?
was one
No,
app.
Rashad, you
What the
gotta
fuck
think
is we
about this.
talking about?
Imagine like imagine you a like a not you per se. I'm talking about the ladies, nigga. Imagine the girls, they all in love. You know what I'm saying? They, that honeymoon phase. They've been with a nigga for 3 months. He ain't fucked up yet. Then here come Quisha. Girl, I seen Terrence on the group. Girl, let me tell you about Terrence. Now her
Hey,
whole relationship just fucked up.
Whole relationship
hey,
down the
Just
you
goddamn
wanna know? Hey,
toilet.
you
fucked
wanna
up.
know the funniest part about this shit? These girls not gonna stop fucking these niggas if they wanna fuck them. They just on here lying.
No, no, no. Let me tell you
They
something. If
perpetrating.
I'm talking to a girl and she on the T and all of her information on the fucking page, it's over. If all
If
your
we can
I
save
ain't gonna lie,
one,
I'm with
that's
Bro, I
worth
Ken.
done
it.
seen
it's
We
over.
can't save
I
them all, but if we could save one, that one life is worth saving.
we
listen.
not
I
talking
ain't gonna
about the
lie.
niggas passing out STDs. We talking about the
I would
niggas who like,
never.
oh,
I
we
would
too
never.
G. Get this shit the
I would
fuck out
never
of here.
download it, right? But I gotta keep it a bean. If I had the male version and I seen my woman on there and the word was she was a freakazoid
Oh yeah, yeah. Just
and
imagine, Rashad, you
crazy,
stumble and say, man, let's say your girl named Laquana got a fat ass and she could throw a bike. Just all,
shit that'll hurt.
all her,
I
I'm
fall down
crying.
to my knees.
I'm
I
a like
cry.
it. I'm a like it. And I'm a comment and say, you damn
I
right.
just downloaded it. Oh my God, you can set alerts for a specific name.
Look at
If
see,
a
look,
name,
Ken, you're
oh,
part
this
of the
is
problem. You part of the
so, wow,
problem.
this is the
No,
future.
no, no, you
This
part of
is
the problem.
crazy.
No, you are going
Who
back in the
are the
past.
This is
developers? Oh,
Hold on, wait.
I'm
this
so,
is
Hoes was on here talking about the past don't matter. Now you
uh
downloading the app about a nigga
Wake it
past?
up, Rashad.
Very
What you say? What?
disgusting, Kenya.
wake it up.
the
I,
past could be 2 weeks ago, Rashad. Yes, if you
nah.
beat somebody 2 weeks ago, I would like to know that.
What
They
happened?
ain't
What
talking
happened that we
about
all
beating
got a
nobody on
pass?
there, Kenya, and you know it.
I've yet to see. I'm
It
signing up right
started.
now.
It may have started out
I've
as a
yet to
good
see.
cause, but we know once
My
we
homegirl
know
said they
y'all is
just
on
being
there
messy
talking
on
about
there.
each other, nigga.
My
I
homegirl said
have
they
faith
just
in the
being
app.
messy.
I don't know what I have faith in the app. Y'all will not sway me from
Matter of fact,
thinking
let
that
me go
this
get
can
into
be
the
used
Houston
for good.
spaces. I'll be right back. Let's really get some drama.
Your day, what's the word?
All I'll say is this app is clearly just copying what the niggas was doing over on Facebook. So they done already had these Facebook pages where they was waking up y'all gay baby daddies and y'all gay
100.
boyfriends and oh this person
Excuse
is a
me.
married man. Yeah, exactly. They used to be gay
Wait.
boyfriends and baby daddies and oh this married man in my DMs. They already have Facebook pages where they was waking up the tea. So I think they just said, hey, let's make an app and we could have more than just one Facebook page and we could just have everybody do it all at the same time. This isn't a new concept, Rashad or
It's
Now
Tim.
I
Like
not
ain't
this
gonna
ain't
lie.
new.
ridiculous.
I ain't gonna lie. If what Joe saying really happened, then I think that's fair. I think that's a good thing for the women. Yeah, y'all do need to come together so y'all don't be going out with the little down low boys. Cause I know y'all don't want that for real. I think that's. I mean, that's. Stop laughing. I was being.
Hold on, wait. Did we have somebody on the stage that said they don't care? Who was that?
Who
Who said
said
that?
that?
There was somebody on the stage that said that they don't care
Were they
if
fluid?
I forgot who it was.
Hey, where they fluid is crazy.
Johnny,
I
shut the
forgot who it
fuck up.
was.
Where they
What?
They
fluid is
said they said
nuts.
they dated they dated
Where they
five niggas
fluid.
multiple times.
I
I
don't know nothing
forgot.
about that,
God,
but salute to that person. Salute to this man. I do not know him. I would not know him if I see him walking down the street. I don't know, but what I
It
do
was a
know is
nigga
this
that
ain't
said
new.
that.
no,
No,
it
no,
was a
that's
girl.
Oh,
man. That's a reference to Kiki Palmer. See, you know what? Y'all gotta
oh,
stay out of women business. That is a Kiki Palmer.
I clocked it.
Thank
I
you,
clocked it.
Memphis.
I
Thank
was
you.
so confused. I ain't gonna hold
My point is this: that this is not new. That's just my whole point.
you. No,
But is this
it's new to us
valid?
though,
No,
Like,
Jonah.
no,
It's new to us because ain't no way.
I do.
Cause y'all
The
in
other
women
version is faster.
business. This
No,
is why we keep
Rashad,
trying
I
to
The
tell
used to.
other
y'all.
version
No,
is
Rashad, I
the
used
women
to.
with the
I used to give
fullest
women
Jonay.
hell because they used to come. I used to have to hear this shit. Yeah, we doing background checks on you niggas before the first day. I'd be like, bitch,
Hey,
what?
yo, come on, man.
like
You
what is
can't
you
say
talking
we in
about?
What?
women's business when the women's business is talking about niggas. So technically, you in niggas business.
Not really.
I thought when you get the
Yeah,
right one, they get a
yeah, you
different
are.
version of you.
You are.
Hey,
I'm gonna
You
tell
are.
y'all right now. I remember there was an era in my dating where I absolutely, when I started dating a new nigga, I was absolutely putting their name in the motherfucking county court shit to see when the last time they got
Nasty
arrested.
individual.
100.
Nasty.
Yeah, and I found out one nigga was a scammer. Didn't talk to him again.
Nasty.
Yeah, too
Hold on,
many
wait. So
mugshots.
I
too
He
so
many.
wasn't
so
going to
y'all
scam
giving
you.
y'all
I don't
giving
know.
How
everybody the
many mug
same
shots
version
is,
of
is too
you?
much? How many?
I ain't gonna
Somebody
hold
got
you.
a
The
crazy
dude had
background.
4. I don't know who asked me
Yeah,
that, but
somebody
he
got a
had 4
crazy
mugshots.
background. It might be
Oh,
text
that's
well.
mixed.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's
It, it,
mixed. Yeah. But
oh,
yeah,
yeah, it's
Jonay,
4.
you giving everybody the same version of Jonay?
Nigga, please. Hello, do you see me?
You
I'm
don't give
enough.
everybody. Yeah, so that's
All
what I'm
right,
saying
I
about the
know you getting you.
niggas.
Listen, that's why I don't
What
let
if
you
that
get
was my
close.
listen? That was my past, right? I didn't get his bitch the same version of me. This one
Rashad,
getting a
you
new
are
version.
sick. Well, first off,
They
we
getting a
saw you
remix.
over the
They getting
course
a
of
remix,
time.
Remix.
Rashad.
This was a different Rashad, just a different pair of pants. Same shot, different pair of
No,
pants.
no, Jonah, it's Rashad featuring Carlos this time. 100.
Uh, no, but
Hey,
I'm gonna be honest, Rashad. I remember it like it was yesterday because I don't know, just something felt off with me about this dude, and I took he gave me his first and last name because clearly we were getting to know each other, and I put that shit in the state I was living in. I put that in the motherfucking court shit, and it was 4 of them things. 4. I said, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
fellas, give her an alias. Wake it
You
up.
see, that's listen. Now
I
I know you
mean,
ain't talking, Mister. You got catfish by the BBL.
BBL Demon.
You gotta stop that shit.
I know you.
Hey, this is a demon.
Rashad, you are a sick individual. I don't know. I just feel like, so for example, right, Rashad, to your point, there's some people that do that. Like if they're getting to know somebody, let's say they met them on like a dating app. A lot of people say, okay, we can talk, but I'm not going to give you access to my social media. Sometimes people do limit certain things because they share more of their like life that they want to protect. I don't think all that stuff should be red flags. But this app be for people living double lives, Rashad. Like that's not a
Okay,
thing.
so let me
I ain't
ask you a
gonna lie,
question then.
man.
He
No,
already know that they're being willful too, so that they could
No, no,
cape
no,
and
no,
throw a
no, no,
cape on
no.
for grimy
You
men.
know,
Yes,
But
I'm not putting a cape on
I'm
for
not.
black
I'm
men.
not moved.
Yes, I am.
no, no.
I'm not
You know
moved.
how much of a hoe you
I'm
gotta be
not
for your
moved.
name to come up in the app? You,
You
that
had
Yeah,
to
means
do
you
a
people
out
lot
have
of
here.
left
Now
shit.
you out
stories and
here.
reviews. Like, you got a rating on the app about
Niggas
your
treating you like
dating
Yelp.
experience. You a hoe.
This
Nah,
app could have
Rashad,
helped
we
so
gonna
many
download it and
women
look up
out
your
of
name.
bed. This
Now
app
that you
could
know
have
your first
helped
and last
me.
name, Rashad, we looking you up, Carlos.
Wait, listen, wake it up. Let me know what they say.
I ain't
No,
I
downloading
that
ain't
this
gonna
would
shit.
lie.
that would
Kenya,
be
let us
funny.
know, girl.
Somebody
That would be
download the
funny
app
as
and start
shit.
looking up
I
everybody.
listen. They
That
gotta
would
they
be
gotta
funny.
verify me. Child, I had to take a selfie. I look crazy right now, but they verified my gender.
So let me ask
Kenya,
y'all a
we got
question.
real time news. Okay, once they verify you, put in
Uh
Rashad
huh.
name.
I'm in there.
Hold on, wait. All right, so let
Mm-hmm.
me ask y'all a question, right? Outside of like obviously the egregious shit, like the maybe a nigga down low or hitting folks or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? Outside of
Yeah.
that, if it sounds like oh well, he's mean or talking about his leadership or just like his personality,
Mm-hmm.
are y'all gonna use that against the man? right? If you ever get on the app and you see his name come up in those type of things where
I'm
it
gonna be
comes to like
honest with
certain
you.
characteristics and
I
shit.
don't want no Yelp review from no woman about no nigga
Oh
I'm
my
with
God, y'all remember Joe
because
Budden and the dick
I'm
yelp?
her.
This is just the dick
Yes, with Maul.
yelp.
Remember on the podcast?
This is just the dick yelp coming to life.
That is hilarious. That is a good callback. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I really am a believer that I don't take that type of advice from a woman. Now, if it's like a bad character trait, like abuse or a whole bunch of kids, and he lied and said he didn't have none, if he been married a whole bunch of, if it's something that's excessive, but if you say, oh, he's mean or he's a narcissist when ain't nobody degreed up to even diagnose somebody, I feel like some of that stuff you have to experience it for yourself outside of abusive things because sometimes it's just you have the bad situation with the man. It don't always mean that that's going to be your experience. You don't. I don't know. I err on the side of caution with believing anything a former girlfriend said.
I think
Or maybe you bring out the worst in people.
Get
That who
up!
said that?
Come
Was that
on,
Get
let's
Texwell?
talk
up!
about it.
I
Was
think
that
Come on,
Texwell?
talk about it.
Wake
Oh,
it
it was
up.
negative highlighter. Go
I
ahead,
wanted
Tex
to
Will.
text. Well, that's
Mm,
why I didn't want to say it, but you said
yeah,
it
I
as a man. I
guess.
was going to say that.
Hold on,
I
wait. What'd you say, Tex
guess.
Will?
no. I said to
Um,
Hey, I saw what to do.
to,
Hold on, Mick. What'd you say, Tex Will?
to err on the side of caution is mean don't go through the red light. It doesn't mean go through the red light.
Wait, who said that you was a terrible
Huh?
person? Wait, who's
Mm.
who's person?
What
Was
did it
that
say?
Mick?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, no, I was saying
Oh,
sometimes
I agree
people
with
be
Mick
like,
said.
yeah, they be saying all this shit on the app. Nigga, sometimes you bring the worst out of people.
But look,
That is a
I
thing,
always
thing,
Like, come
say,
thing,
on,
thing,
let's
thing.
really wake it
You
up.
said what I was trying not to say,
I
but I
always
appreciate you
say,
Wait,
saying it.
Nah, we gotta wake it
oh,
up.
I
wait,
think it's,
who is he saying that
Cause
Y'all
about?
not
if
waking
someone
nothing
just
up. I
someone,
swear
Women.
before God.
He said the
hey,
hoes bringing
hey,
out the
I'm gonna
Y'all
worst
keep
in
not
it
the
a
waking
niggas.
nothing
hundred.
up.
I think it's crazy that
100.
if we going for a job, right? The job gonna want your resume, right? They might want a reference.
Text well, don't do this.
So like if we're gonna be sleeping with people and having babies with people, we don't
Text
need
well,
no
you know I
reference.
respect you, OG. Don't do this.
If
No,
we
but wait, no, but because wait,
can
how
I
how is
finish?
that so different than from the traditional mindset that back like, before you were the people like your circle that you were picking from for dating, it was people that were family friends or that were children of whoever. So it wasn't just this
Okay,
person that you
cool.
had no
hmm
absolute,
hmm
connection to know anything
hmm
about them. They were people that were kind of like
hmm
pre-vetted by your circle because they
hmm
were already a part of the circle.
hmm
And
Exactly.
so now that you have to operate with like absolutely no
hmm
knowledge and you're just like walking by
hmm
faith,
hmm
okay, and not by
Kenya,
sight.
stop it.
No, no,
Because
Ken, no, this the
soon
problem
as a
with
nigga
your
No,
say he
you
done
guys
fucked
just
too many
hate
niggas and he don't want to
real
deal with
niggas,
you.
no.
man.
This the problem with your argument, Kenya. You can't choose when you want traditionalism to work for you. You need to be
Wake it up.
When have I
always
ever done that? When have I ever
No, I'm
done
not
that?
talking about you. Oh shit, I hate talking to y'all. I'm not talking about Kenya. I'm talking about bitches.
Most
I mean
most
women.
women most
Sorry.
women still would like to be traditional in most aspects. More
No,
more
they
often than
No,
won't.
they
not.
pick and choose.
No, they
No, they
won't.
pick and choose.
They pick and choose. That's what
Most
he's
Yes, they
saying.
do.
women want the parts of traditionalism that benefit them and that work out for them.
All I hear
They
is women saying,
Yes,
I
it
cook,
is.
I clean, I fuck, I shut up. Like, I don't know
they
why
don't be
y'all.
cooking and cleaning.
And then we
Hold on,
deal with
time
them
out.
hoes and they
Time
lying.
out.
They
Where,
lying.
Let's go
where did
back
you
to the
see that?
point about resumes. Like we don't want a
God damn it, Tex
resume and
Will.
a reference for the person we plan on spending our life with, the person we plan on having children with.
No, Tex will, because
But
everybody is
I'm gonna be
The
honest
different.
thing
with you,
about it is this.
Texwell.
Hold on, y'all keep interrupting me. You have to use your discernment. Like if I go for a job and they call my ex-employer and my ex-employer says XYZ, my new employer is going to have to decide, well, I'm not going to really put too much weight into this because I see this guy's resume, right? You have to use your discernment, but you should. There's, let me tell you, I told my daughter, I said, when you meet a new dude, I want you to talk to his ex. Now, she might tell you some stupid, some crazy stuff,
A
but
motherfucker call my ex-employer, they're
you,
gonna be like, ain't
you
been the
have to
same
weigh that
without him.
shit. Too many examples.
Whole life with the shit.
I got a guy on my job.
Why do y'all want women to just be so unprepared and unprotected so bad? Like,
Hold on, wait. Because what I'm saying is, and Tex, your mic was messing up. What I'm saying is that a lot of these things are not being compatible, and people don't have the emotional regulation or awareness to understand that we're just not compatible. We have to make everybody a villain. We have to make demonize everybody for just not being in a space in where we should have an intimate relationship. And so, like I said, this app might have started off with good intentions, but I'm pretty sure it devolved into fuck shit of people just not being compatible in an intimate relationship. And so now he's a narcissist. Now he's this. Nah, bitch, we just didn't work because we didn't work.
No, you have to.
And
You
so
have
getting
to.
a review in that situation is
When you
stupid.
can't label somebody, what you want to do is look at the history. Like that's the resume. If the dude did X, Y, Z, then you could decide, well, that was me or him. But you're looking at the
Oh well,
resume.
no, you know
Hoes
what?
don't
You
blame
know,
themselves, Tex.
hold on, Rashad. You know what? Text well, I like that idea. Yeah, let's download the app, bitch. That time you had to pop that pussy for $40 for them likes on the app. Okay, that time you couldn't afford to run the
Yeah.
wrong diapers on the app. I want to know
Well,
all of it on the motherfucking app.
well, my mama
Okay,
always said to me that the hoes get all the politicians. So I ain't got no problem with a woman with a history. That don't
No,
disqualify you.
what is Textwell talking
nah,
about?
whatever nigga that you talking about, he should get a text message so he can validate that goddamn review. Wake it up. Wake it
May I
up.
add my POV on this?
Go ahead, Jonay.
Mr.
Then we got
Mr.
Miss Clarice.
So Mr. Texwell, I get the angle you coming from, but I'm gonna be honest. I would never take a review from somebody that got fired. Okay. And these people be getting fired. That's why they talk like that. So like if you ever go on to they got this thing called Glassdoor, right? And you go on the Glassdoor and you got all these people that say, "Oh, I hated working there. I da 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 da. This was the worst. These people were blah 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 blah." And you say you bypass that and you look into that person and them people getting fired left and right because they want to get onto their Google
Mm.
review
But
down the place that they just didn't have control over. So I think to your point, I think what you said is important. You need a little bit more discernment. It's not bad to understand the behind the scenes,
mhm.
but a lot of people don't have
Well,
enough like relational. Now, if it was like friends, like if you were recommended by a friend, yes. But if you're talking about a stranger, you need to go, you don't need to be diving in the dumpster to find their exes to know
yeah,
if they're a decent
I'm familiar
person.
with the
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
familiar with the
Yeah.
Glassdoor app, right? But what I look at on the Glassdoor app is not just people saying I hate this company. I want to see what the company did. And like my daughter, when she had this job, and we looked at Glass app, we saw that like they started off just being like a receptionist, but soon after they said, okay, now you guys have to sell these products, and if you don't sell these products, you're going to be fired. But they didn't tell you that up front. See, something like that is the information that you're looking for, not the opinion.
But bad news travels quicker than good news in every situation, right? And
Some things
people
just aren't a good fit either.
yeah, and that's the thing. And when a lot, I guarantee you, once Kenya get in that motherfucker, she gonna see a lot of bad news, right? It's not gonna be like niggas who have good reviews on that shit. That's one. And then two, especially like with the ex situation, you're an ex for a reason, right? Nobody said, in the moment, it's rare. I'm not gonna say nobody where we broke up, but this was the best person that I've ever been with, and I love them so much, and their marriage material. Then y'all wouldn't be exes. And so there'll be a level of, like I said, especially nowadays where you're going to villainize this person, you're going to demonize this person. They're just the worst smut of the earth. And really it's just like, no, you loud. I don't like loud hoes. Or, you don't put the toilet seat down, niggas. It's going to be like bullshit like that. And you trying to take the word from people who say shit like that. Like I can understand if you say beat me up or, he gave me STD or something like that. Yes, valid. That's red flags, major. You should take heed to that. But a lot of that shit ain't that. Go ahead, Miss Clarice.
Yes, peace and positive energy and motion to everyone in the space. As far as conversation's been all over the place, but the point is, um, I wanted to respond to what Textbook said about talking to somebody's ex. No, you don't do that. Just no, you don't do that. You don't know that person. Just a total stranger. They could lie to you about anything. If they had a problem with that person, they can make up anything. When you encounter people with um personality problems or narcissists or just people that just malice or mean, they're going to tell you anything about that person. No, I'm not going to do that. No one else should do that either. And I like what someone else said about being traditional. It is best to, and not that's not always the case, but however, whatever community you're around, whether it's a church, whether it's social community, whatever it is, you meet people that way. And that sticks with in line with being traditional. At the same time, you get to know the person even more for yourself. Because yeah, like why? Why would I'm just like that's crazy to tell somebody, oh, go talk to their ex. What? What if their
See,
ex abused them? What if
it's
their ex
always
was beating them up every day and you want them to go talk to them? What? They
it's
might have
always
a
the
restraining
women that
order
object.
against them. Like you just that's just not
No,
it's
I'm
just not
objecting against it too,
wise.
Ted.
No, I'm
Cause
objecting
I
too,
feel,
Hold
Tex.
on,
I
hold
feel
Hey,
on.
Tex,
like
if a nigga call me about, hey man, your baby mama, man, how was she? Nigga, you better go ask her.
I ain't gonna
So
lie to you. Well, we objected today.
so
I
it's
don't
not
like that.
what
Textwell, that was nasty, Mr. Textwell. You try to make this a woman thing.
All I know is
so
information is power, baby. That's all I got to tell y'all.
Yeah, you right.
Information is power. You can
Not when
discern
okay.
it's
your use your
concerning my
discernment.
ex, my
You use
girl.
your discernment to decide
Can I land
what
my
you
plane,
want to
please?
believe or not.
Oh, go ahead, Miss Clarice.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
land my plane, please? Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Go ahead.
So it's not wise. It's just not wise. It's not smart. It's not logical. It's not good discernment to do that. That person might have moved on with their life. They may be married already. They live and you're not, and you're gonna go call them up. What? Just think about how that looks to how you make yourself look. Like there's all different ways to look at how that's just
Oh.
not a wise decision.
No, you're
As
not going to call them up. You're going to.
Texwell, please. Texwell, I didn't interrupt you, Texwell.
Go ahead.
We're not gonna do this, sir. We're not. Thank you. So, um, it's all different ways to look at that. What it's just not a great idea. And if it's teenagers, please, they go from whim to whim. If you're letting your teens date like that, so it's just so many different things that can be pointed out where it's just not the best idea. It's not a safe idea. To me, it doesn't show that you love and appreciate yourself to even do something like that. That's how I look at it. So again, you have other people in your lives that can help you, hopefully, no matter what age you are, and you're single. So yeah, I land.
I ain't gonna lie.
Did
Depending
she
on what
agree
day
with
it
me or
is,
disagree with me? I don't kind of understand.
she
Okay, I
disagreed.
disagreed with you. That's
Okay,
why you were
let me tell
talking
you
over
why you
me.
disagree. I'm gonna tell you
You
why
gonna
you
tell
disagree.
her why
Huh?
she
No, no,
I'm
disagreed?
Oh
gonna
no,
tell you
I
why.
gotta hear this.
Man,
Now,
what
now
got
hey,
this
going
is good.
on?
I'm gonna tell you why
Now,
you
Rashad, you
disagree.
gotta let him tell. You
I'm gonna tell you
gotta
what.
let him
I'm gonna
tell
tell you where
her
women.
why she
no.
disagreeing
Please.
with him. You
Texwell,
I'm gonna
no,
got
tell
I'm
you.
not about that.
I'm gonna
Texwell,
tell you where
no.
women slip on the banana peel.
Texwell, we're not
Uh
gonna do
oh.
this
Uh
Flipping
oh.
on the
Uh
romantic
what?
stuff,
He said
oh.
what?
Texwell.
Oh.
We
Saturday on
playing
the
Mario
monetize?
Kart?
Turned into
What?
Looney Tunes in this motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell
Wait,
you
what
where
did he
women.
say?
It's Saturday
I'm.
cartoons.
He
I'm. A,
said he gonna
I'm. A,
tell you why women disagree with him, Janae.
Oh,
That's what he
okay.
yeah.
said.
Oh, okay.
And I got some phone problems. So can everybody just get off, close their mic for 1 second for the handicap phone over here, my overheating iPhone.
Jesus.
So
Oh Lord.
Take it out the window, Tex.
no, I'm home today. I'm out in the yard. But
Oh.
the women are always the most to push against this. You know why? Because like women don't take nobody's advice when somebody tell them a man ain't shit. Because
Who lied
be,
to you?
They hard
because you
headed
know
in the
why?
motherfucker, huh?
You know why?
Can y'all let him tell
Because
Hold on,
y'all
let,
why
hey,
all
y'all
women,
wrong,
hold
please?
on.
thank
Got
you.
to hear this.
Because all women think that their good Lord have mercy is going to reform that man. Their stuff is, if you throw it up in the air, it's going to turn into sunshine. And they think they can change that nigga. That's why you always disagree.
Preach, Textwell.
Who lied to you?
Hold on, you said
Who
what is it called
lied?
again, Texwell?
Wait
That
a
good Lord
minute.
The
have
good Lord have
mercy.
mercy.
I,
It's going to turn into
wait,
sunshine when you throw it up in
Textwell.
the air.
Okay.
Wait a
Tell the
minute.
people
Wait. It's
again.
called what now? Wait, I missed it. What?
Good
It's
Lord have
called
mercy.
what?
The
Her
good
good
Lord have
Lord
mercy.
You
have
talking that
mercy.
real stuff.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
telling you, my
Okay.
Textwell.
girl got it
Yes.
on her.
I understood what, yes.
I just have one question for Texwell. Who lied to you? Oh, I'm sorry, two questions. And why did you believe them? Because I got men in my life that talk to me all day, every day. So who lied to you, my brother?
About what? What I was told?
That you just spewed out your mouth? That whole lie?
Oh,
So
this
you
an
don't
old
think
nigga
women think
argument.
that you don't think
Yeah.
women think their stuff is the best
Yeah,
and
he
a
is
man
old.
gonna change? That
Textual
stuff
is
is so good he gonna mend his ways and he gonna treat me
who
right?
lied to you? No,
I
I
see,
don't live
baby,
my life
baby,
like that. What's wrong with you?
on this earth
Why do you think all
53
women are like
years.
that?
Did he call her Miss
No,
Earth?
I'm.
I've
No, he
been on
been
this
on this
earth.
What'd you earth for
I
say, Shin?
53
What
years.
you
Oh, I
say?
was like, hey, listen.
I'm
What you say,
speaking from
Shin?
experience, baby. I've seen it. I've seen so many
I,
stories.
I I understand, but that's not all women. So you
I didn't
lying.
say
You
all. I didn't
lied.
say all.
You
Yes, you
damn sure
did.
said all, Mr. Tex. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
all of them then.
Them girls be thinking
Okay.
they good
Yeah,
Lord have
all of
mercy
Damn,
them.
gonna keep a
Rashawn,
man.
who
I
side
know
you
that's
on?
right,
Oh,
Mr.
my bad, my
Yeah,
Texwell.
bad.
all of them.
He did
Oh,
say
he
all.
doubled down.
Fuck it,
I
all
He
of
fucking
them.
did
believe
double
it.
down. He
Listen,
did. You
these
right.
girls be thinking they got that good
This
Lord have
is
mercy. That's
what
gonna
you
keep them.
call delusional. This is what you call delusional. This is what you call cognitive dissonance right here. I land.
What's
But
delusional is you think you can change a nigga what between your legs.
did I ever say that to you? Did I
Yeah, you
ever say
do.
that to you?
Yes, you
Did I
did. You
ever?
told me. You
No, I
told
did
me that
not
my
say that
stuff
to
is
you.
better
Why
than
are you lying?
anybody else's.
Listen, okay, now you behaving like
What?
you
Oh,
oh
when
you
she
Wait,
Oh,
said
when
old.
she
that,
say
when she
that?
said that, just
listen, I
now,
must have
Rashawn,
missed that part.
when she
Wait,
said that.
Mr. Taxwell, when she say that?
That man need
She,
a hearing
she
aid.
telling me. She's telling me by her philosophy.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh,
So
okay.
he
Oh.
just
Listen,
Oh,
I ain't gonna
he just
lie.
putting
I ain't gonna lie.
he
I
She
thought we
putting
was
had an
words in
lying.
her
old
I
people
thought
mouth.
y'all
drama.
had
give
I
me
I
thought y'all
thought it
had
was
a
a
long
I
back
thought
channel
discussion.
I was
conversation
ready
Listen,
for
going
the
on up
old people
here.
mess. I ain't
wait a
gonna hold
minute.
you.
I didn't give you a
Because she just
philosophy.
lying.
I
Them
spoke
women are
facts.
just lying. Their stuff ain't as good as mine. Yeah, I can change that
I didn't
man. He's gonna
who
be good to
told
me
you
because my
that?
stuff is
She
good.
never said that.
She said it
I
without
can't
saying it.
wait to
He's
get back to my
delusional.
good
Jesus,
Lord
Now
have
you
mercy.
man.
She said
Amen.
it without
She's
saying it.
Amen.
proving my point that he's
Mine
delusional.
getting
She
off
proved
early
my point
today.
for me. Sorry, he proved
What's
my
Mine in
point.
there
delusional is
working.
thinking
I
what
don't
between
know.
your legs is gonna change a man. That's what's delusional. And
You
All
you
also
right.
went delusional because everybody in here saying making up stuff that wasn't even said. And then nobody give no philosophy. I spoke from facts. I spoke about wisdom. Wisdom is wisdom of philosophy. Make it make sense.
well, you know what they say, and it's on my page. When a student is ready, the teacher shall appear. Tao Chao Ching.
Huh?
Hey, this nigga got the
Wait,
proverb.
say
That
that again.
Did he say
One
Hi
more
What?
Ching
time,
Chong?
When the
Tex.
student is ready, the teacher will appear. Tao
I ain't
Tao
gonna lie.
Te
I'm
Ching.
using
Tao
that. Hey,
Ching.
Jackie
listen, fellas,
Christie
the
He
said
said
next
that.
No,
time you
that's
ka-ching. He
arguing
right.
with your
said,
A
girl,
boogity boogity
Rashad,
boogity.
yeah, he said ka-ching,
Oh.
cha-ching,
the
No, I
something.
said
next
Tao
time you
Ching.
arguing with your girl,
No, I said
all
Tao
you
Ching.
gotta tell her when the student is ready, the teacher shall appear and walk off on
And you
Hey,
her
gotta say
ass.
man, listen.
cha-ching afterwards, 10.
I know she
Hey,
gonna be confused because
after
I'm
I
still
say a boogity
confused. I
boogity
ain't gonna
boogity.
lie.
Baby, don't let it go out
Oh,
the
Miss
bag.
Clarice. Yeah,
Rashad, the next time you losing an argument, just drop that on her and
I have to
walk
say when
off.
the student is ready, the teacher
I
shall
can
appear.
say some random shit when she start making a lot of sense.
He
I can
It
say
make a
said,
some
lot of
random
sense.
shit.
he said
One motherfucker, when the student is ready, the teacher shall be and walk off. And
he
then
said was goose is good for the gander, cha-ching.
Hey,
That's what
man.
he
Yeah,
said.
Tao Ching.
Tao Te
Go
Ching.
ahead,
That's
Kenya.
That's right.
crazy.
That is definitely
Look,
going on the
No,
clip of the
mean
Patreon. I'm
time.
telling y'all right now. This
look at
Clarice and Tex. Wake it up. Go
the
ahead,
quote is
Kenya.
from Tao Te Ching, not me. Tao Te Ching.
Yes, sir. We see it in your bio. You told us. I looked it up. I see you.
Kenya, who you found on that?
I didn't find nobody. It said it'll take it said I'm skipped to the head of
bullshit,
the
King
line, but
gonna
it'll
have
take
everybody
about two
review in the
hours
morning.
to approve me. So it'll take a few hours. But I the title is just so nasty because it's just like I wouldn't think that the majority of the posts would be women just having typical relationship grievances due to the fact that that's not like the purpose of the app. Now, I'm not going to say that there wouldn't be spitefulness and vindictiveness, right? In maybe a lot of the posts, but sometimes, just sometimes, I think that like these might be warranted examples. To me, what I imagine might be like the slew of it is a bunch of baby mamas saying, "Hey, he ain't seen a kid in 8 months. Just want to let y'all know he got two babies over here. Woo woo woo."
You dating him or the kids?
Stuff like
Rashad,
that.
what?
You know
What?
what?
Hey, man, listen.
This is
You
crazy,
dating him or the
Rashad.
kids?
This is just
No, but
really
see,
this
Kenya,
is
just let's just
unfortunate.
stay on that point.
This is
That's she
unfortunate.
ain't writing no review how he ain't seen the kids because I ain't let him. He
Yeah,
ain't.
that's what I'm
What?
saying.
You
That be
gotta
what's
work on. You
going
gotta work on
on.
your wording, Rashad. You gotta work on your wording. That's
Oh,
not
my
what you
bad.
said.
Listen,
What?
that's what be
Not
going
what you
on.
said.
Be keeping niggas away from the kids and then go on the internet and say he ain't seen them in
Are
forever.
you
Come on,
silly
man.
enough to think that that is the majority of what's happening?
Kenya, do you know a woman by the name of Holly Bailey? Do you? I'm just asking.
Haley has
Uh-oh.
never came and complained that he's not
No,
seeing the
but
child.
she is a woman that is actively keeping her child away from the father, right? And so if you think that she's an anomaly, I just want to be the first person to tell you that she ain't. It's a lot of them out here that's doing that shit and then run to social media and say he ain't seen these goddamn kids. It's a lot of them out here.
What would be the purpose of saying he's not seeing the kids?
To shit on them. Duh. What else would be the reason?
Duh.
Y'all gotta fight back.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
losing
actually
this
know
argument.
someone
Yeah,
that.
Rashad is actually winning today. I don't know what's
I,
going
it's
Yeah,
on.
I
not
Fight back.
because I
actually,
mean, but these are like
know.
I wouldn't I don't understand. It's like double speak. It's just so much double speak in these conversations because on one hand, you're saying that single mothers, woo doo woo doo, they do such a poor job. They're struggling. They need help. Blah 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 blah. And then on the other hand, they don't want the father to come and get the children. So do they want to go be free and be hoes or do they not? Do they want to be stuck in
Kenya,
the house with
I
the
think
kids?
that
I don't
the
understand.
obliviousness, right? Like I said earlier, you act like you don't know not a damn vindictive, spiteful woman in your life. Niggas just making
Not
all of this shit up,
many.
right?
No, like for all of my friends that have
He got a
children, for
friend.
all of my friends
Yeah,
that have children,
oh
that their
Kenya.
story is the quintessential, oh, the guy didn't want to be there, blocked you,
Kenya,
couldn't
you're
reach
getting one
out.
side of the
I have
story.
no choice but to. It's not one side of the story. I seen the message. I was there
No,
for the
there's a
for
no.
the
What I'm
Zoom
saying
child
is,
support court
what
case. I
I'm
was right
saying
next to
is,
her. Like I
there
saw what
is
he
a
said.
it is a myth that the majority of niggas don't want nothing to do with their kids. So the number of stories that they have that we see as compared to actuality, I'm telling you, actuality, it is not niggas just saying fuck them kids by and large. Right? And so when we have these apps like this, because if you look at the
Most
picture,
often than
hold
not,
on,
that is
wait.
what is
If you look at the
happening. And
picture,
that and
if you
that
look at the
goes in
picture
line
on
with
the app,
everything
right?
else that you guys say.
If you look at a picture on the app that I put in screenshot, this is a poll saying, should I date Ethan? My friend saw him out with another girl and this shit ain't got, you don't know who the girl is, why he was out with another girl. You putting him up on here and you're judging him based on half information. And I guarantee that this is what is going on that app. It's stupid.
But if I look at the screenshot, she posted the guy, right? I guess she posted it and her caption was he's ghosted me, right? So then there was a comment that said it's because he's married. So I imagine, okay, maybe this is the wife leaving this comment or somebody that knows that he's a married person.
God
So
damn, you got
so
imagination on you.
if that is just what is, I mean, that's just what you can derive from
But
that
listen, but
screenshot,
guess what?
that fake
But what if
screenshot,
he,
right? But
what if he ain't married though? Then what? He just don't
okay,
want to talk to your
you're
ass.
just imagining like all kinds of ridiculousness.
You imagine
If
it, nigga. The nigga
somebody that
wife.
knows, if
Hold
somebody
on. How is that ridiculous? You saying the majority of niggas who ghost bitches is married? How is that ridiculous?
no, I'm saying it's odd that you can't like conceptualize an instance where something happened between a man and a woman left that situation like saying that was odd or whatever it was, and then she got further information later on that said, oh, actually no, he's married with 2 kids, and maybe she didn't know that, and maybe she
No,
said,
what
oh,
I'm
okay,
saying is,
that's why that went
listen,
that way. Got it.
listen, back to Texas thing. What he said, the good Lord have mercy. Listen, what I'm saying is y'all think that y'all is God's gift a lot of times in this motherfucker, and the only reason that a nigga don't want to talk to you or be around you is something is going on nefarious. No, a lot of times niggas just don't want to fuck with you. And so we don't have to do this weird ass background check to try to make it seem like it's his fault, because like I said, the majority of niggas who ghost you ain't married. They just don't want to talk to you. So what if he's not married on that app? Now you just putting out smut on his name for no reason. That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense.
If I
And,
make a post that says,
I
oh,
see
he
Miss Larissa.
ghosted me, and that's all I attached to his name, that's not any kind of deterrent for any woman anywhere on this
Come on,
planet.
man. These hoes is crazy. You on Twitter just like I am. Stop it. Go ahead, Miss Clarissa.
So, I
I'm
know
saying Clarissa, my bad. Miss
someone.
Clarice.
It's
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
love. It's okay. I know someone that happened to. Of course, it's before social media. where the woman didn't want the man to see his kids to the point where she just up and moved the kids across state lines. Just moved the kids across state lines because she didn't, for whatever reason, whatever problem she had, she didn't want him to see his children. And it wasn't him, it was her. Because not only did it affect him, it affected his other family members from seeing um, the children because they were used to being around the children as well. So yes, it happened. It has happened.
Yeah.
And so I don't want it. I don't want because I don't know if people know that things like this do happen and may not happen, and it happens on both sides. Sometimes the men do the thing. If the man has custody of the child and he doesn't want um and he doesn't want the girl to the woman to see the child, that happens too. Another situation I know of where the guy, I don't know how true it was. I never met the girl, but would say, "Oh, the mother not nothing. The mother did this. The mother, all she want to do is to get high, and she don't want to do nothing." He could have been lying. I don't know. So he had full custody of his child.
Nah, he wasn't
So
lying if
maybe
he got full custody. The courts know she get high. She smoked that shit.
you know what? Stop it. Stop it. I can't say whether he was lying or not because I think the one time I had one interaction with the woman, I was like, she's very pleasant. Why he always talking about?
You seem normal when you ain't high. I ain't gonna lie.
So you know what?
It's the effects of narcotics.
Oh my god,
Makes it
But
happen.
please
anyway,
check the jumbo
the point
drive.
is,
That's great.
the point is, like I said, going back to the first story situation where yeah, she took the kids and moved across state lines, and it's like, what? She didn't tell you? No, she just did it. What? So this is a long time ago, but it happened. Just to keep that in mind, it happened, and I think, and like I said, it happens on both sides. So you can't pinpoint it always all women. You can't pinpoint it always all men. It happens on both sides. So yeah, I land.
Hold on, Kenyon. What you got up here? See, look at this. What you got in the jumbo? Somebody found their baby daddy on this app?
No, I sent it so you could like jump the line to get accepted if you like, send it out, if you
You trying to put
message
other
it.
women on
So
it?
I
You
sent it
doing the
to my
devil's work.
friend and that's what she said. She said, it's you. Hey girl, it's so funny you sent me this because I just heard about it for the first time yesterday. My coworker was on looking for her baby daddy. He said somebody posted him. He was probably shaking in his boots. Oh, this is
Now what's now
the black woman in tech. This really warms my heart. I gotta be
what?
honest.
How the fuck this black women? This an app. This bitch got a phone. What?
Come on, man. Y'all nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I never seen anything more disgusting this week. This is crazy.
You
On
are
one
no,
hand,
you're nasty. You're sick. Like you. Well, why wouldn't you want women to be informed? Like, why do you not want women to have
That's not what
information?
they using it for, Kenya, and you know it. That's why he keeps saying it started out
I
as
don't believe
good.
that, and when I don't believe
Kenya,
that,
You
you
don't
don't
and when
believe
believe it?
and when
hoes
No,
be
y'all
trying to
prove
look,
keep
me
niggas
wrong,
away from their
and when
kids,
I
Kenya, I
get
even though
can
on
you see
tell
there,
Halle
hold
when
Bailey.
I
on.
get on
Kenya,
there,
I
and you
can
Yeah.
tell
prove
you
me
what's
wrong,
going
I'll
on
come
that
back.
motherfucking
I'll
app
come
without having
back,
to
and I'll
download
say
it.
I was dead ass wrong. Y'all was right, but until then, I don't believe you. I think
All it
women
is a
are
Kenya,
whole bunch
posting
of bitches
vital
on there saying,
information. Vital
I went out with
information.
all it is I went out with Chris. He was a little musty.
that's awful.
That's
That
It
is
all.
might have been
vital
hot that day.
information. That
I went
needs to
out
be
with
known.
I am
It
hollering.
might have been hot.
I went out with
He was a
Jerome.
little musty.
He was a little burnt. That's all it is.
Well, well, niggas
Man,
need to know Chris
what's
Musty.
I went
what's
out with him. He
I
Kenya?
was
paid
a
for the
little
dinner with
late
his
What's
getting
cashmere
Kenya
dinner the
on.
other
problem,
night.
bro?
Like, oh, shut up.
DB, leave DB, please.
I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy. Listen, y'all do y'all due diligence, fellas, cause they got the files on y'all ass. Women that miss their call, and I think all y'all belong working for the FBI. All y'all that miss y'all
Yeah, it
goddamn
wouldn't took
caller.
us 15 years to find those summer if we had some of y'all work it.
Yeah, if we
Well,
had some women on the case, we would have found that fuck
it
nigga a
was
lot
some women on the
earlier.
It
case.
was
Actually,
a
it was some
woman
white
that
women.
found him.
Oh, it was?
It was some
Yes.
white women. That's
It
yeah.
was a white
Hey
woman that
man,
found his
listen.
ass.
Expeditiously. Y'all that miss y'all calling. Y'all creating apps to throw smut. Jesus Christ.
Rashad,
Fellas,
what you think they saying about you on the app?
that I'm a
Huh.
nice, wholesome
I
young
can't
man.
wait to find out.
Look,
Nice,
Definitely
he
putting
ain't
your name.
finna
I'm
be up
putting
all night
Rashad on
looking
the
all of us
alert
up.
name list. I'm putting that name
nice,
in so I can get alerts on that name.
wholesome young man. A lot of class. I've exposed them to a lot of different things. And they wish they can have me back. I think that's the only thing that could be said about me. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Nah,
are so
Rashad.
delusional. That's cute.
That's the only thing that could be said about me.
You
That's
know
so
what, Rashad? I
delusional.
fuck with it. That's the only thing they said about bro. 100. They ain't say he was
They
short or
said that
nothing.
they made a men's one, and so I don't understand like what's the big hoopla. Go and make your own and warn your brethren.
No, any man on that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a progressive. But if you are on the male version of the T app,
You a dweeb, just like these bitches. They
It's
some
definitely
losers
lame for niggas to be on
if
it
they on
too. So
it.
I don't. It's
Oh yeah,
gender
yeah. Oh, I
neutral
see what
lame.
y'all
So
saying. If for the niggas get on there and
I
look up
know, I know
look up a
women
woman.
protecting
That's what
themselves is
y'all saying.
lame. I see the tactics. I
That's
know.
some loser shit,
I
just
No,
like
you
these
know.
if you
bitches.
looking
I'm
up a woman
sure.
on there, you
I'm
lame too.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure. I see the play. I see all from a mile away. I know.
What's the
you gonna
play,
let the
Kenya? What play you seeing?
The play, yeah, they're
Cause we over
losers.
we over here
No, she's
sitting
not a
looking like angels in
loser
the outfield.
for
She is a
saying
loser.
she's not a loser for telling people that you ran out on the bill. No, we need to know that. That is crazy.
No, I'm saying loser bitches is the only bitches that's on there anyway. Just looking up information
So
on
you
a
saying
nigga
the
because she
world
got
need to
no
know?
discernment.
Wait, Ken, you saying the world need to know that I ran off on the Waffle House?
Yes,
and
Tang.
then what that got to do
I
with
do
you?
think so.
Is you gonna fuck with this nigga or
Because
not?
if
You
That
not
I
gonna
shit
have,
fuck with
so
this nigga for real, for
goofy,
if
real?
I have sisters and daughters and cousins and whatnot, we need to inform, okay, the females in our community of men that they
Well,
need
why
to steer
you ain't
clear
had
of.
$28 for the Waffle House? You a brokey?
Yeah,
If
where
he
your
ran
money
out,
at?
I
Why
must
you
have
broke?
paid
You
it. Oh, I didn't go to jail.
now
I mean, I
I'm on
must
a
have paid it
now
if I
I'm on a
left
date with a
free.
brokey. She can't afford Waffle House. Ugh,
You want to
If
put it on
I
me?
left freely,
Get your money
I
up,
must
not your
have paid the
funny
bill.
up.
100.
Well, just be honest, Ten, and say you can't afford the Waffle House. Say, can you pay this time? Just be honest,
You see
man.
how they never even thought of that, even in the hypothetical, that never even occurred to them.
What you mean? I was
These are the
what
problems.
you mean?
These
I ain't
are
got
the
to
real
tell you.
problems in the
I was
community.
honest when I grabbed my pockets and nothing. You didn't see nothing. Clenched up.
You should have been
Nigga started
honest
patting.
when we were walking through the
The
door.
fuck?
Hey man,
That's when
ain't
the
She
nothing
said
worse
the
honesty.
than
nigga
you
was
out with a
honest when
nigga
he sprinted
and he
up out
start patting
there.
his goddamn pockets. Hey man, come on, dog. I ain't going out with you ever again. You start patting your fucking pockets when the bill come. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
The
I was
pocket
honest.
pat
You
is really
no,
crazy.
Rashad. I was honest because I didn't ask for the bill, bitch. You did. Okay, that's how we got here.
I thought we was about to go back to your place. I was trying to get us up out of
We
here.
we is once you pay.
That's crazy.
Or
This
let's
is
be
just
exciting and dine in this together. We create
he
memories on
does
the first
not
date.
Yeah, stop
Who
being the
diminish
said
boring
dine
what
in
bitch.
I
this
talked about in the
together is
Bible.
Let's run
crazy?
off on the bill.
It's not the
Boring
same
ass.
Let's
mess.
run off on this shit together, man.
I thought you was adventurous. You got spontaneous in your bio, bitch. Let's go.
Criminal
Come on,
activity was not a part of that.
bitch. Listen, you type my name in and they said that nigga steal from the goddamn self checkout in Walmart. Whoever said it, send me their name because I got something for
Oh,
them.
now that is a good question. Can you see who said something about you?
Yeah, send me their name. I got something for them.
I think if you search like by name, then any
But
name
Kenya,
that's
let me ask you this, right? So how you know this just ain't a bitter woman like
for
diminishing
your own discern.
y'all
How
determined ain't good.
that
Y'all
is for
determined ain't good.
you. Now here's what I will give you. Right, I think most people are dumb. that would be women included. I'm not saying that this is just about to be some high integral, high intellectual. I'm not saying none of that, right? But I'm saying if it can be helpful if there are women posting the instances that we had already, gave passes to, meaning abuse, meaning, things that are actually
No, I
harmful
get
or
that. Let's
detrimental.
stay away from that. We're not
So
talking about
what I'm
that.
saying
That
is
I
if
support.
you're a woman and you see something and it just quite it could really be chalked up to you just had a bad experience with this guy. That's unfortunate for you, but that there's nothing in here, that would bar him from dating, right? Like because that really should be the barometer. This is a man that should not be in the dating pool.
Well, me running off a Waffle House ain't got nothing to
From
do
that,
with how good of a date I am. She had fun, right? I made her laugh. She enjoyed herself all the way up until the Waffle House came up.
if I enjoyed my time with you and then the bill comes and you are penniless, I think the woman does reserve the right to say nah, because at that point there's a
Oh,
dishonesty
so our
there.
love
You
is based
shouldn't
on how
have
much money
taken
I
me.
got.
100. That's
You
what
No,
I'm
it's
don't
not
love
saying.
me
based
for
That's what
on
I'm
it's
real.
not
saying,
based
bro.
on how much money you have. If I already accepted the Waffle House date, right? I mean, so clearly it's not about the money. I must have wanted to get to know you. We're going to Waffle House. If you didn't have enough money for the
No
Waffle
Waffle House smut
House,
up here. I ain't gonna hold it.
if you didn't have enough money for the Waffle House and you walked through these doors with me under the pretense that you did have money for the Waffle House, you're a liar and broke. And I need to tell my sisters.
Nah, them hoes don't care. I ain't gonna lie. This is a nasty app. Good luck with your
I don't
finds.
like that. Because
You don't like
if you
what,
ain't tell,
Tam?
cause if you come on this date and you ain't tell me about Nate and how your ass was in the bind that one time, you a liar. I'm thinking I'm
Wait, say
going
that
on a date
again.
with a wholesome woman. Hmm.
Wait, what makes the woman a liar? Say that again.
I'm just
He said, "Be transparent all the way. Don't try to hold me to the level of transparency that you not."
If
That's what
she's
he's saying.
telling you she's short on the bill, that's transparent. She's telling you on the date.
no, she not. She
Nah,
not
she
telling.
should. She
These women is not telling niggas when they was in a bind and they had to call Nate King. You know they not. Come on.
Oh,
They would
you're saying,
definitely never
oh,
call
okay. They're
themselves a
not
broke.
telling
Come
Oh,
what,
on
what
now.
they
okay.
did when they was in a bind.
Right. I'm not telling you when I'm in a bind.
Did you ask her? Did you?
I just so
That
happen
has
to be in a
even
bind
nothing,
when I'm
okay, but
with you.
Suave ain't no
that has
swindle.
nothing to do with us sitting right here at this table paying for our meal that we just
Yes,
enjoyed
it
together.
do.
That
It's
has
just a
nothing to do
different
with
type of
that.
Well,
bind.
let me.
My
Are you
bind with
eventually
you.
gonna tell him, Kenya?
I mean, over time, when you grow with the person, you start to tell
Well,
them more
over
things of
time,
your
I'm gonna tell
life.
you about that
So
Waffle House money.
that
Oh,
might come
come
up
on.
eventually. Yes, it might never,
Y'all are not telling niggas that
based
y'all done
on
did.
what I
Hold
think
on,
about
wait.
you.
Hold on, wait. Y'all not telling niggas that one time you did something strange for a piece of change. Stop it. Stop it.
That's not that can't be true because men say that they get those stories and then they say, "Oh, this is a woman that I knew I couldn't wife." Like so clearly,
No, we find
women
out
are
from going through
telling
your
men these
phone.
things.
Hey, fellas, let me tell you something. That hidden folder in her phone, yes, sir.
You going through her phone, Sean?
Hey, man, listen. No, I'm not going through it, but I'm telling you, it might be some gems in there. Um,
Man actually did that to me, and that was very
you
traumatizing.
you
So the
might.
fact that you would even like advocate for men to like invade women's
No, Kenya, we don't want to hear that shit. You on the T app. Nigga can't do background check in your phone, but you gonna do a background check with some random bitches on the internet?
that is
Stop
completely different.
it.
For you to
We
invade
No,
don't
my
want to
it,
hear
how
that
is it
privacy,
shit.
different? Wait, how is
That's
it
not
different?
different at all, Kenya. That's not different at
How
all.
the
I'm
fuck
getting
is
the
it
information
different?
from the source. I don't need no random hoe on the internet telling me. I'm getting it from the source. It's not different at all.
integrity wise, that is different.
Nah, ain't no integrity.
Shit is disgusting, man.
Ain't no integrity. You
Sad.
Why
got six
you
different
broke
niggas in that hidden
into my,
folder.
you
Stop
snuck into
it.
my
You can't
phone
pull
when
no
I was
integrity
asleep.
play when you operating in nasty work. That's disgusting.
Kenya, you got if a joint got 6, 7 niggas in that hidden folder, hey man, some decisions
I
are gonna have to be
I don't
made.
I mean, hey, if he did that and that's how he found out, good for him because he needed to know that. So that's something that should be known so that he could leave her. Sure. Like that's really not the big issue. I understand that, but it's like you guys understand that on the flip end with men, but then when it comes to women doing it, oh my god, you're such losers. Like that's crazy.
No, I just think even swap ain't no swindle. I wouldn't do it. Last time I went through a phone, I vowed to never do it again.
I'm just trying to figure out how this makes sense.
Yeah,
What?
Kenya, she need to take a sip of the truth juice, man.
I'm, but you
She got
guys are
her
still not. I'm not operating on the assumption that these are all this frivolous ass. Oh, I didn't like him. Tea. I'm not operating on that assumption. I'm
No,
operating under
no,
the assumption
no,
it's some
Kenya.
real shit in
I'm
there.
not operating on it. I'm not operating on that either. What I am operating on is the behavior of women, and from
The
experience, right?
behavior of what? Do you have a problem with the registry, with the sex offender registry? Like, do you?
the fuck are we talking about? Sex offender registry. He talking
How
about
the
regular
fuck did we get
declos. See,
here? What?
this what y'all like to
No,
do.
because what?
Build up
If
extremes.
I'm saying women creating an
How did
app
what
for the
I said
purpose of
get the
warning
sex
other
offender
women
reg?
about predators, if I'm saying women creating an app for the purpose of warning other women about predators, if I'm
Yeah,
saying
we
I think
not
that that's
talking
perfectly
about the
fine and
intent.
We're not talking about that,
We
Kenya.
not
See
talking
you.
about the intention. We talking about what's going on that motherfucker. I can tell.
women being, I don't care about
I
women
can
getting
tell
on
from
an
this
app
highlighter
and being
green
messy.
and these
I
black
don't care.
letters
I don't
what's
care.
going on that motherfucker, and it ain't what you talking about.
Okay,
So,
we
10, what
will
you're
see.
saying is that if the app is used for what it's intended to use, like to keep people safe, it's
Oh yeah,
good.
I fuck with
But if
that.
it's just to spread, but it's for something else, it's not good.
If it's there to spread propaganda,
And I
Yeah,
know
I agree
women,
with
and
that.
that's all they
I agree
do
with
about
that.
some niggas once they hurt.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Let
agree
me
with
tell
that.
you,
I definitely
listen,
agree
it's
with
a
that.
nigga named Charles on that app that got a little penis and ain't gonna never get no hoes now. I'm telling you. Cause two bitches said so cause they started fucking with Charles.
Not Mr.
I'm
Charles.
telling you now, like it's some shit on
Mr.
that motherfucking
Charles.
app, man. I ain't even gotta download it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that the app might just have craziness on it.
But
I
why
know
would
it
you
got
have if
craziness on it.
you're fine if you understand the concept of a man needing to sneak in a woman's phone to find out when she was selling pussy on the side to pay the bills, you mean to tell me women aren't allowed to know about your micro penis so that they can abstain from you as well based on what their standards
It's
are?
my
Like, why is
business.
it so one way?
Listen, because you think it's
Wait a
one way,
minute.
but it's the other. Listen, that's my business. Don't be putting my business out on the
Right.
street.
You
Let her
kept
find out when she find out.
you kept your $60 pussy selling ass close to the chest. Let bro keep his little dick to himself.
Ah,
The fuck?
That bitch took that 62.
that's my business.
It's
Nasty
ridiculous.
individual. Yeah,
Okay,
listen,
She wanted,
that whole statement was just
she
crazy.
wanted 80, but had to take that 60.
listen, bargaining for the pussy is crazy. You gonna talk her down? How she taking discounts on was
Hey, talking
crazy.
her down for the Gucci is not like, oh shit.
Crazy. Unreal. Y'all niggas is something else. Whew.
Nah,
I
Kenya,
got a
Just
hotel.
DB. It's only DB.
it's all good, Kenya. We know, you think on two sides of the street. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, sugar. It's okay.
Nah, she got her cape on, her woman cape on every time she come up here. Can you be prepared?
No, and I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? At least
It's
she real
somebody
consistent
got
in
to
her
do it. I the
arguments
shit.
though.
I be the only one. Somebody got to do it.
She
Nobody.
don't never waver,
Nobody
so
will
she
do
don't
it.
never waver. She be real consistent.
Very consistent,
Damn
Kenya.
it.
I give it to you.
Nobody will do it.
Every time Kenya in the request, I roll my eyes. I
Who's
ain't
gonna
gonna
stand
lie.
up for the girls?
I know fuck shit is
Who's
not
gonna stand
far
up for the girls?
when Kenya is in the
Ooh,
request.
it's
Fuck
not
shit.
me.
Now Kenya, let me ask you this. Just be honest with me. You gonna search your man name on that shit, ain't you?
Man, listen, I can't wait to get in there. Tell you something
Nasty.
right now.
Now
I'm
let me
telling
ask
you
you something,
something right
Kenya.
now.
What would be a deal breaker?
Oh, that's a
A
good
deal
question.
breaker would be the things that I said before. Anything that is untoward, anything that is harmful. Okay. If you choke somebody up, yes, we're going to have to discuss that. Okay. If you did anything
If
that
my
can cause
girl bring me
harm.
something that a bitch said on a random app and say we gotta discuss it, if you don't get the fuck out my face, are you crazy?
Okay. But answer the question. Did you choke her? Yes or
Are you
no? Did you choke her?
crazy,
Did you choke her? Yes or
Kenya?
no? Did you choke that lady?
Do not bring nothing to that man that you
But
have
did
found
you
off his
choke
app.
that lady? But did
Are
you
you
though?
crazy,
But
Kenya?
did you though? That
I hope
that's really what that's really where we need
I
to
hope
stay at.
somebody do
But
say
did
it.
you?
I think, I believe that a woman should know if a man got a small penis because,
Whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa.
what if she falls in
Tex,
love with
Oh,
this guy?
what side is you on, Tex?
What if she? I'm speaking from as a father of a young lady.
I got a
So
daughter too, Tex.
I feel so
okay, well,
bad for her. She
yeah, me
doomed.
too. So look, so like, if a man got a small penis, what if he courts the woman and all his stats are right, right? His money's right, his attitude is right, his morals are right. She falls in love with the guy, and then she found out he got a small penis at the end. But
Tex,
on the other hand,
Did you see Friday
I can't remember it.
when Smokey Mama said go to the store, she only gave him $1 and she said make it
Okay.
enough. Hey man, listen, she might have to make it enough. Love is love.
No, but that's not fair, man. But on the other hand, you might want people to know that you have a small penis because maybe you're a woman who has a exceptionally tight, Lord have
Oh,
mercy,
oh
and you
we
don't want
at
a big,
it's 310, Tex.
and you don't want a big man. You understand?
Anyway,
It's
so
310. Where we
let's
at?
go back to the app.
that nigga Rashad said, man, this the afternoon, man.
Sad, the light's still out. Sun out, Tex. I ain't gonna lie, Kenya, don't bring that shit to that man. I'm not gonna lie. If my girl bring me anything that she done seen off the T app, it
So
ain't gonna be
where does
good.
okay? So
No,
can I bring you
Kenya one of
something
them
that I
women that
found on
believe
Case
all women. I'm
Search?
telling you.
Can I bring you something that I found on Case Search? Can I bring you like
Hey,
the government
search.
document? Can I bring you that? Is that better?
So you looking up a
No,
nigga
So I
criminal
can't bring
history?
you anything.
no,
Okay, got
don't
it,
No,
bring me
got it,
shit.
no. Okay,
got it.
okay. Wait a
I'll
minute.
just do what I got to do when I
No,
find the
Kenya. Let me
information.
ask you
Thank
this,
you,
Kenya.
thank you.
Kenya,
There's
Kenya.
nothing to
Hold on, wait,
discuss.
but what does that have to do? Oh, go ahead, Tim.
There's
Kenya.
no. You said
Hold
so.
on, wait, wait,
Basically,
wait, wait,
there's
wait.
Hold
nothing
on,
to
Kenya.
discuss. So when I
Hold on.
find anything, I
Kenya,
won't discuss it with
Kenya,
you. I'll
Kenya.
just do what I gotta do.
Sugar. This is why I call y'all slow. Okay. If you have any inkling to look up a nigga, stop fucking with said nigga.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what you
All right.
mean by that.
Wake it up. They just
All right.
looking for
But
something to
You
be
don't
mad
make
that's your
any
about,
And
bro.
discern.
They
sense.
looking for
That's
You
what
don't
something.
you
make
call
any sense.
discernment. That's your discernment
That's
telling
called
you
no.
something.
Yes, my discernment was looking you up. What are you talking about?
Like I said, the
Your
discernment is meant to be.
discernment, something went
This
off
app is meant for the birds with the
in your
bozos.
chakras telling you something ain't
No,
right about this nigga.
not if that is just what she does as standard. If a woman decides that she's now
Ain't no
starting to
bitch
speak
doing
to
this in that
somebody
standard for real.
on a serious exclusive basis, and whenever she does get into those situations with men, she decides that she goes and she looks them up just to see whatever's there. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. So many women have found insane things that they probably would not have known had they not went and it's public information. Go, yes. I think you should. Like I don't understand. Like it's almost I'm gonna be honest. Like it'd be a key sometimes, but it's a bit unsettling and off putting that you have such the problem with women being like informed or prepared or protected in any stance. I'm not saying she got to say anything to you. I'm not saying she got to treat you weird. I'm not saying that. But there's nothing wrong with her on her own time. Okay, on her phone in her room at night, going and searching your name in case. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if
Kenya,
anything, and if nothing is in there but bitch traffic violations and the
Hey
apartment
man, any
complex
girl looking me
taking you
up,
to court for
Kenya,
she could get
unpaid
the
rent,
fuck.
Kenya,
Keep it a
then
Kenya.
stack.
there's no problem. What are you scared?
Kenya, let me tell you something. If any bitch feel like they gotta look me up, just leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me alone. Why we even gotta do this if you second guessing my character and who I am? Why are you
So
here?
what you got to
Why
hide,
would that
brother?
be second guessing versus confirming?
That's
I
exactly
already
what that
think you're a
is.
Confirming
man of good
what?
character. What is in there that would
No.
unconfirm that
But
for
this is what
me?
I'm asking
Do
you.
you
Confirming what? Because if I am treating you well, you looking up anything
Rashad, do
from a
you
nigga
think
past, what does
so?
that
So
mean?
Rashad, you would have a daughter, and you would say it's a problem for her to get in a serious situation with a man and go and do her own due diligence to make sure that the nigga's not a fucking ex serial killer from the 90s. Like I don't like what would be the beef with that?
If you
Like if it's
have to
nothing in
look
there,
that
bitch, it's nothing
nigga
in
up,
there. Okay,
if you
great.
have
You
to
had some
look him
parking
up,
tickets. So
leave him
what?
alone.
Like so I don't under so when she finds a domestic violence case, when she finds old child porn charges, when a woman does find something
God damn, this the
that
worst
is
of the worst
something
niggas.
Yeah,
worth
and like
finding, you
you got
don't live in
all
the real
these
world.
worst
You
case
guys do
scenarios.
not live in the real
Kenya,
world, and that troubles me.
every
You
time you
don't
open your
live in the
mouth,
real world.
every time
Because
you open your mouth, you got the worst
I'm
case
no,
scenario of
Rashad.
what
I'm
niggas is talking
saying
about.
no. What I'm doing is I'm saying that I'm equating it to necessary things such as that. I'm not saying that she should use that for the frivolous things that you're talking about. I'm saying in the instance where something like that would be found out, that is a good, and all of it, the whole culmination of it makes it worth the greater good for her to do that. That is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if you got a
Women,
type of nigga
women
name,
like Kenya
hold on,
scare me, bro.
if
These
you got
women
a
like they
if
scare the
you
fuck
gotta
out.
type a nigga name in the Court Doc app, then you gotta type a nigga name in the T app, then you gotta have another level of confirmation. Just find the
Rashad, I'm
nigga
not
that you
talking
don't have to
about
do
that.
that. That's
Rashad, I'm
egregious.
not talking about that. I'm talking
This
about
shit
any
scares
woman.
me,
I'm not
bro.
talking, you're making it, the conversation that I'm having is a woman searching a man in any capacity or in any instance. I'm not saying it has to be every single social media app known to man. I'm saying if she decides to go look him up in any instance, you're saying that that is like problematic. And how could that be?
Like I said, if you feel
No,
like you
no,
gotta do
K-
that,
What
then
is
you
the
Kenya.
don't.
problem? No, because it's
Hold
not
on, hold on,
about
hold
no
on.
man hating shit. It's just about
No,
in every other conversation, in any other context where we're
Kenya,
perfectly cognizant of harm in the
Kenya,
world, of things
Kenya,
that can happen.
Kenya. This not about no man hating. What we telling you in so many words is you don't know how to use discernment. Because if you did, if you had that thought, that would be your body, your discernment telling you, I shouldn't be fucking with this nigga.
That's just not the way the world works.
So
You
why?
don't.
So why you?
People
So
don't do anything that you shouldn't do definitive things on
So
hunches. If
what
you
way
can't,
does do the world
information
work?
can help you. Information can help you. Okay. If the police think you did something, bitch, they gotta go find out
So
for real.
so
File
so
complaint.
why
Somebody
don't
can't go do
so
nothing
Kenya,
on a hunch.
Kenya, real
What are you
quick
talking about?
before y'all go on a date with a
And
nigga,
anytime
why
any
don't y'all
accusation has
come
ever
on,
came up
Kenya,
on
let me
this
up.
app,
Kenya,
no, because DB,
Kenya, fuck
anytime an
all that.
accusation has ever came up on this app,
Fuck it.
where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork?
Okay, cool. I was about to say, so why don't y'all women before y'all go on a date, those that this scared and don't trust themselves to vet a nigga out? Why don't y'all just go to the police report or go tell a nigga wherever the fuck you go find all this
No,
documented
because DB, it doesn't have to be
information that
about me
y'all
being
need to
scared.
no,
Why
no,
are you making
listen.
it this like
wait,
I
Listen.
you
don't have to
looking a
be
nigga up
scared.
and you ain't scared?
Listen. Before you to avoid, right?
This
Right?
is
'Cause y'all don't wanna go through
this is
shit, right?
insane. I feel like you're just, like, why are you guys like purposely just not
Okay. All right,
understanding my
somebody else talk to
point?
her. Because I'm trying to
No,
I'm
because
trying to have a
what?
conversation where it makes sense.
DB, that doesn't make
It don't.
sense. You're loading it up with so many assumptions that are not needed for that honestly aren't needed for
Aren't
the
y'all doing the
conversation. I
same?
don't gotta be
Are
scared.
y'all?
I don't have to be already wary of you. That could just be something that a woman has. If she did it once before and she found something that was crazy enough, she just said, you know what, I'm gonna just start doing that from now on. If she's heard of that before and
I
she
don't know.
finds
You
that it
losing me
could be
now.
helpful, that's just something that she does. It doesn't have to be because she already feels weary of you or she feels that like that doesn't it doesn't have to be that. If there's nothing on there of any substance or importance, then what the fuck
Kenya,
do it
that
matter?
mean Kenya,
You would never
what you
know.
saying?
You would never
What you
know she
saying
did it
is
if there's nothing to talk about.
I'm looking for an excuse to either leave this nigga or be
Or
with
to
this nigga.
confirm that he crazy like the
No,
rest
that
of these
That
niggas
what?
is.
that's what you doing if because if you got that
Do
feeling you need
you
to leave
guys
him.
know? Okay, do you guys accept that people can lie, that human beings can lie
Oh,
and
now
not
you
be
just out
truthful
here
about
getting
things, right?
tricked.
Now how we lying? Now how we
No,
what?
what she's going to go to is all of these niggas out here are masterminds and just
Oh
tricking
my
hoes.
Hey,
God.
They showing
Rashad,
up
I'm
one
not.
way and then another
Why
way.
do you
Like,
delusional
guys
of
need
stop
to
living,
it.
jump to these
niggas living triple
extremes?
and
Why do you
double,
guys
double
need
and
to jump
triple
to these
lives.
extremes to
These
justify
niggas is
what
They
you're
fucking
get they
saying?
get the
To
masterminds.
good
extreme?
version,
If
but
a
once he leave
We
the
woman,
jump
house,
to extreme?
he in
you're
psychotic
jumping
land.
to extremes. You are, because it's
Kenya, you
Alright,
just gave us a soliloquy about
get it.
sexual assault and beating folks up and all kind of
I'm
shit. Now we
saying,
agree?
yes, and these are
Stop
things
it.
that do happen in the world. They are things that happen in this world. So if if we know that they happen, and if the people don't walk around with these labels stitched to their fucking collars and shirts and tattooed on their foreheads, right? And and people that probably do have these proclivities and do these activities probably aren't going around hollering out that they do, right? They operate in society like everybody else. They're your brothers. They have family, bitch. They related to somebody, okay? So these are people that you are amongst. So if I'm navigating the dating scene, right, and I'm just meeting random men, and then a random man that I don't know is not referred from nobody, he ain't a family friend, bitch, nobody know him, and I'm talking to him and he's telling me everything and everything's woo 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 and I really do like him, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me doing a quick little search, ho, and if I don't find anything, I don't see what's the problem. It's almost, y'all scaring me a bit. You talk about I'm scaring you, bitch, you're scaring me.
You scaring
You
us.
scaring me.
You scaring.
The
Well,
fuck are y'all talking about?
we gonna be
I'm
I
scared of
could,
this
I
afraid.
just,
motherfucker then.
I could never deal with no woman like that. I know that.
Ah, Kenya, you one of a kind. Not gonna lie. This is the most ridiculous shit. Listen,
I feel like
ladies,
she got voodoo, like hanging shit on the, like it's
Now
just
how the
weird
voodoo
around her
come into
house.
play?
I'm just
How
saying
the voodoo?
she got some type of or some weird shit over her damn threshold. There's just all type of goofy shit going on. I just know that. Women like her,
Y'all are dangerous
uh.
individuals. Dangerous.
yeah,
Very
this.
dangerous. It
Now
don't
I
make
ain't
no
put
damn
I ain't
sense. It's like
now
nothing
Kenya
I said was that deep or that dark. Like
Kenya, I
nothing
ain't
had
gonna
to be
put the
that.
voodoo on you. I'm
Nothing
gonna put
had
the
to be
slow
that.
do on you
Cause
though.
it's
I'm gonna
not.
put the slow do
Like
on
I
your ass.
said, if it's nothing but parking
Sprinkle that
tickets
slow
and
do
your
on
old
you.
That
evictions
slow
from
do on your ass.
2013, I don't see the problem.
Listen,
I don't see the
I'm
problem.
gonna sprinkle that slow dust. I ain't gonna lie, Kenya. This is a listen. I just feel like if you gotta look somebody up, don't fuck with them
That
because
doesn't, I think that
because I
doesn't make
also
sense.
think
I don't, cause you're not saying the logic behind that. That
hold
doesn't
on,
make
okay, because I
sense.
also think
What
that
other women
it
here?
doesn't stop there, right? I think if you want to find something, you gonna do your damnness to find
It's
something.
not about me wanting to find something. Why would no, I would hope that I don't. What? Me checking, you double check in
Kenya,
everything else in life. It's nothing wrong with doing
if
due
you are
diligence.
in
But now when
marital,
it comes to men, due diligence is
hold
absolutely
on, no,
bad
no. What I'm
and
saying,
scary
no.
and horrible. And
So
you should just trust,
what Ten said is the
you should
traditionalism.
trust
Y'all want
everything a
it
man says
when it
100% of the
benefits you.
time or else you're a weirdo.
Hold on. What Ten said is y'all want the level of traditionalism and a lot of other instances and where it benefits y'all the most. And so we hear constantly how niggas shouldn't care about a bitch past all the time. And then now these hoes making apps and looking your name up in the police logbook and you saying, well, what's the issue? But if a nigga say he got a bad review or he heard your name out here in these streets, you go, oh, you gonna believe the street? Like the shit don't make no sense. And so that's why it's like either you want it one way or you want it the other way. And
Rashad,
nope.
I don't have a problem with men speaking amongst themselves about one. I don't care what men decide to
Girl, we
share
ain't
with
talking
men. I
about
don't
you.
care about
Why you
that.
keep saying that? Why you keep thinking niggas talk about you? I said y'all.
I don't think most women care either.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, Ten,
That's I
break out the
would
slow
think
dust.
that
Hey,
women assume
slow
that y'all
dance. I'm
do that
telling you, we gonna
anyway.
sprinkle
Men
that
are
bitch around. I'm
chatty
telling you.
patties. Men talk a lot amongst each other. So I think women already assume that would go on.
She's right.
Listen, I definitely when I was talking to joints back in where I was definitely sending her picture out in the group chat. Do y'all know her? Wake it up. Gotta do it.
Thank you.
Nigga, you
Thank
was the T
you.
app then. So why are you
Exactly. I
Got
arguing
to
should
with
do
I
it.
Kenya?
should be
Listen,
But
saying what I've
hold
been
on,
So
real
you
forced
quick.
to
are the
endure
T
in this
app.
Real,
space.
God,
real
did
And
quick.
I
y'all
would
scare
But
her
stop.
like
after
I
she
would
made sense?
like
Hold on,
to
real quick. But
call
stop.
Rashad,
out
are you
Why? Hold
crazy?
on.
to what
Why
I've
did
been
you do that?
forced to endure is crazy
Kenya
in this space.
literally was saying this the
They
whole
jumped
But
time.
stop.
me and he did it. And
Kenya,
they jumped
hey,
I
me.
was over
hold
here.
on.
Hold
He
up.
did it.
Hold
If,
up.
if
I was
Janae,
over
Hold
here
on.
agreeing with you,
if
Kenya. I
Janae,
ain't gonna
bring her
lie to you,
up.
Thank you,
Kenya. You
Johnny.
was
I was
holding,
waiting for a
you were
Hold
second
on,
holding
to
your
get
Janae.
own.
off
Hold up.
because I was fighting all by
Wait,
myself.
hold on. You was holding your own, Kenya. I didn't agree fully with some of the reason, but you're right.
Fully.
There's nothing wrong with due
Nah,
diligence.
Kenya took a
Janae,
L.
how many
I ain't gonna
niggas you
lie.
done looked
Nah.
up?
No, I didn't. Y'all sound
100. She
crazy.
definitely
Wait,
took a
DB, I
L.
don't know if you was up here.
Kenya,
I
you took
told
a
this
L.
story
She
Stop
when
it.
I
definitely
was
took a
when
L.
I was dating and I met. So first off, I met the dude off a dating app, and I don't know something about it. I looked his ass up and found out he had like 4 mugshots. I absolutely looked him up.
They're saying you should have never
You know
did
you
that
get
and
a
you're a
mug.
lame ass
You know
bitch for
you
looking
get
him
caught
up.
driving
No,
a
no, no,
big
no,
suspended
no. Tell
license. You
Johnny
going
she
to
a lame
jail.
asshole for
That
looking
should
him
be,
up.
nah, she a lame.
No,
But
that's not
anyway,
what we
I'm going
said.
to say
No,
she a
no, no.
lame.
Hold
I'm
on.
just
That's not
saying.
what.
Wait. That's not what we said.
I
Hold on, wait.
hate
That's
DB.
not what we said.
That's not what
DB
we
said if you
said.
got the T app, you lame,
Right.
in which I agree.
We saying if you look.
That's a double mute. We don't do that over here. Not to
I'm
black men. Fish in the
saying
air.
all y'all ass crazy though, but specifically
No,
Kenya.
we saying if you get the notion to look somebody up and still fuck with a nigga, you stupid, you slow, and you a
Y'all
lame bitch.
don't get
That
it.
doesn't.
Y'all don't
I don't.
understand the
It doesn't make
point.
That's
Y'all
what
sense.
don't.
That
Y'all
doesn't
don't.
make
Y'all
any
don't
fucking. I
understand the
keep waiting to
point.
hear the
That.
logic
All
behind that
right, hold on.
statement, and
Can
I'm
I?
not
Can
hearing
I?
it.
Can I give a
That don't make
POV
no
to this
damn
because y'all
sense.
just keep saying this and it sounds good, but it don't make no sense, right? As much as y'all talk about dating fatherless bitches, let's be
Can't
very
do it.
clear.
Don't you ever do it.
You lying ass nigga. You just said you wanted one the other day. Okay. Let's keep it a buck, right? Once you get to a certain age, sometime, and I'm not saying this is across the board, which is why I think that's why I said I agree with most of what Kenya said, not everything. There are going to be times, especially the way people date nowadays, we're not meeting people through friends. We're not necessarily having like, oh, this person, oh, I think this person would be good for you. There's not a lot of vetting. Number one. Number two, sometimes people do lean into their circumstances of, okay, well, I know I got this over here and I know that she may not know and da da da, whatever. That's on both sides. We know it applies to women too. But the point of the matter is if a girl or a man wants to see, let me just look up their name to see if her name is actually Kenya. There is nothing wrong with that. If somebody says, I want to look up Jonay, see if her name is actually Jonay before dating me, I'm not going to be like, you shouldn't even be on the dating market. You're a lame ass bitch. That's stupid. It is absolutely okay. Now, when you start going crazy trying to look up their house, their family, that we're not talking about that. I don't even think anybody's getting crazy with the how much information you look up. But if this is, and I want y'all to understand, Rashad, you said this before. You met your girl off a internet dating site. If your dumb ass went straight on a date with her and didn't just at least maybe look up to see if she had an Instagram to see if who she was on that profile was who she was somewhere else, nobody's looking at you crazy.
No, I definitely had to get
It's the
the
same
Instagram.
But
thing.
that's
Definitely had
not
to get
what
the
we're
Instagram.
talking about though.
No, but it is the same thing
No,
conceptually.
it's the same principle. It's
When
not the same
right, but
thing.
when I said
There's a difference.
looking a person's name up on case search, y'all said that that was absolutely insane. So Howard, that's
Jay, you
double
was talking
speak.
about evictions and all. You said all kind of shit.
No,
You
I'm
know, that's
saying
why
if
that's
there's
some stuff I
nothing
wouldn't
but
agree with. I ain't real
evictions
no
on
eviction.
there, what's the problem? What you scared for?
No, I'm saying that you having that level, like, because even if you say, all right, safety, right? You see if the nigga was beating hoes up in his past. All right, cool. Whatever. Right. But then you getting like
No,
to
that's
Jonay's
it.
point,
It
looking
stops right
deeper
there. That's all
into
I was
his
saying, Rashad.
history.
You don't
Yeah,
know. You
looking deep
stop
into
it
the history,
right
that's not what I'm
there.
talking about.
That's all I was saying, Rashad. When you said, "Oh, about that," you look, you that was it. That's the whole point. That's all I'm caring about. Anything else that's on
Man,
there
fuck
is
all
not
that,
a
And
man.
that's
reason.
and that's the thing.
No,
All
what
But
I'm
then
anything
people
else
will
that's
say
that
on there is
stuff
not a
like
reason to
invasion of
not
privacy.
date
Like
them.
y'all out
Y'all
y'all
see that
mind.
nigga
There
bitch?
should not be
Y'all see that
nothing. That
nigga
why are y'all
bitch?
having
What
so
is
much
they
Hey
pushback?
man,
say?
What y'all got to
Right? Should it be
hide?
sis?
y'all see that nigga
Y'all
missing
scary. What
T-Mobile
y'all want?
payment?
Y'all don't want us to find out
Y'all
about
gonna
that
put him
sex
on the
tape or
TI?
something? What y'all got going
That's
Who
on?
got
not
sex
Like it's
tapes
true,
not
out
that
Bobby. I don't
there?
think
serious.
Hey,
majority of women. Do you
Rashad,
know
if
how
you
many
got
Yeah, I
women
don't
is
know
Okay.
nothing
delinquent
about
Well,
on
I
that.
caught in the
T-Mobile
hotel like Bobby
payments?
V. Cause why is you
Who
feeling so
got
much
your
pushback?
shoes?
Do you know how many women got evictions on
Damn.
their shit? I don't think that's what they're going to
We
use
ain't
to
looking up credit
disqualify you.
scores. Like
The
niggas
hell?
can't look up to see if DB named DB. Damn. Like that's crazy.
That's crazy. Mick, what you was about to
Yeah,
say?
y'all look-
I
DB, your
no.
shit messing up. Mick, what you had to
Nah,
say?
I'm not going crazy with it. I think
hey
what she's
Rashad,
saying still stands.
What's the word?
I said if she gotta look me up, bro, let me know now so I can stop fucking with you. I don't need that type of negativity in my
Oh
life, bro.
God,
Yo,
Get your
that's
what
a
is
lot
nasty
of
wrong with
ass
dark
on,
energy.
man.
Or
y'all?
I'm
Fuck all
telling
this
you,
shit.
That's a
They
lot
it's
of
a
dark energy.
coalition,
hey,
Jonet. I see the
keep
play,
instructing,
Jonet. I'm
baby.
telling y'all
No,
not seeing the
I
bigger
got.
Lot
picture,
of
Oh,
bro.
dark
is
energy.
that Mick?
Y'all not seeing the bigger picture. There's a reason why they
Mick.
all
Listen,
lockstep
Let me ask a question, Mick. Mick,
to
let me
say
ask you a
women shouldn't
question.
do that.
Have you ever let me just throw this out there, Mick, because clearly you have your full real name is not on your profile, right? Have you ever hollered at a girl through Twitter?
You said what?
Have you ever hollered at a girl through Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. So once in Twitter and you told her your name, did you would you would
better
you
not be
would catch
talking to
offense
none of my
because your
women, nigga.
profile, because remember your profile doesn't say your actual name. Of course you don't put all that over here. But if she wanted to go just like Google you and just say what your name was just to see if you have any other social media, you wouldn't be okay with that? You think that would be a red flag?
Uh, Google me, maybe not. But once you looking in case search, listen, I ain't got no record. But if I found that out, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna stop fucking with you because I'm gonna be like, you operating out of a place of negativity that I don't think we
But
kindred
why
spirits,
is
yo.
that
I'm not
negative?
gonna
Oh
Why
hold
yeah,
you.
is
we
her
need
doing?
In
optimists over here.
addition,
Why would
in
that be
addition,
We need
negative?
in
optimists
addition
I
over
to
don't
that,
here.
see
Y'all.
that
in,
angle.
Mm-mm.
Why is
We
it
in
negative?
obviously
addition to
differ in
that,
opinion,
Mm.
and that's okay.
in
Because I don't.
addition
You
to
guys are
that,
operating
cuz,
from the stance of men,
no,
meaning
can
there
you?
really is no statistical reason for you to be looking up
If
if
I,
women are dangerous. Women
Wait, what?
have no, shut
Okay.
up.
nah,
Women have a valid reason to check if a man is dangerous. There's not, we
brother.
yes we live different lives. Yes we might have to operate dating differently. That's a given, and this
Niggas
is
die over
clearly the
women every day.
difference.
They just don't get the blame for it. Come on now, we not gonna do this.
I don't think them type is a ride or die bitch either. Like, not even just saying ride or die, but if a nigga got in a jam or a pit,
Why are you
man,
assuming
fuck
so
that.
much,
No,
DB? Because I checked to
I
make sure
don't
that
know.
you did not have
I just,
predatory or
I
violent
don't know. Them
crime
type
on your
of,
jacket, and I have no other way to verify
no,
that.
I mean,
So when women do, okay,
if
wait,
you ain't,
wait, wait. So when women do get
if
beat
you
up,
gonna
hold on,
do it
because
for me,
on the
no, no,
flip
no.
side of this
No, you can do
conversation,
that. You can do all
on
that
the
shit.
flip
Do
side of
all
this
that shit before you
conversation,
go
when
on the
women
date,
do get
bitch.
harmed,
That's all I'm
there's a
saying.
lot of accountability for the woman to take in her not doing due diligence to make sure that she wouldn't get harmed. So
No
again,
logical nigga say that,
I
Kenya.
ain't,
Stop
the
it.
double speak is really
Stop.
crazy.
she,
No logical nigga say that,
she is
Kenya. You
irritating.
gotta
What are
chill.
you? I've heard that
She
is
is
not true.
irritating.
That's just not true.
No
You guys say
logical
all the
nigga.
time you
Kenya,
ignored red flags, you purposely overlook certain things, you didn't do blah 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 blah.
Not when she out
Okay,
here getting harmed crazy. Niggas ain't saying that. Not no logical nigga. Stop.
that
Get
you
and
past
guys
I'm
are
that
like, if you
narrative.
want to
all
know a
right.
nigga
I get it.
criminal history
Y'all don't know what I'm
before you
talking
give him
about.
your pussy, do that shit before the first date.
It
Then
does.
do it then. You always do this for all your
Sure. If
niggas.
that's, I don't
Then
care when
if
she
this
did
is part
it.
of
You
your
guys are saying it's a
repertoire.
problem for her to do it at all. When she should do it should be at the very start. Yes, I agree. Once she decides that she would like to start seeing you,
I
I
never
think she
said it
should
was a
do that.
problem. I said I can't fuck with her. She could do whatever she wants.
The reasoning
Wait,
is
let Miss
scary
Clarice
a
let
little
Miss
bit.
Clarice go. Kenya seem like the type she gonna get some readings too on a nigga too.
Oh
Nasty.
yeah, you best believe.
You
I think
best
she a
believe
snitch on
Kenya
her
got
nigga
them
at that.
chakras
Like
aligned.
Hold on,
shit,
wait, Kenya,
that
hold
nigga
on,
drop.
hold on.
I
I think she
don't
a snitch on her
Kenya,
nigga, bro. Any woman in
you
that
particularly
going to
bed,
get
hell
believe
reads
yeah.
on
that.
niggas?
I don't do that. No,
Oh,
it's not my
I was
thing.
about to say, come on, man. Come on, man.
Your nigga get caught up
I
in the
know it's
jam,
somebody in here.
and he done
You
killed the
guys,
nigga on
again,
your
all of the
behalf.
assumptions
You
that
This
go,
nigga
come with
DB,
me
DB,
looking
you
up
all over the
public
place. I ain't gonna
record
lie.
is
This
kind
nigga
of
trying to
crazy.
he trying to bring the criminal. Go ahead, Miss
All of
Clarice.
these assumptions for me looking up public record. This is insane.
Miss Clarice, what's the word?
So, so, going back to earlier, someone said vetting. I think it was Danae. So yes, is you don't have to do that if you are in a community where the person has already been vetted. And I mentioned it earlier when I said it's part of traditionalism. When you know the person or they're recommended to you or and you're recommended to them, when it's like that, you don't have to do all of that. However, also too, when Janae said if you meet someone on a dating app, yeah, that I think that's a good reason to do that if you're meeting them on the dating app and there's no one that you know that can vet them or vice versa. They should be able to have someone that knows you as well. I think it works both ways. And yeah, so I think it works both
Right.
ways.
So
I
what's
think
the
that's how
problem
it
with
should
what
be.
Miss Clarice said?
So but just to do that all the time, it depends on I think it should be used when depending on where you're meeting the person at, how you're meeting the person. That plays a big part in it. If I'm meeting the person and I know them or I'm not meeting them on a dating app and I meet them outside somewhere like that, then I don't need to do that because part of that process is hopefully you're going to introduce me to people that know you and your relatives. And I'm going to do the same thing because when you do it like that, the people you introduce them to also helps with the vetting process. They know you, they know who the person you're meeting, and vice versa. The person that you're meeting, they have people that know them. That helps when you don't have to go be searching and stuff like that. And if people don't want to be honest, that's their choice. That's their choice. I don't have time for that. I don't. I know. If somebody's lying to me, I always know when somebody's lying. I don't always say anything, but I know. So if you're lying to
You
me,
want to know why you know Miss elderly
yes.
lady ma'am? Because your discernment is
He
up.
said elderly lady
You
ma'am.
just
That's funny.
you discern that nigga is not good for you. Therefore, if you get the inkling to look him up, you just stop fucking with him.
And
We talk.
I want to ask a
Well, I
question.
don't know if I would. I don't know if I would look him up. I would ask him questions. I'm
No,
just
I ain't
saying.
talking.
Yes,
I'm
I
talking
want
about.
to
Okay.
ask, like, what about just
I want
asking the
to ask.
nigga about it, and then,
Can
because
I?
if he's a liar and you feel like he's lying, that's a sign. That's what Merck said. If you feel like he's lying, then that's also a sign that you
Don't
probably don't want to fuck with the nigga.
what
How about
you
just
know?
asking him?
Yes, you can
Right.
ask
So
what is wrong with verifying information that people have told you. There could be a lot of things that are involved that are leading me to want to believe you. Women, we talk about women lying to themselves in regards to men all the time. You don't even have to
Leading
lie.
me to
Listen,
want,
Women will lie to
leading me
listen.
to
themselves for
want to
you.
believe you is
Okay?
a crazy
So
statement.
I don't understand now
Leading me
why
to want to believe you is nuts.
we're basing everything on women's intuition when in any other conversation we have to agree that it's faulty and it falters. So if a woman decides to just do due
She
diligence,
packed y'all up with that
if a
one.
woman does decide to do her due diligence and not go on her own recognizance, because sometimes you could be wrong, what is the
Kenya,
problem?
what your
What is the
well,
Kenya,
problem?
Kenya, hold on.
no, there's
You know what
nothing.
you're doing, Kenya? You're doing what they tell us that we should do more of, and that's be logical. And the moment we're logical and not emotional, boom, now we are, not using our
Then
discernment.
Go
So
why
y'all
off
want
y'all
to
of
get
your
back in there.
so
emotions. You've been
so
Yeah,
fucking
big
me
so
good
logic,
Saying
for
big
2
logic.
months.
logic,
Now it's go
big
off your
logic. I'm
emotions.
going to get technical.
Maybe
This
I
I'm going to
ain't
look
shouldn't do
your
logic.
that.
ass up.
Maybe
And
I
if you
should
ain't got no
not.
problem, you shouldn't be no
Use
problem.
whatever
What
you
is y'all
like.
scared of?
That
no,
shit
this
don't.
stupid. This
So
ain't logic.
This
The
It's
logic.
logical. We're using our brains,
ain't
not our
called the
emotions.
Dustin.
part of the vetting.
Cause listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know what happened when y'all go get that job. What
Part
they do?
of
They do a piss test. They make sure okay, is you a druggie before you get on this job?
They saying
Yeah,
no. They
they do
saying the
background.
employer
You
got
ain't
to
got
go off
problem
the
with the white
vibes
All
in the
man
right.
doing it, but
interview.
why
Y'all
the
can, I can
problem when the
move.
They
black
I'm gonna
saying
woman
the
raise my
do it?
hand
employer
now.
need
I'm
to
gonna
go
raise my
off
When
hand.
the
the
I'm gonna
black,
raise
vibes
my
when
in
the
the
hand now.
white
I can move.
interview.
man tell y'all to pull y'all
They
little wee
should
wees out
just
and piss in them
go off the
cups,
All
y'all
right.
do it
vibes.
with
Oh
Yeah,
ease.
no, no, no,
Now,
no.
when the black
Rashad, I
woman
got
do
my
her
hand
It
up.
was
research,
good
now it's a
vibes in the
problem.
I
interview,
got my hand
so
up.
we don't need to verify
Yeah,
nothing.
Hold on, wait. Go
y'all
ahead.
be
Hold on, wait. Go
hold
ahead,
on a
Tin.
second.
shucking and
Yeah, let me
jiving and
finish.
pissing for the white
Go
man.
ahead,
Hello?
Tin. Hold on.
Yeah, let me
And you
finish.
want
One
you
second,
want
So
Mr.
wait a minute. Hold on a
hold on
second.
hold on one
So
One
second. Hold
second,
on one
Mr.
part
Reese.
second.
of
One second. One
the
second.
One second. Excuse me, ma'am. You want to know what else happened on that job? A fucking interview. And that interview was the
And
center.
that is interview. We're dating.
Excuse me. I ain't interrupt you. Thank you. And in that interview, that motherfucker is discerning whether I should give you a piss test or not. I
No, they're
should.
not. That's a
Yes,
part of
they
the
are.
process.
No, you take
No,
the
They
piss test
don't look at
after.
you and see, do you need a
you.
pee test?
No,
No.
Jose. No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no,
Hold
no.
on. No. Let me do it.
You
Let me do
take.
it, Rashad. No. Let me do it. Jonay, you don't get to piss unless that person is willing to give you a job. So you got to go through an interview process. So you got to interview well. AKA, I'm asking you questions. I'm being intentional about how you gonna perform. And if any red flag arrives, no piss test, no job.
Okay, and
No
exactly what
ham,
Kenya's
no
saying. Oh no,
burger.
hold on.
so
All right, no ham, no burger. but okay, so but let's not get so caught up in some of the examples, and let's get back to what she is saying, which I don't think is so outlandish.
We not
If
slow.
there if
We can
there
use
if there
examples. They
is
know what
a
you're talking about.
But if there is, what she's saying is her interview process is getting her phone number, having the conversation, doing the conversation of getting to know one another before an actual date. If her process in terms of her job interview with her company is, I want to look you up just before I invest too much in this, just to make sure everything's on the up and up,
Well,
what
that's
is the
slow.
difference?
Well, it's slow because now you just wasted money.
No, you're not wasting money because you don't have to pay for all this stuff. I just said Google. I gave options. Some of this stuff
These
is
niggas
Search is
not
free.
free,
Steve
ladies.
Harvey, Jonae.
Some of
The
They
this
not
stuff
no
is
Taysters
free. So why do
website
y'all
is
keep
free,
saying
ladies.
Y'all
y'all
got
It's
the
free
free
y'all
for you to
adding
website.
use.
stuff that's not
I
even happening?
advocate for
Nobody
y'all.
is
I want
paying
y'all
to
to
look up
hear
y'all
this
I
clearly.
know it's
niggas.
some
Listen, and
bull.
I want y'all to
Listen,
realize that you
Y'all got public
absolutely do
records.
need to
y'all,
Y'all
log
y'all
in.
niggas
got the
shouldn't have
Do
free
need to
listened.
log
website.
on
I
to
Y'all
know
Taysters
it's
getting
so
pulled
free.
you
up
It's
can
there
the
be
because
free
y'all
one.
getting
clearly
pulled out y'all
clearly
cars
that they
Nah,
ain't
and
got
y'all
something
nah,
think
to
we
them
got
hide.
public
them.
records we can't
So
look up
ladies,
right now?
please log on to
Nah, we
ksearch.com.
got them.
Please, ladies,
Nah.
please. It's
We
a
got
free
them. It's some
resource.
bullshit on them free websites. I
Y'all
A
already
niggas
know.
got
free
put in that
resource.
paddy
Look them
wagon and
up.
Yeah,
now we can look it
yeah,
up.
Look
we
them
got them.
up. Look
Nasty.
them
Go,
up.
Look up these niggas.
go, Miss Clarice. Go ahead and
What the
land your
hell are y'all
plane, and then we
talking
got
about?
H. Bush.
Let them know when they behind in
So,
child support. Hello?
Wow, you gonna stop fucking with a nigga because he behind on child support?
I didn't
Nasty.
listen. I didn't
I'm
say me. I'm
supposed
just
to
saying, look it up.
marry you with $30,000 in back child support.
Why
I'm supposed
is
to
it
If she
marry
30?
gotta
you with
look
thirty
you
You
up,
got
thousand
two
you
dollars
should be
warrants.
in
dating.
back child support,
Nasty.
and
So wait,
your
so
license
I
Okay.
don't
has
gotta
been
know that I'm with a
revoked.
nigga with three
Leave these
warrants
hoes
before we
where
go
they
to
can.
Mexico?
Your
Oh,
license has
okay.
been revoked, and you don't got no passport, and I'm
Oh,
supposed to
okay.
keep dating you.
Yeah.
This is, oh my god, this would they.
Fuck, y'all act like Vegas and
If I
Miami
wanted
don't
to say
Yeah.
exist.
something, I would have
What
turned
you
the
talking
speech up.
about?
Child, let me shut up.
Yeah. Oh,
You want
okay.
oh
Y'all niggas don't want to go to LA no more. Stupid. What's going on? Go ahead, Miss
Listen, we go
Clarice.
to Vegas. We can't even go to the gun range because you got a prior. What?
Nasty.
Hell no.
Go ahead, Miss Clarice.
So, I it was said that that is a person's individual process. If one person decides they want to look up everybody, that's their process. If another person decides they want to look up people and vet them with people they know, that's their process. Each person's process is different. It's not across the board all the same. It's not. So that's what it really boils down to. Where if this is how you want to do it, this is how you do it. If this that's your process. And just like somebody else said, they don't want to deal with somebody whose process is looking up every little thing about them. That's their process. Then they're going to go talk to someone who has a different process in vetting them. And that's the way it
Thank
shouldn't be. It
you. That's
shouldn't
all I
be the
was saying.
same. It shouldn't be the same for everyone across the board. Because if my logic is, look, I'm going to vet you through people that know you and I'm going to take notes. That's mine. That's how I'm doing it. That's for me. Somebody else may say, no, I need your first and last name and I need to go on the internet and look up everything about you. That's their process. Another person may say, no, I want to know your great great grandparents.
Do
Like,
you got four black grandparents? Wake it up.
you know what I'm
I
That's
saying?
what
vetted
we
him through
really need to look
prayer.
up.
Amen.
Now how
Where the
this
Vetted his
turn
ass
into
through
an
grandfathers at?
prayer.
Huh, my nigga?
Okay.
Wake it
now how
up.
this turn into an FBA space that fast? What the fuck was that?
I agree with you, Miss Clarice. That
But
is a
you know
really
what
good
I'm
point.
saying? For
Yes, I
every
do.
process is different, and that's how it should be. And again, I go back to dating now. Look, if I meet somebody on the internet, listen, I'm gonna look them up because I'm not like what, and it's getting to a certain point, and I'm just not chatting with you via text. No, I hit you up because do I know you? Do you know me? No, and I might tell you to look me up too. Hey, because I have nothing to hide.
Hmm.
But yeah, I land.
No, you made a great point.
Go ahead, H. Bush.
Vet these niggas through prayer too. God will show you.
Listen.
Nah. Let God stay out of this.
What?
Anyway,
and prayer without
Oh
works is
no.
dead,
let,
ladies. Prayer
Oh.
without works is dead.
Nigga
Log
said,
on
huh?
to
That's not even a
ksearch.com.
quote,
Okay,
That's
Kenya.
the
That's
first thing,
not
H.
even a
please.
Bush. That's
quote.
what you doing on a Tuesday?
That's not even a quote,
on a
Kenya.
Tuesday,
Damn,
let them
H.
titties hang.
On a
Bush.
Let them
Tuesday?
titties hang. Anyways, I just wanted to say, if you gotta look me up in any time in a relationship, nothing comes back and you look me up and then you tell me on some laughing shit, I'm gonna laugh my way and get my shit and just walk out.
Got to get
Because
out of here.
ain't nothing funny about that. If you can do that, because once you feel like you're feeling some type of way, you're gonna use your discernment and
Wake it up.
go investigate some shit that you don't got nothing to do. If I'm moving and grooving and I'm telling you to stay out my business, stay out my fucking business. That's what that
Pick
means.
it up.
That don't means nothing else. And for women, I have older sisters, and I want y'all to know y'all lie about stupid shit. Y'all will lie on your applications and use your friend as your fucking reference or as your past job HR, so they can
100.
give you a good review.
No, I didn't
So
lie on
I
the
cannot
reference too. I ain't
take
gonna lie.
I don't gotta lie on the reference, bro. Hey, y'all either gonna hire me or you not. I'm going to the next job. Just like the woman.
I
Hey,
done
you
did
either
some
gonna fuck
egregious
with me
shit
or
one
not.
time. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
Oh,
put myself out
GL.
there, but hey man,
Shit, don't
listen.
put yourself out there. But I'm just
Wait, HB, I
saying,
don't
like,
like you
just
clocking that TO. That was the little secret that we was using our homegirls as a previous manager. Now, why you
no,
just tell that? Why
no,
you?
because my cousin, I was telling my cousin I was trying to get a different job, and she was like, "Nigga, just use me as a thing." I'm like, "Why would I
Yeah,
use you?"
that's been a long time thing. That shit is funny.
See, and that's what I'm saying. So if y'all hook niggas onto the games, a lot of niggas will have better jobs than where they sitting at
No,
because
you
y'all
right.
would just that's all I'm saying. But I just leave it right there. Stop lying. Be your real self because it helps out more. And if you don't like the nigga, baby girl, just leave him alone. That shit crazy.
Yeah, guys to leave Cuz alone, man. Stop bringing that dark energy into his life. He don't need it. Life hard enough. I'm not gonna lie. Life hard enough for y'all to be doing all that, man. Kenya, we gonna pray for you. I ain't gonna hold you. Appreciate,
Listen,
huh?
listen. Y'all need to stop this
Not too
shit,
much
man.
in Kenya. I think she brought up a good point.
Man, fuck that. Can you get your discernment up? Fuck all that.
Yeah, yeah. But how, Kenya and Miss Clarice, y'all need to
If
follow
y'all
along.
had
Put her
discernment,
on,
you
Miss
know what? Never
Clarice.
mind. Never mind. I ain't gonna worry about
Put
it.
her
What you
on, Miss
say?
Clarice.
No, no, it's okay. I'm not gonna
What
say
you
it.
say?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let them have it.
Put,
No,
I'm not gonna
say
you
say
it,
it.
gotta
Kenya.
put
Say
I'm
it,
not
uh
gonna
Kenya.
say
Kenya
it.
on
Oh,
some
they just,
discernment.
I'm not gonna say it. It's okay.
I bet you won't say it.
They have. I
I,
won't. You bet
Y'all
right.
being antagonistic.
Wake,
You
wake it
bet
up
right.
today, Kenya. It's today. Listen, it's overtime hours. Wake it up.
No, I'm not. I'm
Man,
not.
stop
I don't
dog
want to
whistling. Say
argue.
what y'all
Where
want.
No.
y'all? But okay, since we in the discernment heightening, y'all's be because I could have sworn right. There was a conversation just a little while ago. Never be a woman's first good nigga.
Never.
Well,
Don't
where
you
is the
ever do it.
discernment then?
Don't you ever do it.
Y'all always preaching discernment when it's beneficial when you try to prove a point to a woman, but you think you falling victim to a woman in her scenario. Where's your discernment then, men?
Let me tell you
She
something.
lied up
My
front.
Uh,
discernment
She
always
lied
been
up
spot
front.
on. That's just one.
has it?
Wait,
That's
Cause I
one.
thought some,
how?
I
My
thought
How?
somebody
discernment
took a
tells
bite out of
me if she
crime with
looking me
you.
up to
Your
leave her
discernment
alone.
has
I could have
always
sworn
been
you got a bite
spot
out of
on,
crime.
Krishan.
Listen, mine has always been spot on.
This
Oh,
is
what about
That's
that
just how I
bite?
bad.
am.
That didn't you get a bite out of crime or no?
Listen,
Wow.
when you're young, folks do things, man.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't reflected of
Okay.
her
Did
character.
you
Are you
see it
playing me
like
damn
Raven
age?
that you was gonna get bit up
that
or
wasn't a
no?
flex. That wasn't
That
a
wasn't a
reflection
reflection
of
of her
her.
That's
character.
what he just
What?
said.
She's a
No.
good
Oh,
person.
all
Oh,
right,
okay. Where's no
Discernment.
all
discernment?
right,
Mr.
bro.
Okay.
Spot on discernment has
That's
entered the
crazy.
building. What it
Okay.
That's
do?
crazy, dog. It's crazy, man, dog.
Hey, man, listen. Some
What it
people,
do, boo?
sometimes,
DB,
I know, hey,
tell
listen,
him, DB,
y'all up
tell
here,
him,
I know
DB.
y'all done egged a nigga
Spot on.
car,
Oh, I've
keyed his
never done
shit. Y'all
that.
done
I've
did
never
No,
done
something
that.
never.
I've never done
stupid.
that.
No,
That's
no.
insane.
Y'all would have
I've
had
I've
the
never
never
room
damaged
egged,
up here
never
property. I'm gonna be
keyed.
honest. I
No,
have never damaged personal property
no, I don't
before.
play
Y'all
like
Never.
done
that.
did all kind of shit.
I have
He
not.
not talking about y'all per se. He talking about women in general.
No, hell no. I'm talking about
He talking
them.
about
I'm talking
us.
about
Oh, my
Jonay,
bad.
Kenya,
My bad.
Can't
Miss
move.
Clarice. Y'all done did some
Oh
crazy
I've
shit.
never
no,
done
Yeah.
that.
No,
no,
I have
no,
not.
no, no.
Now, I've done other stuff. I haven't done that.
See?
I've never done
I've
that.
not
I
done
don't
any
play
of
with
the above.
personal property.
I've done
Mm-mm.
nothing. Any of, nope, nope, none of the above. I've done none of
Put
that
a
stuff.
Snickers bar in
Nope.
the nigga
You
goddamn
For
gas tank.
what?
I
Why
already
would I
know
do
it.
that?
I already
No,
know
I
it.
just walk
Nigga shit
away.
start
Like,
puttering when he turned it on. Yeah,
no,
that's
I
your
just
Yeah,
ass.
that's
walk
too much.
away.
That's too much.
Bye.
Y'all something else. Hey man, listen. I appreciate y'all. Another episode of Things of That Nature, episode 133, Blindsided by the Devil. Listen, I appreciate it. Repost the space, repost the space, repost the space. Follow the host. Follow the folks up here that said some good shit to you, man. The Patreon is in the jumbo. It's a free tier. It is a $5 tier. Whatever tier you decide to subscribe, I definitely would appreciate it. Got some exclusive content on there for you. Know what I mean? And we about to up the level of the content coming real soon. We are here every day, Sunday through Friday, 12 p.m. until the next conversation. We out.